자, 좋습니다. 4강전 첫 번째 경기 바이탈리티 대 몽골즈의 경기. 오스틴 메이저 그랜드 파이널리스트 두 팀 다시 만습에 1년 동안 11번째로 만나고 있는 이 매치업에서 10번째 만남 몽골즈가 드디어 바이탈을 2대0으로 이기는데 성공했었는데 또 만났습니다. 오늘은 또 어떨지. 첫 번째 맵은 몽골이 픽한 미라지에서 피스톨 시작하는데 바이탈티 시티 몽골이 테러 미드로 나오고 있습니다. 몽골 캣에서 룩즈가 블리츠와의 대결. 오, 윈도우로 둘을 부스트 올려줬어요. 자, 이대로 정글 쪽에서 튀어나오나요? 근데 폭탄은 또 혼자 따로 갔어. 개구멍 까고 마켓으로 페이스플릿. 자, 에이펙스 갑자기 등지에서 적이 튀어나옵니다. 하나 잡고 블리츠 더블킬. 3대1로 교환되면서 몽골즈가 2명이 더 많고 플랜트까지 박힙니다. 2대4. 오! 진짜 자유의 헤드샷으로 캣이 열렸어요. 사이트 안에 테러셋. 와우! 쉣! 센주. 자, 그럼 매지 위치 알죠? 쉽게 숨어서 같이 스윙 치면 되겠죠? 센주 쉣! 피스톨에서 헤드샷 깔끔하게 그냥 보여줍니다.
Liquid into Tyloo. They did make light work of Tyloo.
블리츠가 엔트리하면서 P250 헤드샷을 2개를 쐈고요. 폭탄 지키는 과정에서 센주의 USP로 이제 무기 바꿔가지고 헤드샷 2개 깔끔한 마무리. 바이탈리티 포스바이를 선택합니다. 잠깐만, 왜 윈도우에 스카웃 들고 온 게 자유가 아니라 에이펙스네요? 네, 아무튼 자, 우리 P9으로 커넥터 수비 보고.
It's quite direct, isn't it?
야, 근데 컨스모커 치고 캣으로 들어갔어. 이거 안 들켰어요. 자유가 봤나? 자, 근데 수비 둘. 매지어 롭즈 피스톨 들고 9-10. 3대3. 폭탄 떨어졌어요. CT 로테이션 도착했고, 오, 연막 속에서 9-10 트리플 킬째 하고 있고. 아니, 스카우트 헤드샷을 쳤어? 에이펙스가? 아니, 개잘 쏘는데. 잠시 소강 상태. 블리츠 선수 그냥 돌려요. 테크노. 블리츠 선수 돌아올 때까지 또 시간 끌어줘야 돼요. 일찍 죽으면 아쉽고. 와, 좋습니다. 야, 이거를 2대2 상황에서 블리츠 선수가 크게 돌아와가지고 마켓을 쌈싸먹는데 성공. 이러면 바이탈리티 포스바이 라운드까지 져버리면서 초반 작은 스노볼이 굴러가게 됩니다. 몽골이 다음 라운드 편하게 상대 권총 2코 라운드 상대할 수 있게 됐고요.
kerfuffle on the B side and then just catches him in the back, not ready for it whatsoever.
또 체스 선수 출신이라면서요, 블리츠. 이제 카스로 체스 하는 거야.
Plenty of deagles, a 5-7 and a smoke in the hands of Flamesy.
IQ 200 두뇌 플레이.
And right now it's a full
자, 상대는 디글과
so you're going to want
갑바.
to hold on to all of these, or at least not give an AK over to be carried into the next for Vitality. This time won't just be the conga line through middle, bit more of a divided conga approach. Two top middle, patrolling towards A. As you'd expect, it's either going to be Palace or Ramp for him.
언더패스 쪽도 올라오고 있고. 1-3-1로 미드 컨트롤.
It's a bit like a default spread against the.
이 디폴트로 맵 먹는 작업하고 있고 바이탈도 딱히 그냥 나올 생각 없어 보입니다. 그냥 사이트 안에서 포지션 잡고 있고요.
Very cautious stuff.
이제 프리에임으로 딕을 원탭으로 들어오면 잡아먹겠다.
Seems like they may have gambled correctly right now as they execute Starting to be
네, 바이탈리티가 B 쪽에 수비를 하나 더 3명을 배치하면서 B 쪽이 더 센데 마침 몽골즈가 거기로 가고 있고요. 과연 롭즈, 자유, 예지, 유틸 좋은데요? 와, 이게 자유야 니코야. 라이플로 싹 쓸어버리는 몽골.
Oh, okay.
He might leave with an AK here.
Yeah, 2 kills in the round, so it's good to get Flamesy going. He's one of these more flexible pieces that they use on the CT side. He's meant to be the A defender, but Apex will use him a lot towards
프레임지가 그래도
connector.
뭐 AK 하나 주워서 세이브하면은 될 것 같은데 살아나갈 수 있나요?
Have their loose piece of Rops who plays short. Sometimes you see him over towards A, but it's all about the cat and mouse.
야, AK 도둑 잡아라.
Flamesy has been heard. Joining away into the underpass, and he will get away with this AK. They are heading towards top middle. Bomb's about to go off, but
자,
I don't think you
프레임지
want to risk
과연
another death right now.
Yeah, well handled.
오, 총목겁
You think that might
튀었고요.
be, you know, a little bit of an oopsie from Zywoo, but he's not going to be
몽골
letting
팬.
that get to him.
Yeah, those last 2 rounds, sure, it was a light buy and a force buy, but they did get the opening kills, so that is a positive side for the CT side. Let's see if they can do it now that the rifles come out. It doesn't look great, but it's still very tough.
상대 뭐 딕을 좀 사놨는데 달리 헤드샷으로 엔트리 잘 했습니다. 또 더블킬.
Let's see if that comes into the rifles now. Zywoo gets out his AWP.
아, 권총을 윈도우로 던져서 소리를 만드는 플레이도 했어요. 지리네.
Announcing the presence of the AWP immediately was Zywoo and 910 trying to catch a timing there. Quicker scaling down
자,
mid.
바이탈리티 풀바이 라운드 됐고요. 자유 AWP.
Trying to link up with 910 through under. Molly for
바로
sure.
미드 나오는
Open some
몽골.
angles. Rob's trying to lend a hand as well, just over the edge of that
폭탄
smoke.
놔두고 디폴트입니다.
The
천천히.
fade will dip back.
Well, you kicked up a lot of pressure towards middle immediately, and Vitality don't want a bar of it. You can see this. Sure that you've still got that probe of Rops who were just on board with aggressive towards window/vent room now. Apex hanging around, but they're not contesting connector. You're going to be the AK of Flames over towards the balcony. You're going to have that potential for Apex to play from jungle, but it's the man of Zywoo who did sound off with the AWP playing towards triple right now.
이제 미드에 둘 있고 팔라스로 셋. 야, 램프로 안 가고 팔라스 셋.
Smoked.
에이 스플릿 하겠다.
Window 2, Flames called ramp clear.
And he's noisy. They know he's close.
플레임지가 AK 들고 입구를 딱 막고 있는데 과연 어떻게 될지.
Through Palace, this is ambitious, especially if
세
Flames gets
명이요?
going. He's got the AK, he's got everything he needs, got Zywoo on side.
오, 에임이 나갔어요.
So does Flames. Flawless entry.
야, 킬로그에 테러 킬밖에 안 떠요. 완벽하게 뚫었습니다. 단 한 명의 사선자도 없고.
How this one's gonna go, but first gun for you and nothing to report.
Yeah, map felt pretty small for Vitality there. Even with the forward position of Rops throughout that, they really didn't know what was going on towards middle, and then timing just catching Flamesy off. Zywoo is the one who falls first, just gets shot in the side of the head, and that's a frustrating way for the superstar to go
초반
down.
출발은 거의 망했습니다.
This is great stuff for the Mongols.
첫 번째 풀바이 라운드 나가버렸네. 4대 0이네.
After your default mid control. That's cheeky. And with 5 alive, their coffers will be full.
This is the map if you go back to the major grand final between the two teams where it kicked off with the Mongols' victory, and you're like, oh dear,
와, 세이브도
Mongols will be
못하고.
lifting the major trophy. Now,
Glorious.
that up with the Dust 2 and an Inferno, and they get slapped around the server, and then you go into Cologne, and apparently they didn't practice. It didn't go too well for them either. But then it's Bounty, and it's a 2-0 on Mirage and Inferno, and Inferno not featuring in the series today. Vitality have decided to take it to Dust 2, and then Nuke will be the third if we get there.
자, 그래서 바이탈티는 피스톨, 포스바이, 이코, 풀바이 4라운드 다 지고. 오, 근데 자, 연패 보너스 싸우는 걸로 자유 딱.
So how aware is he of the push? You know it's going to be a lighter investment.
피스톨
So
셋.
he would be cautious of a push in towards Palace. It's a move that can try and catch the default off guard. So you can see how
자유의
diligent he is
깜짝 답.
here. This is the tough peak, and
네, 진호
just
잡혔고.
collects it simple as you like.
Oh, there's an AWP.
그래서 이제 테러 이제
How do you operate with that
상대 딱
information? You weren't
쐈다.
grouped up. It's still very early within the
인포가
round.
들어왔어요.
seem to have an idea, right? If the orb shows itself that early, you want to keep it moving, right? You don't want to just stay static with it. So ZywOo has changed position, sure, but still on the A side. So if Mongols were hoping it rerouted over towards window or maybe over towards B, that's not the case. And
야,
again,
이거 저번 라운드랑 공격이 또 비슷한데? 또 팔라스 3명인데?
Blitz kicks up a fuss in mid.
그리고 또 수비 플레임지죠? 과연? 이 연봉?
Flames trying at the same position.
자, 5-7 들고. 오, 이번에는 수비가 됐어요.
Snap to the head onto Techno.
Faded.
5-7 jiggle doesn't work out for him. Goes down to Senzu's AK. Nice
can
flip through the
reset.
hedge. It's a 3-on-2.
3대2. 프레시 가면서
Go
센주.
for it. Senzu will drop in. ZywOo cognizant of the
와, 9-10 구하네.
9-10 pushing smokes.
쐈어.
How does he get one there?
센주
He's got
1v2.
the info though. ZywOo's got him locked in. Is there anything Senzu can do? A little bit of damage onto ZywOo.
야, 자우 트리플 킬
announces
AWP.
his presence.
A 사이트 홀딩.
5 rounds deep, but Hero
제대로 보여주네요.
AWP pulls them across the line for their first.
Yeah, okay. Well, that one was definitely going to come as a bit of surprise.
자우가
The fact he's
더블
been
잘
able to pull it in
쐈네요.
consecutive rounds.
사중값을 했네요.
Nice work from Flames as well. You needed someone to chip in.
Well, especially
그리고
after
이제
last
CT도
time, you were the man
사상자가
who's
좀
meant to be checking
있어가지고
it occasionally, and your
계속
offer
좀
goes down.
브로큰
So this time he
바이가
actually is
될
able to
가능성이
stall that
있습니다.
out, get the info, and help set them up for their first. And he's still there
아니네요.
for
풀바이
Mongols
됐고요.
five.
M4랑 너무 잘 샀고요.
Deep flash 9-10 falls
공개사는
back.
프로들이 잘.
So going looking for a pick to try and apply pressure to Mezzi. It's him and Rops, the B duo. Rops towards short, Mezzi towards the B apartments, and a safe pair of hands. Mezzi doesn't want to go down early, so very diligent with his jumps.
나한테 납 들고 탑미드 나왔고요. 자, 에이펙스가 커넥터 수비. 팔라스의
There's
스모크
three
넣어주고요.
CTs congregating around connector, so ZywOo's all wants to poke in.
자유가 커넥터로 와서 언더패스 쪽 잽니다. 블리츠!
It's first time of asking from ZywOo. Back-to-back openings.
백투백 오프닝 키의 5대4 어드밴티지. 그러나 자,
Don't know what that is. Can't explain it.
에이펙스가 갑자기
To have jumped out of the window into
잡혔어요. 그래서 오, 미스샷 월뱅. 오, 어떻게 살았냐?
Oh, so unlucky, Techno.
와! 캣을 원탭 냈어요.
Okay, Flames next.
플레임지가 트레이드 하려고 연막 밀고 들어오다가 또 죽었고.
Lucky to get away. Can't say the same for the rest of his team because they all fall.
쉣, 테크노 트리플 킬. B 들어와서 설치.
Okay, so Apex gets that kill, and he's assuming it's like the other rounds where it's really just been blitz around middle within the mid to late round, and the rest of his team is grouped up ready to go elsewhere. But there was more than just one player this time round, and that makes Apex look very foolish. So a bad death for the in-game leader essentially gives the round over. Now look, it wasn't just that one kill. Techno did a great job, softens up ZywOo, gets another kill, keeps on fighting, and essentially wins the round on his own. His teammates just get to waltz towards that
에임이 되게 좋은 팀이죠. 그리고 애초에 평균 나이가 딱 20살이던가?
Missed shot and low HP there. I'm going to try and hunt him down.
이거 딱 떨구죠. 머리 한 대.
Percentage up.
And Techno's big smile on his face.
어리고 젊은 팀이고.
Very well done in
아,
middle.
테크노 환하게 웃네. 에임이 좋죠. 그래서 상대했던 팀들이 다들 인터뷰에서 they shooting hard. 진짜 잘 쏜다.
Is from Techno's POV. He's get caught by a flash as he jumps out
This
as
one's
well.
very nice.
Yeah, just a little tap to the face of Robs, and then that, I think he spotted a little bit of flames when he threw those bullets through the smoke midst to the spray and tracks him.
에이펙스도
hunted down as well. Takes
어드밴티지 상황인데 너무 허무하게 바로
weird
죽었고.
situation now where not everyone can afford.
Well, you take the tactical timeout, and the conversation is just to talk about what they're going to purchase into this. Apex knows that he made a massive mistake in that scenario, so you're not taking this. Maybe he takes accountability in this moment. Hey guys, sorry I misread the situation. It's more to talk through the buy because they can't get the orb out again. So as you mentioned, has gotten back-to-back opening kills on the orb. Not only that, even with the lighter buys, they were still getting opening kills. It's more about what can we do with FAMAS and an MP9, 2 M4s and the AWP with limited util.
UT를 좀 희생해서
AWP starting window this time round.
윈도우에서 시작. 캐스 먹고 있고요.
Open a prayer. ZywOo doesn't find any lucky gaps. One spot from Merriman.
관중들이
It's really going to
그래도
be about the restraint on this smoke because he only has that one smoke. So you can use it to block or you can use it to give yourself a bit of a wall if they do charge in towards the site. And that's where Mezzi has to ask himself the question, do I really think it's going to be a B play? He will need to be informed by the rest of his team. What do
저번에
we hear? Are they in middle?
져가지고
What type of
임페
util?
대신에
Is there any
도투로
spam?
바꿔온 것 같아요.
You are seeing, his pedigree here. There's reluctance to throw that block smoke. Mongols are trying every trick in the book. Footsteps, fake
그리고
molly,
사실 이 매치업에서 몽골즈가 은근히 세 번째 류크도 바이탈 상대로 땁니다. 그래서
And there isn't one
삼각을
close
가도
by. Rops is
볼만해요.
actually over towards vent room again. He has the other smoke as the B defender, but won't be able to contribute right now. Currently stuck, and we'll have a fight.
자, 근데 이번에는 몽골즈가 B 스플릿, X 대 미드 하나 해가지고 오고 있습니다.
Could prove useful. Blitz coming in from short side. This is a fight.
사다리방 뚫었어요.
Takes him comfortably. Mezzi
자,
reacts in
사이트에
time.
매지
Oh, nearly another
트레이드 내면서
B-side Mongols
플랜트
for now.
2대3
Flames want to change that.
마켓에서 잘 왔는데 스모크 유틸 날라오고요.
Takes a shot to keep the pressure on. Flames, can he get a better gun?
AK?
Yes.
나인테는 까비.
but actually swings and commits.
찬스인가?
Hiding this.
He's not
They're both coming.
아하.
He's holding the orb.
나인테니
They take nothing from.
그래도 짜이의 피킹을 잡아주고 마무리되면서 계속 점수 전반에 따는
Even if it was over the
몽골.
MP9 and the AWP, with the loss bonus where it's at, you have another buy.
Right.
And I know you want rounds, but this is actually going to put you further away from that unless you can win with lighter investments. Mezzi does well considering the output.
My bad.
I talked to Apex about that combination.
에이펙스 시무룩하네. 마이베드 2킬 7데스. 그리고 오늘 롭즈도 상태가 안 좋네. 그리고 또 바이탈에 든든하게 또 콩나무 들어주던 우리 롭즈 선수.
I think definitely with
초반 출발은 말렸어요. 바이탈 굉장히.
Hearing as an in-game leader was, I just missed my shot. Because as you try and formulate what went wrong, if a player is saying more often than not, I just missed my shot, it's like, well, no, it was the position. But did we need a better flash? Did he have a better angle than you? Was it something that we didn't consider?
You can't do much with I didn't hit my shot.
Yeah, right, and it makes it so much tougher to be able to
이번엔
call into things.
블리츠가
But
탑미드
accountability,
플레이하고
especially when
탑콘
stressed,
스모크와 윈도 스모크 뿌렸습니다.
Well, I mean, the fact that this match boils down to a
A
million
공격 준비하는 몽골 포지션 잡고요. 블리츠가 커넥터를 뚫어봅니다. 에이펙스 가버리고요.
Another opening death there for Apex. Actually, that might be his
램프
first.
플래시 맞추고 디글로 하나. 자, 근데 엔트리 계속해요. 블리츠 더블 킬. 야, 커넥터에서 혼자 등 뒤에 캣 줄을 잡은 거 아니야?
Look, 7 rounds on the T side of Mirage is huge. There's a reason that the celebrations, or at least the elation in my voice for what Mongols are achieving right now isn't through the roof. It's because we've been here before and we've seen it.
Yes.
Now, they can go one map up and they can dominate Vitality or Mirage. That has happened before. That's not a question mark. That's not an expectation, especially when you're going up against Mirage. Now, huge.
민님의 보세요, 민님의.
Flames only the one, so not really.
다 죽였어. 저기서 다 죽였어.
Is it really going to be twice? We'll give you a slow start to the second half of the year, but how long will that continue?
Yeah, it was very unusual for me just hearing Apex in an interview. I think it was a day ago, maybe 2.
야, 디폴트합니다.
But just in that post-match interview saying, yeah, I don't know if this is
부스트 되는데 롭즈 선수 캡푸시 나왔어요. 좀 변칙적인 플레이.
Rops has investigated this. He will need to back off before this smoke fades, or he's on his own. He doesn't have support.
예, 연막 꺼져서 조금 이제 안전하게 했네요. 물러났고 인포만 따고.
They want to re-aggress in middle by the looks of things. Apex wants to swing window. Rops wants to fight short. How are they going to go about this?
미드 다시 피킹하나요, 시티? 윈도우에 있어요.
Yeah, Molly to force him out. Apex does catch bullet
Aim
through
zone.
the wall. So does Zywoo, brought low to 2. 2 members of Vitality heavily wounded. And now they ask questions of
매직 B를 막고 있습니다. 롭즈도 캣에서 쏴주고.
Catches Mazinho trying to advance.
미드에서
Now
9-10.
finishing what he started.
미스 한 발 나면서 플레임즈가 잡고.
Misses that one, and now Vitality's set to collect 2.
Sentin's about to have an awful lot of space with 45 on the clock. So how far forward can he go without being detected? And can he catch Flamesy off guard?
자, 그래도 살짝 비어있는 틈을 타서 센주가 사이트 들어오는데 플레임지를 째끼면은 블리츠가 폭탄 들고 가볼만 하죠. 가볼만 해요. 2대4 클러치를 한번 시도해보고 있습니다. 자이오는 체력이 너무 낮아서 공격적으로 들어갈 수 없고요. CT 팀원들 기다리고 있습니다. 아니면 상대가 먼저 나오거나.
It's tough to plan for Cat.
Yeah, but that's where Robs comes in.
센주 롭즈가 장거리 싸움을 이겼네요. 그럼 블리츠의 1대3입니다. 하나 잡고 티켓에 둘. 짜우 점프했어요. 나이스 트라이. 아, 블리츠 거의 1대3 클러치를 성공시킬 뻔했지만 매지가 1v1 듀얼 이겼습니다. 간신히 바이탈 점수 하나 땄습니다.
It was on point. This is where if it was cleaner, he has full HP, could have been the difference maker because the AWP bowled over easy as you like in this fight right here. It is a headshot, so yeah, Mezzi quick to the draw.
오, 몽골즈 타임아웃. 야, 3대 겨우 두 번째 라운드 땄을 뿐인데 바로 흐름 끊어버리기.
Your money's still there. You have the ability for a residual buy as well, even if you lose
돈은
the
많아서
next.
두 팀 다 풀바이
Know that
하고요.
you just took down 4 of the 5 members. The pressure is on the CT finances. Oh, shake of the head. You don't see that too often.
Interesting that it was towards 9-10. I don't know if it was him asking for like
A peak potentially.
Like,
yeah.
I want to go for this, and he says no.
Just looking at 9-10 right now in terms of his spawn, it was a better spawn over towards A, so maybe he wanted to do the totem boost or go palace and look for that fight. So Mara potentially overruling that right
자,
now.
윈도우의 좌우. 스모크 터졌고요.
That initial timing shot doesn't catch anyone on the cross. Blitz far too of an experience.
자, 근데 미드의 초반에 유틸만 좀 뿌려놓고 5명이다 앱스 쪽으로 가죠. 삐로시. 오, 타임아웃 걸고 그 다음 라운드 풀바이 삐로시.
Usually gets the info, gets out.
자, 매지. 롭즈.
Robs for that one
프레시뱅 좋았나요? 스모크 좋았고요. 와, 막히는데?
How dare you come to my site, he says. No trade elated. Hold on from Robs, still on the short side from the bench. Apex.
아, 너무 자신감 넘쳤나?
Okay, well that was attack pause into.
이러다 전반 5대7 되면 안 돼요. 점수 더 따야 돼요.
Direct approach there. I imagine they're hoping to catch them while they're investigating elsewhere on the map, but it felt like they had a decent timing. But for me, it's Apex pushing through the
매지가 아주 수비를 그냥
right, Mezzi does a great job.
유틸 잘 뿌리면서 단단하게
On the
했네요.
fact that he gets a multi-kill here, this is huge. But the info was already there that middle was light on, and then as the execute comes,
그러니까
you can believe
디폴트
it's gonna be
잘하다가
they have tried a couple of these pieces
한번 이제
to be.
찔러본 거죠. 허를
It's not too
찌르는
late to get
공격
5
해본
in
것
the half-time
같은데.
break.
Yeah, that one's going to feel good. This one will feel
매지가 잘
even
맞고.
better.
You break the money with this one.
오, 빠르게 엔지니어 미드에서 잡혔고 롭즈. 와, 블리츠가 듀얼 이겼어요. 동시에 쏟아져 나오는 몽골 A에서 트레이드 싸움. 자유가 오브로 홀딩. 2대2. 잠깐 소강
He's
상태로.
looking for blitz, who he knows was towards middle, and
Missed him.
매지 이거 발소리 들리는 거
He's heard him.
a lot.
He's heard him.
들은 거 같죠?
If Zawi goes B, the bomb's still towards A. Does Mezzi go through spawn?
그래서 자유가 딱
Now Senzu has to go A.
Yeah. Will Zawu even consider the fact that Senzu was on the other side of the map
그래서
from his
둘이 같이
teammate?
움직였을 것 같아서 B를 클리어링하는 시티지만 사실 테러는 혼자 따로 돌고 있었고 센주가 폭탄 들고 A로 왔습니다.
Really important time off the clock. So he has no idea if a player is close.
센주의
Still likely to get the
1v2.
bomb down. If the fact he's made some sound cues, jumping around, nobody's peeked him just yet. He will just plan.
좀 섀도우 복싱 하고 있죠. 네. 인포가 없어가지고
That's critical time for the rotation to come through.
now, isn't he?
드디어 설치했는데 이제 CT 눈치 까고 사이트 근처에 가까워요.
Can't seem to mantle on top of that box. There we
양각이고요.
go.
한 명 정글, 한 명
From
램프.
ramp. It's Zawu, and I'm sure he's going to clear this. Oh, hang on.
자,
Gets the
인포
info
알고
safely.
매지가 등 뒤에서 쳐주죠. 팀 플레이하면서 야, 은근히 점수 이거 4대7? 은근히 점수 차이는 안 나네.
Closing this gap to a more competitive scoreline. It was running away
쫓아와요.
from
전반
Vitality,
마지막
but it's a
라운드
little bit of a
남겨두고 있습니다,
resurrection
이제.
of hope.
Yeah, and I said broke the money, right? They're all far away from what would be a full buy as a team, but it
드롭스
could still be very
죄송합니다.
threatening for the
오,
Mongols here for the final
쉣.
round of the first half. They got the
키는 걸
bomb down to the
깜빡했네.
extra 600 bonus with the loss bonus that's built up to this point. So it's still going to be at least 1 AK, and I can see 2 have been equipped so far.
지금 켰어요. 알려주셔서
A
감사합니다.
little for Blitz, a Macdown for Techno, and Mazinho will be hedging in finally with a Deagle. The
네이버
util is
페이
there, and it looks to be
5,000원
direct
꼭
again.
당첨되시길
It didn't work.
바라고요.
Maybe A is the solution.
그래서 전반전 마지막 라운드는 A 익스큐션
Everybody has head armor.
정석적인 텍스트북 어택
Struggle to just
네,
break
유틸
through
라인업
the
까면서
immediate headshot.
Yeah, plus their A defense. The
들어옵니다.
Flames.
섀도우의 프렌지
Here's one above him. Apex removes it. Lovely
파이어박스의
team play so far from
에이펙스
these two. Look at them work. Beautiful
5대7
in unison. Apex, a big part
뭔가
to play in
초반에
that
몽골즈가
fifth
기분
round.
되게
Vitality with
좋게
five to work with his
잘하는 것
results.
같았는데
Mongol 7.
초크당했어요.
Towards the B apartments with
자, 후반전 피스톨 라운드 들어왔습니다. 5대7 바이탈리티의 선택은 에이펙스 혼자 럴킹하고 4명이서 A 공격인가요?
For the double pump fake.
정글 스모크 쳤는데
9-10 Mazinho say nothing. Then Apex starts flashing B.
근데 갑자기
And ideally the Mongols
페이크에 페이크를 넣고
There's no steps.
Mazinho still looking ramp.
갑자기 램프를 찌른 매지
Down 9-10. What have you got? Good tap.
점프 헤드샷이요.
Senzu stabilizing. Can't control it.
아무튼
but
트레이드
Blitz saves
되고
him.
설치됐고요. 2대3
Shot Blitz removing Ross.
자요가 티켓을 이깁니다. 2v2
Does manage to make a round out of this. It's going to be a tough one. 180 degrees. Doesn't fight the first.
등 뒤에서 테크노 에이펙스 1v2
Apex in the clutch. What's he got? Techno
양각.
shot. He's getting overrun.
에임 돌아가는
Massive
거 봐.
output from Blitz in the pistol.
왼쪽 쏠까 오른쪽 쏠까.
Yeah, and trying to be so tricky with a fake on a pistol, right? It's
그래서
definitely something you
설치는
can
했어요.
see, but with so much util, right? When you see two smokes and
도리도리
flashes onto
샷.
the A site on a pistol, and you think, okay,
해체되고.
unless all they're doing right now is opening the avenue for the potential mid crawl, you get teams who come through the underpass and then pop behind it and
피스톨을
they pop through. But
몽골즈가
this was
땄어요.
a full A fake, then the B play with light util. The fact that Techno's on the balcony towards B and no steps are coming, that is why the fake is quite limp, right? If there was nobody in the side,
몽골즈가 페이크 잘 안 속았네.
he's
A에서
on
뭐
the
잘
balcony, he's not hearing any steps, not hearing any progression. He calls
밑에
the
그
util
도와주는 팀원들이
short.
있었고
They even lose that first fight. So
그래도
another opening kill
설치가
for
됐기
Vitality
때문에
doesn't go their way, but
바이탈리티
bomb goes down,
원코인
kills it there,
남아있습니다.
force by coming
포스바이아죠.
through. Three
갈릴
kills,
3개
Tech9 and a Deagle.
핵구 디글
Yeah, Blitz welcomes an early engagement here.
블리츠 미드 푸시 나왔어요.
Just walking straight up into the belly of the beast, puts a bullet into the head.
자,
of
1킬
one.
트레이드.
Removes another.
센주가 살짝
Senzu empty hand.
1킬 트레이드.
He's done an awful lot there with the Galil.
미드에서
Good
초반에
shooting.
5명 서로 교환.
Versus 3. Robs
3대2.
forced to respect the incendiary.
Well, these are the extremity players remaining. So nameplate Counter-Strike Vitality says Mazinho should be somewhere towards A, Techno should be somewhere towards B. They can reset as Rops goes out as a probe. Is there the gap for them to waltz into? Rob's always very diligent with his angles, isn't in a rush, and you would expect the CTs have one or two options. They either park the bus, they wait, they can
아이고
group up and go for some re-aggress. Now they're backing their individual ability right now, and that's the Mongols 101.
이쪽으로 가나요?
Creeping up short now with the bomb. Apex and Mezzi partnered up.
둘이서
He's
숏
not going to
건너서
be spotting for their cross.
And both worried about the potential window slip, so tricky business, at least on the mines.
B에는 테크노가 M4를 들고
Taking his
혼자
chance.
수비 얼마나 할 수 있을지. 오,
Peeks on in. Spots out.
벤치에 있는 거 알아요? 몰리 날라와요. 불 끄는데 어우 체력 38.
Down to 38. They advance.
엠지니오 뛰어오고 있는데
Brought down
잡혔네요.
comfortably. Robs will
1대3.
find the rifle in the smoke. It's Mazinho with a nade that might find Apex.
플랜트가 되고
He's in trouble now, isn't he? Vitality quick to return.
자
Second round
하나.
conversion in the absence of the pistol.
이때
That will
클러치.
go nicely. Mazinho to deny. They're stacked up. This is winnable. Has Robs got it in? He certainly has. Denies the Mazinho.
롭즈가 저를 이기면서
Couple of clumsy moments there, wasn't it?
라운드
From both
승리.
sides. Techno under so much pressure. When he's throwing that smoke, he's actually in the open. And then there towards the tail end. Mezzi, he's done such a great job. He's had some really important kills so far. And this round is no exception.
그거 레전드죠.
Yeah, like it feels like a clumsy peeking towards
Yeah.
window. Maybe thought his teammates were going to swing with him. But that was the way back in.
무진io 잘했는데 까비.
And another 1v3 attempt that doesn't go the way of the Mongols. Blitzers tried Mazinho as well, and now it's
아쉬워하는
forced
테크노.
by back the other way, and we're direct into what should be an A execute.
CT 포스바이
Right tucked up, close.
에이, 빨라요.
Weapon for the job.
엑시큐트.
Here's him coming. Missed shot from the
Deagle
Deagle.
로트레이드.
Gets no output. 9-10.
Whoa, 9-10 Deagle.
He got two there. Need to bring him down. Vitality 2. It's Rops that contribute. Blitz going aggressive. Not the weapon.
이러면
To be dropping out,
스모크 쳐져
salvaging the
있고
chaos.
잘 들어옵니다. 연막에서 몰래
He
한번
has managed to catch that
아쉽고요.
player transitioning to plant the bomb. Just delays the inevitable, doesn't it?
센주 디글 1대3 가는
goes 1v2.
클러치
Another one of
가는
these, Chad.
And they should be able to plan open side. They know where he was. They smoked him
돌아와요.
off.
정글로
Yeah,
왔어요.
I don't see how he wins this.
Yeah, it's none other than Robson Zaiwu. Unspoken synergy between these two. Like that.
Hey, Zaiwu.
자 7대8 한 점 차 경기.
And that one right there should spell a game tied up at 8-8 because the Mongols will now have to take the eco.
네, 그리고 몽골즈 이코 해야
You see
되니까
the thought process for Blitz in that
8대8
situation because
동점까지
9-10
거의
picks up a bit of a fast with the double
가는
dig
느낌.
from triple box right here. He's thinking, okay, well, I want to try and capitalize on the chaos, but he's a little bit too late for it, and he doesn't have any other teammates who can also run through the smokes. So instead, he just drops into his demise, hoping to catch a bit of a timing, but that's not going to be the case. So riding the ship right now are Vitality. And we'll really just have to be talking about what will the approach be on that first rifle round. When you reflect on what Mongols were getting up to, they win the T-side pistol, their anti-ecos are both very B-centric, and then they're doing these walks through Palace with 3.
프렌지 맥튼 들고 슬금슬금 들어오다가 아 진호 아깝고 USP로 하나. 네 본대 제우스 창문에서 야 성공. 아 총 줬는데 바로 룩즈가 트레이드.
Smashes him.
와 야야야 디글 센트.
Oh, gets two. Immediate deletion. Apex takes a warning shot.
AK 먹었어요.
To his hip, a 1v3 for Vitality's captain, Senzu's Deagle, puts them in it to win it, and they'll convert it.
Wow, Senzu.
Mongolian Desert Eagle.
Wow. Okay.
Holy shit.
How does that one get away from them there?
A second from Senzu. Lovely sequence. We get to see this one again if we're lucky. Starts with Zeus, no less.
Then he gets stomped on, and then he just waltzes around the corner. The second is, that is beautiful onto Mezzi. Great shooting. Well, both teams have had one of those rounds in a way. You go back to round number 5 where Zaiwu had the surprise AWP and it was a lot of investment around there and they snatched that off. That was essentially an eco for the Mongols. So both have had
Vitality
one and we're meant to be tied up right now. Vitality only kicking themselves because look at their finances now.
Yeah, it's ugly.
때로 돈 없어요.
Against everything. The AWP.
디글 2개 들고 있어요.
AK-47. Senzu managed to scavenge away.
9-10은
get easier for 9-10 as an opening kill goes.
이지 오프닝 킬.
Peeks into the AWP posted stairs.
What?
That's a nice one back. Zaiwu into the connector, catches him.
4대4. 커넥터에서 9-10 잡히니까 CT들이 A 쪽으로 좀 구멍을 메꾸러 옵니다.
CT side is completely evacuated, or they were. Techno was moving away. It wouldn't have been a great call considering he has that
바이탈리티는 시간을 좀 천천히 쓰고요. 그래서 CT가 램프 인포 따로 클리어하러 나갔는데
He's surely a dead man too. To Deagle, bullets to the belly.
디글에 죽을 뻔.
And Zinho 10 HP.
Oh, if he goes for a timing, you have to let your connector players go first.
Yeah,
Apex cannot go first.
이거는 커넥터 오는 거 기다린 다음에 램프 쪽 싸먹어야죠. 에이펙스 기다렸다가 근데 몽골즈 등뒤가
Oh, saved by Mezzi.
그리고
lucky to be alive there.
일단 블리츠가 램프에 있어요. 폭탄 확보했어요.
25 and counting. Rotations hell. This is really
야 로테이션 잘 끊었네. 그리고 플래시 넣어주고 매지가 피킹해서 팀 플레이 미쳤고 15초 남았는데 테크노가 막을 수 있나요? 정글 위치 알아요. 이러면 안전하게 설치할 수 있고 AK로 바꿔가지고 티켓으로 킷이랑 플래시 있습니다. 1대2 시도를 할지. 네 들어가네요. 트라이 하네요. 오우 쉣 자유 트리플 킬 매지 더블 킬 둘이서 5명.
With their powers combined, 5 kills in an 8th round, closing that gap further and forcing out a timeout.
And that's the tenacity that you want to see. That's the type of fight you want to see from World number 1. The Kings are counter-strike at the moment. Sure, wavering to start off the season, but right now battling back in a difficult round like this. The bomb down on the ramp, that flash was the only piece of utility they had coming in late. Perfectly placed.
와 마지막은 플릭샷.
How do they even have it in their hands? And we get the over-the-shoulder can't see Zaiwu finish it off.
왼쪽 벽에 점프하는 거
As that
낚아챘네.
energy will be required, the leader of men making
잘
it known.
썼네. 와 자항.
Look at this purchase.
감사합니다.
They're going all in. Back and forth of the finances early.
자유는 밥 먹듯이 하는 샷.
making this decision.
최근에 조금 굵긴 했는데 맞는 말이긴 하죠. 네.
to have the AWP in his hands.
밥 먹듯이. 네, 밥 먹듯이.
A glass cannon on Senzu.
자황을 의심하면 안 되죠. 그래도. 오! 910이 아니라 센주가 오비네요. 스폰이 빨라서
Apex got a lot of room there. No resistance, no U-turn.
올려주고. 오, 세컨 오. 센주. 910, 아니, 몽골즈는 이게 되거든요. 이제 910, 센주 둘 다 더블 잘
Doesn't look
싸가지고
like Messi's going to be starting any
더블업도
deeper
들고
towards the
그러는데
apartments, which is where Senzu's elected to take the AWP.
He doesn't have the deep line to catch Messi transitioning on the stairs. He's just hoping someone comes and has a glance. Now, oh, okay, a little bit late to it. At least his information does free his teammates up to be on high alert.
몽골즈 돈 터져 있는 상태라서 샀는데
short from 910.
중요한 라운드.
Does look
이대로
like
나오는
they want to try the
바이탈리티.
B split.
제가 맥튼 들고 캣 밀고 있고요.
Where the glass cannon resides.
와, 지금 컨스모크에서 스팸 날라왔는데 데미지가
Eagle, what have you got? 910 from combination. Everyone wins their duel. Apex the exception. Standing strong. 910's Deagle breaks another neck. Rob's going down. Apex is in trouble.
700원짜리 디글이면 되는데 미친 3킬 했어요. 910
B with 3.
Oh, what a back and forth of rounds that we've seen. Right there, Senzu's orb also is able to take down Messi. They're definitely not expecting that. But this last spree of rounds, the last three have been absolutely wild.
How has he done that?
Yeah, both teams with imperfect buys are the ones able to convert those rounds. It's the eco into the force back, and then, well, the force that you see unfold. Again, the Deagles have been on point and instrumental on this CT side so far for the Mongols. Senzu's and now 910's both lighting them up. The force by wars will continue.
이코스티를 진짜 잘합니다. 디글을 너무 세게 잘 써서 그런 것 같아. 이코스티.
Yeah, and
권총
very light on
맛집이네.
you too. It's just a top cat smoke to start, and then you have one molly, one flash, one smoke.
이거 바이탈리티가 동점 되려고 하면은 이코스티. 이거 2번 터졌어요. 자, 왜 히어로의 K?
It's Flames and Messi, this little Tech-9 pairing, going to try and work on Con. Drops through under.
이대 5명.
Ticket.
Yeah, that's going to limit their
910
connection
티켓이
progression
올라가서
to
미드를 잽니다.
And one smoke is all Messi has.
헤러가 유틸이 스모크 하나, 몰리 하나.
Not giving over anything. You can just see the restraint on the setup from the Mongols, knowing that the money is in a tough spot. So the amount of rifles are extremely limited. You want to play the anti-force setup in case of any pops. You don't want to give away a bozo death. You want to make sure that you can play off of each other, and you can just see how these setups are connected. Now they are giving over middle, where the late piece of Rops will activate. Now back over towards round with the bomb. Congregation of 3. There's that smoke.
미드 둘, 램프 셋, A 스플릿.
They walk through it.
Yeah, they are.
엔트리 하는데요. 체크 하나.
910 still on ticket. They heard that orb fire.
와, 이게 뭐지?
910 still on ticket. They heard that orb fire.
3대4에서 와, 이게 뭐지? 무슨 일이죠?
Is just forced by out the remainder of this half. Right, and at the moment, when we're talking the high end of 2.2 and the low end of 1.9, that's a really rough buy. Next round, you get the 2.4.
몽골즈가 수비했겠지.
AKs, depending on the utility that is going to be required.
몽골즈가 수비했겠죠. 상대
through sheer will, determination, and some great digs, have been able to put themselves in the driver's seat again. It was such a strong start for them. They were up 7-1 in the first half. It's been the battle back. They got the pistol, they lost the force, they win the eco.
몽골즈 더블로 윗게.
Oh no, they did go
센주와
all in.
910.
Okay, I thought they were just light chipping in. This is it. So Vitality are
바이탈리티
looking to force
피스톨
out
들고
the
뛰어야
game.
돼요.
Yeah.
OK 비로시.
Double orbs though. Yeah. I don't
상대는
know about this.
센주.
Be susceptible to a flashbang. Has to be well placed.
미스?
Jiggle bait. That's problematic. Okay, one and done. Zywoo sits him down. Good drop. Techno's not ready. Crosshair in flames.
910 있어요.
But 910 doesn't get to pick up the weapon. Now awkward to get the
뭔가
down. Hang on
이상하다.
a second. 910 brought low. A bullet
상대는
found his head.
롭즈자유.
Senior behind the smoke on market. Can't
뭔가 이상하다. 더블.
running him down. 2-on-2 and plenty of time to plant.
설치 걸었어.
But no
디글.
cover.
와.
Senior just runs at him.
The bravery.
우리는 이
It's
코스티를 안
wild, isn't
당한다.
it? Because his connection is
잘 막았네요.
Blitz, who's coming
12점
behind
도착,
through
빠르게.
B-Apps. He dies. It's a 1v2 for Blitz. They're not even playing off of each other. Just the bravery there. And as mentioned, they just have to force out the game.
Yeah,
이상할 뻔했는데 좋습니다.
Great shot from Zywoo.
Yeah, that looked ridiculous.
첫 번째 맵 포인트.
Zinho push. Look at him.
12점 도착하는 몽골.
Ill-advised. Must have assumed that they were both going to be grouped up.
They've dropped an AK to Zywoo right now. I think it's Flamesy.
본인들이 픽하면 미라지 끝낼 수 있는 찬스. 상대는 AK 하나, 히어로 AK 그리고 엑스큐션 빠르게 이틀 까면서 쐈어요. 2명 나갔어요. 트레이드.
Vitality are falling. Only Zywoo and his AK can save them. Robson Mezzi alongside from the back. Rob drops in.
살았어.
Find him. All the bullets expended. Spamming away in the
더블 킬.
Secure it for the Mongols.
노스코프로 또 마지막 킬하면서 몽골즈가 바이탈리티 상대로 미라지를 땁니다. 자, 좋습니다. 이번에는 바이탈리티가 픽한 고스트2 승률 8승 1패 100%. 몽골즈가 2대 또 끌릴 수 있을지 아니면 상박 저번에 만났을 때는 이제 인페르노에서 져가지고 맵을 더스트2로 바꿨어요. 롭즈의 오프닝 킬로 시작합니다.
Yeah, that's actually a dream when the call was to start and see what you find on long.
A롱 처음 교전을 그냥 롭즈가
opening kill and actually
오프닝 킬 따버렸네요.
this very well on his aggress. He's
자, 근데 터널로 CT 푸시하고 있죠. 롭
start their progressions lower.
Robs might catch this.
Oh, actually, you're right. His back is turned.
롭즈가 뒤에 있었구나.
Oh dear, Robs from one end of the map to another. Nice catch from Techno. He sticks around, gets stubborn in the tons. Robs has managed to close the gap, so we'll be flanking as they accelerate into A.
근데 A숏을 뜁니다.
Good tracking, yeah, taps the head of Flames. Bomb's got to get out of there. Mezzi's been called back.
자, 그럼 또 B로 돌려.
Apex trying to lead the pack to
돌리고.
least resistance. Bomb gets across. That's a big win. Mazinho is on a race now.
빠르게 도착.
Robs doesn't want to lose his life. Throws out the door smoke.
봤어요 서로.
Mazinho dropping into the
패시
side.
매기고.
Loses vision. Blitz trying to lend a hand. He's just disconnected from the fight behind the smoke. Good tap from Mazinho.
근데 플래시 맞고.
And they're running him down.
롭즈가 에이스인가요?
Well, you wondered where Mr. Cool was. He's right here with an ace.
And that is his third ace of EWC so far, coming on a pistol round that was touch and go. Rob's actually copped a goosh. I think it was from Techno's dual Berettas in that upper tunnel skirmish when he was all the way in backyard. We'll catch that again. So here's the opener towards long. Hold up, that's a back turn, freebie. Then he gets gooshed, able to come in late. I'm thinking he's going to swing here so Mezzi can trade, but he's the one valuing the life. The dual Berettas in hand, and he's going to put that one in his back pocket. A statement piece for Mr. Cool.
Yeah, Mr. Cool, 로빈 쿨.
Oh, they missed the mid-door smoke.
Not a fantastic start to run with.
주인이 되려면 이 정도는 해야 된다.
No, and especially if you keep doing the strat anyway.
Yeah, you should re-smoke that. Let's try again, shall we, guys? You cannot
go middle. 자, 에이펙스 선수
when there's scouts
앉았다가 던져야죠. 네. 갖다 대고 앉아서 던지면은
This one looks good.
네, 딱 올라타면서 이쁘게 깔립니다.
Smoke break at the same time, a little bit of damage onto Robs' face lower time.
몽골즈가 포스바이 해가지고 더블 스카웃.
Doesn't get what he was looking for.
센주나이트 스카웃 두 개. 아니 근데 그 라인업 영상도 프로들이 던지는 장면을 모아놓은 거라 자기들이 깐 거예요.
If they mid to B split, this is so potent. This is a round win.
미드 투비. 오, 오는 길에 파마스 헤드샷 5-7 하나.
However, is a dead man walking, isn't he?
잘 떴네요.
Scouting. So the round is looking pretty safe now.
피해를 좀 주네요. 총 하나 먹고 튈 수 있나? 아, 맥텔 맛없고 갈래. 오케이.
Just like that.
Okay, well hold on to that Galil. Have the scout to work with the 910. You can drop the deagle, and you're good in the hood to have something threatening going into the next. You'd love to find a pistol upgrade as well. Okay, so that's great. Oh, he might go down here in lower tunnels. And removes 2 more threats. Right, that 5-7 would have been dropped. He would have kept the scout. So now it's just going to be Blitz to drop his pistol and to hold on to this Galil if he can. Looks pretty good with the bomb almost gone.
네, 여기서 이제 섣불리 뭐 3대0이라고 말할 수 없는 게 이제 몽골즈가 이코스티를 하도 해대가지고 혹시 또 뭐 갈 일도 있겠다. 딕을 사가지고 빵빵 쏠지.
So very well handled from Vitality, and I love the fact that they missed the mid door smoke. They go, let's just throw another one. It'll be all good, and they get away with how they wanted to approach that round after all. Now, the desk discussing last time these two teams played Dust 2 was back at the major, and it was a bit of a shellacking that the Mongols copped.
Tricky.
Last time around they started on the T side, however, so they are trying to have some learnings, this time opting to start on the defense.
Premium long spawn for Robs.
Oh, okay. Alex, this is interesting. They've invested in a M4 and dropped the Galil, so this might trip up Vitality.
Completely flattened.
이러면 너무 잘 샀죠. M4.
Double kill straight out of the gates.
미드 푸시하고.
This is so frustrating for Vitality to have have that type of a play,
이
it feels like you're up
깜짝바이
against a pub
놀라가지고
with that
그냥
type of a
푸시해가지고
maneuver.
와 블리츠.
And now Zywoo finds himself crouch and tap, spamming away
총잘
at the
쏘는
door.
24살 이
Senzu's open for a
게임이다.
gift on his dig.
이번 대 레이팅 1.5.
Oof, thrown off kilter by the blitz aggression. And Techno's already done so much work, calling lower clear. Senzu spots out Flames' push.
Look at Blitz's.
Oh, wow, they can't avoid these
오늘
Eagles, man.
바이탈리티 몽골한테 이 코스틸 위기 엄청.
For the start of the round. Will it spread?
Yes, it will. Let's. Oh, we get the.
유틸 데미지는 많이 줬네요.
Rob cycle to his nade. Does it have any impact?
오, 롭주자요 이걸 게임을 뒤집.
He goes down,
아직
but 9-10 doesn't.
자요 혼자.
Okay, Zywoo in that clutch, so he knows where one of the two are. Techno last seen lower. 9-10 actually falling back out along.
He'll get the plan.
AK를 든 체력 50의 자유가 1대1 클러치를 해낼 수 있을지.
If you're worried about them close, likely to see him drop this smoke. Actually uses the block short, so is being respected.
스모크까지
And now
숏
this
가릴 수
becomes a
있는 건
whole lot
좋네요.
tougher.
Yeah, flash and go.
플래시 까면서
Zywoo gets that info, informs his
듀얼
decision.
아하 테크노 잡아주면서 리테이크.
Delivers in the denial of the Zywoo clutch, and Mongols will start strong. I can't believe that's the round that they break their silence.
And Blitz keeping up that really, really tough
오늘
form,
이
isn't he?
코스트의 세 번째인가?
Charging up mid with an
네 번째인가?
M4. It's crazy to get away with that, but he's not expecting an
미라지
AWP on the other side of the server,
몽골.
so nobody's suicide to really patrol this. And this is
물론
honestly
이제
crazy. So
M4
he's got hero
깜짝바이가
M4
있었죠.
after saving the Galil. He's dropped that to somebody else.
딜을
Charges
터지고.
up, gets a double. Apex and Mezzi going to be frustrated as all hell. There's Techno being a nuisance, and then Zywoo gives it a good go. The fact he gets the bomb down allows Apex to call them back in. Could even take a timeout in this situation. But it doesn't look like they need the help of Xtaz right now.
기분 좋게 출발하려다가 한 대
Because
맞았습니다.
now his team sitting pretty with a strong old buy.
CT 따비랑 너무 잘 샀고요.
Potentially, Alex.
Yeah, looks like that's what
Yeah, they're going to pop.
헤로는 라이플 하나 못 썼습니다. 자 에이롱
the
꼴찌.
flashes, and they concede the space. Blitz immediately turns tail, not interested.
롭즈 혼자 터널 넓킹 에이롱
Of
4명.
course they fight.
West goes without saying. Zywoo's going to be parked in the pit.
핏에
Ooh,
자유.
9-10 trying to get across the car.
Yeah,
나인텐은
Zywoo
카로
with an
포지션.
opportunity there.
Mezzi has a molly for this position, but right now, if you can get long
핏에
control,
자유
you know that the CTs have
박아두고
certain
미드로
options
나가나요?
available. They need to make sure they have some real estate. You can't really play just on A. So 9-10 has bought them a bit of room that Vitality aren't going to be too awares of. So you're going to expect them to either push up a tunnels,
131,
which Rops is
테러.
currently patrolling for, or clear out middle
CT도
as a unit
완전히
that'll be
쫙
through the doors
펼쳐서
as well as
5명.
short. But really,
디폴트.
9-10's position has allowed the Mongols to stay in a setup that they feel
살짝
comfortable.
긁혔어요.
Nade, slightly shy of the mark, still does some chip damage onto 2. The reroute with the mid-door smoke through the
근데
guts.
CT가 뭐 AK도
That's
주겠어.
possible.
Oh, he's lucky to have gotten away with that. Zywoo dips.
자 그러면 자유 에이롱 먹었던 거 그냥 이제 본대 붙습니다. 미드
Hang on. Messi from Senzu. Support gets nothing. Virginia tried to lend a hand. Lasers
밥상을
life on the
차렸어 저게
line.
뭐야?
And that
슛
should
써?
be a dead man. 9-10 gets
Whoa.
away with 8 HP
나인텐
and actually
딸피로
throws out the
불
molly
질러서
before he
자유 잡고.
falls. Senzu still gets a second there.
No Techno has to be here.
Yeah, Apex is opus.
Apex?
Shot onto Blitz, but this
트레이드?
is the one you've got to get past.
롭즈 혼자입니다.
Techno.
1대2.
Problematic. Robs 9-1. We saw him in the ace on the pistol. Now walking into the side. Techno's
테크노가.
not ready. No immediate trade. Bomb awkward.
So
9-10 low. 9-8. He's got the
윈도우에서
movement. 9-10
폭탄
not gonna be able to
먹고
deny this retrieval.
4초. 이러면
Just
1대1로
in
가요.
time.
체력
How is
8밖에
the North
없어요.
supposed to win this one?
할 수 있나요?
Up against Robs.
이글을
That's
들었어요.
a good deagle bullet, a good timing. Maybe he's got a shot after all. 9-10 slipping through the window. Rob's looking at the doors. He has no idea. Just can't hit his
할 수
shot.
있었던 것 같은데
Rob
빗나갔네.
stretches up.
아쉽습니다. 롭즈의
His
클러치.
impact being felt.
야 이거 니코 아니야?
4 rounds of play, a pistol round ace,
맛있겠다.
one of the most
볶음밥
influential
먹네.
rounds of the game, as well as a big clutch and a pressure moment. As we're eating
여러분도
good today,
맛있는
the
거
semi-finals
챙겨서 먹으면서
underway.
보세요.
And Techno, the reason he's expecting
롭즈의
upper
클러치.
tunnels, you've got Robs as one of the extremity players, so he also heard the jump in upper tunnels previously. The reroute though, because they were down in numbers. Tactical timeout called. Frustrating for 9-10, but so tough for him to win. You highlighted it very well.
맞출
How
수
is the
있었는데 오늘
all on low
그렇게
HP
딕을
meant to
잘
win a round
쐈는데
like that?
하필 이 순간 빗나가서 화날
They
것
are going to
같고요.
force.
포스?
Can get out another
몽골즈 탈마
AWP.
부르고 감사합니다. 910
What
AWP
complements it? An M4
맞춰서
without a
MP9
blitz sends
두
it
개.
into a FAMAS. So far, mid to B has been quite a prevalent approach within the early stages. Sure, it was just a force, and now they were
엔지니어
somewhat forced into
UT를
it.
사고 본인은
Either way,
권총.
they've been able to find success there. So I would post it to make sure nobody can get lower. Your peers out short.
Scaling, yeah, 910 is very
Wooly?
trapped. He's a dead
Sultan?
man. He is dead.
살아있나요?
He's still alive for a moment longer. Flames.
야,
want to secure
로터널에서
it.
이렇게
It's a massive opening scout, right? That's the
푸시 나온
AWP
오퍼를
that invested
이렇게
to unravel the
잡네.
default,
Yeah,
and he
right.
goes down immediately. So now you're working
역시
with
맥텐든
hittances.
플레인지는 다르다.
Second wave of this short fight.
Okay, Flames is already at half health. Messi joins him.
숏
gonna flash.
CT
They're just
수비
gonna
2명
walk. Zaru's got
센데
his hand.
더블
Okay, Blitz, how do you turn that? And return to a
트레이드
second. Not
내면서
gonna happen.
I don't even know if you want to save these. Give these a look if you can, and Senzu finds something, but
늦었어.
all the health that he gives over for that
AK
fight.
먹나?
The one will be late through long. They know that Senzu's mid doors. They know that Techno's the B
GT
holder. So
스모크
right now
치고.
it's just about making sure there is no way they can delay this
그럼 이제
plan.
A롱에 있는
Now, Apex worried about
폭탄을
somebody
들고
tucked in
오시죠.
towards
CT
long, but we'll
스모크
be able to get it for
치고
free.
안
Zamu is
보이겠고.
going to get the
근데
doors
뒤에
in time.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
he's not.
Techno's going to hit it and now can swing. Hang on a second. This becomes a little more winnable, especially one more shot from
장거리선.
Techno. Ooh, doesn't hit it.
이러면
Should be the save right now from Senzu.
센주가 땀 먹고
A little bit
세이브.
of hope, but only for a moment.
Yeah, you could see they're just chips in the night. Apex and Zai were making sure that they were going to plug that gap, but Techno not letting go of W just catches him on the timing there. So 4-1. Dominant start from Vitality on their map choice. Nuke in the third
기다릴 걸
side. You
그랬나?
can see it top left of your
네.
screen if we need to get there. And Senzu looking for anything extra to take into the next round with the AWP. They'll be able to pick that up for Zai. Mezzi will drop that over to the superstar. But it's all Rob's at the moment in the conversation.
그래도 뭐 바이탈이 본인들 픽네. 역시 또 전승의 도투. 플레임지.
Flamesy making a lot of
이번에 4대1
space.
출발.
Both players having to turn the flash. Good trade work, simple stuff. Now they have already lost an
미라지
eco
진짜
so far
잘했어요.
in this series Vitality.
이겼습니다.
It was that pesky Zeus back on Mirage in the hands of Techno.
돈이 없는
Juggling
몽골
their investments.
세이브한 딱 하나.
Senzu will get to use the AWP.
센주의 히어로 에드루피.
Early intentions towards long for the CT side.
푸시
Senzu not
나가는데
playing scared.
또 로턴을 해서
With that
프렌지.
AWP, could have had the same fate as 910 if he's not careful.
Yeah, interesting that they tried the same approach with the opener, so clearly part of that game plan.
저번 라운드랑 뭐가 방금 비슷했어요.
And now they know where the AWP is.
와 맥텐
So sounds off.
플레이지.
Forms Apex to find the finish, or at least the next move.
오버워치 하나?
Beast mode lobbed in.
Bounces off 910's head. Does that give him something extra to work with? Senzu,
와
yes,
쐈어요.
profits.
Now go away fast.
You know where the AWP is. Unable to accelerate. The short smoke still up. Doesn't want to commit in.
It's just faded now.
Yeah, they're not to know.
자우
In the doors.
센주
Looking for trouble. Zai was ready for him.
싸움을 자우가
Okay,
이겼는데
hot potato.
나인텐이
910
또
still has
있거든요.
it. Oh, anticipates that.
와, 얼른 봐, 씨.
God, that's not far off.
플래시
Run on
맥이고
down. The orb
잡네요.
now once again lies idle. Flames makes it so. Just Techno on B.
연막샷
He
보소.
catches another one. Just progressing. Blitz down through the smoke. It's not looking good for Techno.
디글든 혼자 오
That's a nice start, but traded out.
Yeah. You can't
Zayu
really give him
AWP
anything,
double
can you, with those Deagles in
Flames
hand?
double
Saving
kick.
pieces of Mirage. Senzo at 9-10. Isn't the great proficiency. Techno putting his name in the window, but only one for him. Remember, that was just a saved AWP and
오늘
some light
몽골즈
upgrades, so
딕을
the guns will now
환장하겠네요,
come
그죠?
out.
진짜 잘 쏘겠네.
We had Vitality battle back in the first half of the first map.
바이탈은
I'm sure the
2코
Mongols are hoping to
분명히
do the
3대
same.
2코 라운드인데
Some good space being
막
taken from
불편할 것
Flames. He
같아요.
hasn't had the
마음이 편하지 않을 것
best
같아요.
start to the second half of the year. He's been rough around the edges. Definitely questions about his performances.
리사이드 부스트로 처음에 쬐고요.
Long pressure has been applied here. They've got an extinguished smoke and a corner smoke. 910's AWP does get this tunnel's control, but Rops is playing on the right side. He might go unprepared for that.
디폴트로 천천히
Maybe
시작.
gravitate back towards middle. Are they going to boost over towards CT? It looks like it. So this will help this mid to B.
Yeah, but as you highlighted, Robs' early
910's
cross.
dead, mate.
롭즈
Surely Robs is going to yeah, that's what
대기
happens.
오퍼를 피킹해서
Perfectly
헤드샷으로
timed as well.
Right now, Apex should just call them into a finish because that's the AWPA. it should right now be take short. Oh.
야, 이거 박스 안 타가지고 테크노 위치 좋네요.
They're gonna go mid to B. Okay, how many is he gonna get?
스모크
Only
치죠.
gonna have the offerings of one, mainly through the tunnels.
아니 록즈 게임 터트리는 터널의 지배자 록즈.
Enough to draw his focus. What a well-structured round that was.
And you can see they're spamming the smoke in case Techno's in it.
월드 클래스
And the fact that your
럴커.
window player was looking the wrong way, but we can see that Techno did not start on that B side. So
Just the presence of mind from Robs. 9-10 a little late to the angle.
몽골즈가 현재 세계 최강 미라지 팀이라면 바이탈티는 현재 세계 최강 버스트 팀.
They want to try and remove as many of these laps as possible. Now the bomb not even halfway gone just yet. Search party and T spawn. They're also investing into CT. So if they can get one of these,
사실 그 미라지에 비해서 지금 롭지의 엄청난 지금 버스트 투에서 지금 각성해서 왔는데 지금 화가 잔뜩 났나봐 롭지.
Looks like it's going to be telegraphed as well. Yeah, util sound steps.
자 세이브하는 적들을 사냥합니다 이제.
Trying to hold on.
총 하나 빼고.
Looks like they're going to lose at least another.
두 개 빼고.
Yeah, that's a good one. Finds Mazzinho. Blitz trying to hold on as best he can.
다 뺍니다.
Farms up some extra frags. Removes all of the weaponry from Mongols.
That's a great hunt, right? That's a fantastic hunt because even if they kept two of those, they likely have another full rifle round. You can see Mara there just. I don't know if it's dejected. I have a hard time reading Mara, but either way, he'd be a bit disappointed with how this one is unfolding. But really good hunts. Like the comms in this situation, right? It would be very high. This is clear. This is clear. Okay, swinging now. They've gone into a partial. The only round that they've won is because of a blitz hero on 4. So here's another. Can he do something again?
고대만 안 와. 와 매지
Messi denies it with a bit of a showstopper.
바로 길 열어버렸어요. 자 그래도 카에서 디글, 19 디글 안 됐네. 오 하나 잡았다 하나.
Senzu scout sweeps through the line, but tucked back in now. Our Vitality.
스카웃.
Oh, actually adjusting to Apex in that pit side. That's
Apex
답은. Oh wow!
Apex 답은 안 돼.
That's impressive, but I think that's about it.
Yeah,
센주 스카웃 선에서 컷.
Like you are, it's just feeling a little more uncomfortable than it once did.
하나 더.
Especially if he hit that one. Flames, can he solve the mystery? Looks like he has.
They don't even need the bomb. They're still in pit right now, so they are encroaching on the A side.
일단 사이트 먹으러 오는데 이러면 다시 핏으로 뛰어가서 더블
just to make sure
죽고
nothing carried through again, and there you have it. Okay, 7-1, 6-round gap.
몽골즈 타임아웃 나오네요.
Blitz is, yeah, he's only going to be working with 3.5, so that's going to limit his options.
오 월뱅.
So we saw in the early stages of this, the AWP wanting to take fights towards short, whether they were something they saw in the prep, okay, they are going to throw this certain util set, maybe trying to punish like Alcarid was when we had Heroic on the screens yesterday. Second timeout in 8 rounds. Scoreline telling the pitch up. Blitz into just
아까 미라지아에서는 이 상태에서 바이탈이 그래도 7대5를 맑게 했는데 몽골즈 과연 7대5 가능할지.
Decent amount of long spawns available between Apex and Mezzi if they wanted to go, but I think that Mezzi might be boosting Zaiwu. Let's find out. No, okay.
Seen a single Zaiwu door bang connection yet.
몽골즈에 슬슬 따라가야 되는데 타임아웃 불러봤으니까 그리고 총도 잘 쐈으니까 수비해낼지 보도록 합시다. 초반에 터널에서 출발하는 테러.
Missed it this time round.
또 스모크가?
Okay, maybe Zaiwu can catch.
위쪽에 갭이 좀 있긴 한데.
Senzu thinks twice. Seeds back to B.
어이.
Oh, there you go. That's the fight Ross is looking for. He has.
자신 있게 듀얼 걸어요. 헤드 원팀 내주마. 그래서 스모크 B 사이트 거 하나 뺍니다.
In some way of what we saw from Robs when they were taking on Maus during that Cologne semi-final. He was doing everything in his power to keep his team in it, and they weren't really functioning perfectly. Now, right now, everything is going a whole lot better than that with the scoreline 7-1. But Robs is the one continuing to find this massive output. Now, this B defense is on an island. I really don't think they have too many chances of getting this done against a full
50초
execute.
때의 바이탈 테러 터널 5명 다 모인대요.
There's a molly that Senzu could throw into tunnels to try and slow this, and Techno might have to smoke himself.
수가 로시비 도스탑 우라.
Vitality's BX sec, how good is it?
와우.
Good enough.
유틸 까면서 플래시로 확 딱
Solid
밀어버리네.
util layering. You can see the last piece being that window molly that does ward blitz away.
이게 통했네, 그죠?
Not a huge amount of cash for Zywoo, but you could send out the scouting party again to try and remove these, but you're also having your way with them, so it doesn't really seem to matter if they have guns or not.
기가 막히게
Sure, it
템을
makes it
썼죠.
slightly easier, but at this point, it's 8 rounds, T-side, Dust 2.
3명 세이브 해야 되고. 와, 8대1?
This is normally where you'll see the CT side starting to take a few more risks going into the next
이게
couple.
진짜
and
맵이 바뀌면은 분위기가 확 달라져.
Where are we going to put the AWP? Well, it's already started to
천면만
be
보고
short a couple of
이게
times. Trying to
방심하면 안
take the heads up
돼요.
fight through suicide against Zywoo. You start feeling like you have no map control because you're just getting executed on. So you're like, all right, well, let's play in through
갑자기
lower
이거 보니까
tunnels more.
리퀴드가 대단한데?
And those risks is likely what Vitality are going to be ready for at this juncture of the
최근에
game.
바이탈 상대로 연장을 3번 가던데? 오케이 노. 그건
Flames again, just
바이탈이
first man in, and this time with the opening.
제정신이 아니었던 것 같은데.
Yeah, it's feeling good.
매지 웃고 있고요. 기분 좋습니다.
Good to see this return from Vitality, though. It was starting to
다음
get a little bit
때가
worrying that in the
블라스트가
last two
영국
tournaments, they were
런던에서 하지 않나?
eliminated in
매지
semi-finals
홈이긴
in 2-0
한데.
fashions. And again, we're
영국 남자 매지.
not going to be sitting here and going, oh, they're no longer the best team in the world, right? But
와,
there's
플레임즈
question
뭐야,
marks
이런
if it
그냥.
continued to be losses.
나왔어요.
If we continue this, we'll be going to nuke with the momentum in favor of the
몽골
international
못
side.
온대요?
Oh, flash for Mazinho to go looking and cross his pit. Flames.
자, 플레임즈
Oh, he's in
연막샷
trouble. Yeah, good find from
무진유 잘
Mazinho.
썼습니다.
Flames immediately towards long, brought down.
근데 오프닝 킬 따고
You might be able to contact out mid to B because a lot of
어드밴티지
utility was
가져가는
thrown then,
거.
so you think that mid is less fortified.
Yeah, Senzu just tugged in this elevated angle.
This is being watched by two.
1년에 큰 대회 20번 정도 하고요.
Good shot.
막 짜잘한 대회 다 합치면 한 1년에 대회 700번 해요.
That trajectory does imply these tugged on the corner.
EWC 정도면 이제 1년에 하는 20개 큰 대회 중에 한 번.
Has the bomb on his back. It's Zywoo hoping to be given something, and it's just a little glance from Techno. Does that bait them in?
won't be clear.
Robs is surely going to overlook. He was clearing,
센즈
but no,
포지션.
turns away.
와, 더블 킬.
Easy as that. 4, make it 5 alive for the Mongols. Perfect.
All right, they win the opening exchange. They
저기
give them the
진짜
number
근데
advantage. They
B사이트는
understand the
윈도우보다
gap that's going to be punished
한
based off the
칸 더 나와서
information that they have thrown into
스캐폴딩에서
the
볼
server
때
to get that
은근히
opening
진짜
kill.
여기 포지션
And then that
좋더라고요.
CT smoke is starting to fade, so Robs
테러가
has
딱
to tend to
방심하기
it.
좋은 더블킬. 8대 4를 할 수 있을지. 그러나 테러가 돈이 많아서
side.
CT 더블로
We're posted up to deal with any lower tunnels pushes.
AK 3개 딱 2개. 오우 쉣.
Good work from Senzu.
체력.
Sharp eyes as well for the jump spot.
Yeah, unconfirmed damage, but still going to go a long way, isn't it? Just to be an idle nade that lands on the doorstep as Zywoo and he goes down, as they will work through this mid control. There's that nade.
오
Good
술탄 펴.
reactions. Excuse me.
체력
That one
엄청
was on the
빼요.
mark. Yeah, your teammate was blocking you. Maybe he does go down.
Mr. Apex, you're in my way.
Mid door smoke fading. Now they'll get the short control.
몽골즈의 선택은 터널로 한번 쓱 센주를 집어넣어서
throw some util.
Yeah, this is a mid to B smoke. So is this part of a fake or is there commitment behind this? Because they have short control as well.
록즈가 미드 투비 페이크 스모크를 들고 있고 A 숏으로 4명 가려고 하는데 나인텐이 피킹을
He's in the perfect timing.
미스!
Miss chance. Flames gets active. Notice. Flames breaks in. It's just blitz here. And Vitality, they're looking to pivot here. Apex.
에이펙스가 혼란스러운 틈을 타서 미드 도어를 돌파하면서 로테이션 한번 끊어보려고 하는데
He's trying to housekeep that smoke. Sends him his shot.
나인텐 센치 튄다. 미스.
The bomb's on its way
너무
to the
큰데 이거.
unguarded site. Apex. Oh, he's actually given
그래도
it to
3대 3.
them there.
Okay.
와
With
자유
this.
포지션이 등 뒤를 쏠 수 있어요. 등 뒤.
With his dismount. Did get hurt. Blitz turns to watch as he goes down. Pull of the trigger from Zywoo's sniper. Look what Mazinho's having to work with here. Just his toes does manage to connect the bullet.
It's pinned.
Trims his toenails with the AWP.
2대 2긴 해. 체력은 모르겠고.
Techno low HP, still hits his headshot. Rob's in the clutch. It's Mazinho.
이겼어요.
A reality.
Didn't feel like Apex's death there was really going to be too much of a problem considering the HP, but that was the way back into the rounds.
Oh, by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, just. And you can see Rob's expecting Mazinho to push through window.
아, 그리고 플릭샷이 자유가 쏜 게
just lingering.
몸을 맞춘 거죠. 반샷 난 거죠.
Beautiful work from him.
그럼에도 불구하고
into the side, just playing between side and door side.
Damn. Okay. Well, they're making a CT half late resurgence. Whether or not that's going to mean anything in the grand scheme remains to be seen.
I just saw double orbs invested.
야, 8대4 갈 수 있을 것
They were
같은데?
going to try something a little bit tricky. They have taken this tactical timeout, and it feels like the sensible heads have prevailed.
또 더블로.
8's great. 9 is better.
전반전 마지막 라운드로 갑니다.
Final round then. There's the tag from Saiwu through the doors. Techno pays a heavy price.
안 죽은 게 다행이네요. 진짜 양팀 오퍼 그냥.
Will obfuscate. Oh, it won't.
We've seen
자꾸
Apex land it a couple of
실수하네요.
times.
와, 살아서 다행이다.
Nearly gone down.
엉덩이.
Crouch though. Can he hit the bang just on the corner?
체력.
Yes, returns the favor.
안 죽은 게
So
다행이다.
now
진짜.
Senzu and Techno walking wonky. Flames has completed his crawl of lower. Reports no one home.
I'm surprised they've missed that like 3 or 4
저거
times.
Yeah.
거의
Uncharacteristic.
실수한 적 없는데 저게 왜 삐고
Right
날까요?
now with that low HP from the Zaiwu tag that wouldn't have been available without missing that smoke. They're on the driver's seat to grab their 9th.
Okay, well, especially with
최근에
that
뭐
low
패치한 거
HP,
있어?
Techno and Senzu having that lurk smoke thrown on B, they are so
이거 한 명이
scared.
라인업을
The Robs can
잘못
just walk
외웠구나
through this
이거.
smoke at any time.
마무튼
In the meantime, Vitality prepare themselves for that hit onto the vulnerable A site.
It did leave a
분명
decent
체력이
cache of
엄청
util in spawn for
바닥이긴
Blitz to
해요.
work with. Right, obviously going to leave to B smokes to
오 쉣. GGG 화이팅. 하나 둘 셋. GGG 화이팅.
catch a bit of a timing, but that's
방송이 끝났나요? 터졌어요. 방송이 터졌어요. 새로 고침. 아, GGG. 안녕하세요. 잠깐 좀 볼게요. 무진요, 블리츠.
Oi.
8대4 해냈습니다.
Triple kill.
A롱으로
pushing towards lower.
먼저 뛰어가고
Robs will
있고요.
get in there with dual Berettas.
야, CT 로터널로 들어왔어. 두 명.
That means you know that
진호랑
there's a push
테크노
coming.
이거 CT 푸시.
That info safely tries to bait him in. Zaiwu goes
1대2
down, but
트레이드.
Apex makes up for it.
아, 바이탈리티
Wow, the
택틱
fact he gets them
좋았네요.
both there. If not, Flames and Robs
로우
like you
토널
would have had
둘,
them.
토널 둘,
Regardless.
네 명이서
Yeah, and you'd expect
푸시해서
the direct reaction to be
두 명
taken long off
싸먹었습니다.
of this, but they're not. So they weren't in a position to do so, or at least they were, but the bomb wasn't. So they're going to comb through middle and hope they catch anybody lingering. Might be able to get up count for free if Flamesy has a bad time.
야, 5킬 10데스 자유?
He's got an opportunity for one, but gets spotted out. There's
이거
the flash,
팀이
can't
이기고
crack.
있는데 이거
Oof.
룩즈 버스 타고
Couple
있는데
more chances. 3 in the mag. Senzu puts him down.
야 3대3 됐다.
3 on 3 here. Oh my god.
방금 어떻게
Second on the
죽였나요?
Apex swing.
더블킬 뭐?
Yep. That advantage just disintegrates before our very eyes. Senzu's ready. Robs with the dual Berettas gets
피스톨 이겼습니다. 역전 가능한 후반전이 몽골즈 환하게 웃는
That clamp
우진이와
down
코치.
with 4 players towards the tunnels starts so well.
Wow, does 9-10 get to there?
Yeah, and this
와,
is all
레츠고
that short
몽골즈.
pressure. They're trying to deal with that.
베스트
It's that
플레이어
late piece at
9-10.
9-10 that just capitalizes.
진짜임.
Flames disconnected. The flashes were there to try and set this up, but the timing was just against
바로
them. And then
아래
Apex
튀어나온
runs
거
out into the
반응해서
bullet and says, please take me too.
헤드샷.
Okay, well, that if is now what they have.
Pushing up middle right now. Look at this.
바이탈 포스와의 푸시.
Apex trying to give us that
에이펙스의 스카웃 미드 푸시.
captain push we saw from Blitz.
뒤로 돌아갑니다.
Well, it's such a common thing now that CTs are aggressive on middle in these type of rounds. Obviously, we've had the change to the way Suicide and Doors works, but you want to make sure that you're diligent. You have to worry about lower damage.
패닝
You
걸로
also
하죠.
don't want to die to a player halfway out mid-ramp. sitting up towards the electric pole right here with Senzu.
저번에 막 히로익 팬도 있고 막 근데 관중 좀 채워 놓으려고 뭐 하던데.
This is the territory that once upon a Dust 2 was always the T's.
Yeah, much more of a question mark in the modern game.
Okay, so right now
나 여초딩인데 9-10 좋아한다. 오케이, 야 있네 우리 방에.
Good plays they have to facilitate Flames' long aggressions. If they could have gotten him into bedroom there, Apex has a nice flash to get him out the other side. But he gives over his life there while in search of information. And really for his troubles,
4대5 A롱으로 돌렸나요?
was defaulting out so long.
에이펙스
That's
역통수.
kind of what Mazinho does.
A롱 쳐다보나?
You're about to be a dead man.
플래시 맞고.
Spotted out and
와 이거 어떻게?
down. He does very well. 2 consecutive
아
shots.
진호야 이거 수치스러운 에이펙스한테 스카웃을 두 번
Right now, what I'm looking at is the tunnels lurk.
이걸 죽어주네.
This is the ability to make sure you remove these guns because once the bomb goes down and you don't have anybody threatening you from shore,
총배로 사냥하겠죠.
Tenno could actually
테크노
move guns away. Now, Rops has found a good.
롭즈
I was going to say
잡고
good timing if he continued to path towards T spawn, but that's not the case. And now Tenno could just keep them locked in towards B.
근데
It's the cavalry.
에이펙스가 지금 자유보다 더 잘하네. 와 자유 무슨 일인가요?
Up upper tunnels, bombs about halfway gone now. You don't want to give anything over, but you'd love to take away these upgrades. But if you know there's a scout, you know there's a pistol, it's all good. You can equip yourself.
2023년 EWC가 이제 게이머스 8이라는 대회일 때도 카스를 대회를 했었고요. 그때 바이탈리티가 우승하지 않았나? 그래서 또 사우디랑 맛있게 먹네. 먹방 잘 치네.
He's just he doesn't stop. Don't be satiated, but that smoke is meant to spill over and block mid to B. Now it's not designed as a mid to B smoke. It can be used as one,
right.
But you can spill into that smoke. You can drop into CT spawn. You can use it to get the pathing up towards A.
네, 맞아요. 전신이에요.
So there was a gap,
전신.
and then Blitz gets 3 kills because they're not expecting that position to be open. So how many more of those mistakes are we going to see? How many more?
와 블리츠 A롱 스모크 스팸 에이펙스 바로 가버리고.
Slumps back in his chair.
All right, Rops, you've been running amok so far. In lower tunnels, you've got what I would say pound for pound is the best gun in the game at the moment.
에이펙스가 계속
ever so cheap, ever so
인포 플레이 하려고 혼자 튀어나오는 거를 계속 카운터 쳐주고.
You don't know that 5 players are around that corner. What can you do?
롭즈.
Nothing.
Die.
오?
One's not bad.
Yeah, I mean that's all.
2 of them are kind of low.
I suppose
잡혔네요.
they're going to get across in time.
자 일단 그래도 B사이트 엔트리.
Oh, the nades do too much damage.
와 수류탄이랑 USP?
It's too much to
그래도
handle.
진호가 AK 스프레이로 와 글록 헤드샷으로 와 글록으로.
Oh, swaps out to the side up to save him.
Ah, keep him coming. That's 4 for the kid. Under pressure. And Apex trying to get fired up. There's not another semi-final to be as far as they go in the second half of 2025. 7 consecutive
글록으로
trophies.
바꿔서
A major win.
헤드.
And over this very team, you lost to them just a week ago. You're back in the server against them again. They're a map to the good.
잘 썼네요.
1 round away from tying this up.
Yeah, that 8-4 doesn't feel so comfortable now, does it? Okay. Senior pays a very heavy price on his early skirmish.
A롱 빠르게 들어갔다가 체력 데미지 유틸 데미지 많이 들어갑니다. 테러.
Mezzi say cheat.
바이탈리티가 이제 샀는데 답은 없고요. 오직 M소로만 한 점차 8대4에서.
Zawu and CT spawn no AWP for the A defense as the lurk smoke spills. Now, that will have to draw Mezzi closer or Zawu to either play outside the side or closer tunnels. You need to respect this.
유틸 이제 교환하고.
Their own. Still a minute just on the clock.
55초.
Flames low on HP, can't really push the long doors.
네, 체력 낮은 사람한테 무기 교환하고 진호에다 미드 투비 메지 선수 수비 포지션 앞에 튀어나왔는데
Okay, you can see what that does to Mezzi's options.
매지 과연
Yeah, Alexa just
안티
borrowed
플래시하고
inside it. Hope they run past
연막
him.
속에서 발소리를 듣습니다. 매지 더블킬.
9-10 is second challenge. He transfers comfortably, and Mzinho was
뒤집을 수
given the
있나요?
shot for that
18초
low HP.
남았는데요.
How are you going to get that bomb?
플래시.
Oh, yeah,
와,
just
납
distracted by
쐈어.
Wu push. Messi gets another. Still up for debate. Can the Mongols do it?
자,
12
10초
seconds
안에
left on the clock.
프렌즈만 죽이면
Vitality.
불꽃 더블킬.
And his name is Flames.
Oh, on that T side, he was taking a lot of space. The MAC-10, the AK, with some really important moments in the early stages there, but that one is a buzzer beater. The pressure's on.
Shit.
They need to get that bomb. It scuttles towards the doors.
마지막에 진짜 시간 없었었는데
The fact that he manages to get a third.
It's so premeditated as well, right? He was playing for that the entire round. As soon as that comes in, he tucks in the smoke, he looks to the ground, and then pops out behind them.
작선.
So they keep their lead 9-7 now.
마무리 더블킬도 좋았지만 매지 스모크 이제 더블킬 수비도
He just manages to maneuver just far enough. Two channels open up for the T's as they push through. Gets overlooked completely. And in
그래서
combination with Flames, Vitality
8대8 동점을 눈앞에서 아쉽게 저기 한 라운드 달아나는 거를 막을 수가 없었고 그렇지. 자유 AWP
I think all the casualties they took on the previous against the Eco has come back to haunt them quite quickly, though. It's a Tech-9 for Mzinho, it's a Deagle for Blitz, it's AKs for the rest. A little bit of issue as far as util being perfect. With only one player surviving for Vitality, their money is also in a tough spot. They do survive, they have the AWP, but if they lose this, the game will be split wide open.
콩나무 자유 네가 너무 무겁다. 에이펙스 이 프랑스인 두 명 이거 프랑스인 두 명 지게지고 와.
Probably going to go last tick of Molly into explode, but he's gone smoke first, which they don't want to go through the grey screen. That becomes a whole lot more difficult. If it's a Molly, at least you have some vision.
예, 여러분들 5년 전, 6년 전 자유가 이러고 다녔어요. 혼자서 4명 지게지고 다녀가지고 지금은 이제 자기도 한번 버스 타보는 거지.
They pivot back through T-spawn. They set themselves up for now mid control to go through a bit more of a default protocol.
오, 걸쳤습니다.
There is no long space for the Mongols whatsoever.
나도 지게 한번 타보자.
And neither for Vitality. So both teams have an avenue of access that they're not too familiar with right now.
오, 블리츠 선수 AWP 있네요.
Setup feels somewhat claustrophobic for Vitality.
Yeah.
700원짜리 딕을.
We have a firm belief in their
진호한테 줬어.
They're trying the same play again.
무진요가 딕을 15킬.
Looks like they are. Crisscross at least. Techno now
브리치가 탭고 들고 띄워주나요? 맨 앞에서?
looks like it could do damage.
미드 투비 일선 매지 B송이 트레이드 좋아요. 3대3이고 CT 멀어요.
He's going to catch them if they try and push.
진호 롤킹.
Nice smoky. He relays that info of them pathing through. Mzinho containing for now.
연막 꺼지고.
Not looking. Easy first. Apex pulls them back.
This one's still on.
Flash available. Zywoo and Apex.
CT 킷 없나요? 아 있다. 자 프랑스인 2명 증명해야 됩니다. 유틸 너무 좋은데요?
Well played.
야 CT 소이탄 미친 씨.
Spread Senzu. He's got the asbestos boots on.
저게 500원짜리 유틸이야.
Now I think they might want to recede. They were hoping to be given something. Yes, I was really out of there. Apex just.
아 근데 리테이크 안 하네. 세이브인가? 네, 세이브는.
Bigger bomb. And a little bit of extra damage. 9-10 forced to rebuy.
아니 테러리스트는 400원짜리 술병에다가 기름 채워서 화염병 던지는데 불이 와 특수부대가 방산비리 고증인가요?
That's the kill there, right? If Mzinho doesn't get that and it goes the other way, then the number advantage on the retake, and this is very, very doable for Vitality. These incendiaries not worth the money.
아이 따뜻해. 이제
slightly facetious with that, but it's just tough. You wish you had a bit more spreader, don't you?
보일러 튼 것도 아니고.
No,
they missed the corner smoke.
The corner of Flames.
아 위로 튕겨서.
And they're going quick. Liggity split straight up cat. Has Messi got the opportunity to block them in time? I'm not sure. They're already.
자, 오, 슛 빠르게 러시.
Action station.
와 엔트리
2 kills
갈릴
in the lead.
헤드샷 2개
Mongols
빵빵.
feasting,
우와.
eating good. Triple kill. Round over. Just like
3명
that.
삭제.
Okay, now I think you want to send a
라운드
couple of bodies
오버.
to hunt. Look
세이브해야
at this,
돼요.
immediately darting back through spawn. They know where the AWP is.
총
Bomb's gone down
떨구면
40 seconds. Right now,
다음
it's not
라운드
favoring you,
아무것도
Mongols.
없어요.
Sure, you
이코해야
win the
돼요.
round, but you want to take these guns.
Yeah, it's all about
룩자자요는
fighting
총을
for
살릴 수
survival.
있을지.
Zywoo
미스.
ready.
Look at the
플래시.
Closing the gap. 2 spotted.
아,
On
쪼여
that
들어와요.
B-ramp, 9-10 creeping and crawling.
포위망이
There's
쳐져요.
so much time. 40 seconds going to feel like a lifetime as they try and hold on to these valuable assets. Good shot from Zywoo.
자유 하나.
Robs' position noted as well. Mzinho's death has given them the info.
장전,
How much do
장전.
you want to throw at this?
This is going to flash.
테러 플래시 있어요. 던졌어요. 맞았어요.
Zywoo flashed off.
Picking.
Spotted on the box. Headshot delivered.
옴 나가고.
Orb removed. Just Robs cowering behind the bricks. And he
하마스
goes down
떨구고
as well.
3,000원.
Fantastic
9대9
one from
동점.
Mongols. 9-9. And an extra one. It could be an emergency.
Yeah, this one should spill open now. We should see Vitality just go into a partial investment. Their loss bonus is maxed out, so they will be able to get a full buy going into the next. But the speed of this direct AX, even with the missed corner smoke on long, they still get the control. And then as soon as the bomb goes down, you know that Blitz is saying, boys, let's hunt. We've got the money, we've got the ability to take this away. Now, because of the loss bonus coming into this, there aren't some investments.
These are the ones.
7 for Apex.
These are the scary
샷건!
ones, Chad. No, it
로터너
doesn't look
샷건.
like it.
야 하프 봐야
These are
하고요.
those rounds that Mongols, if you lose them, they let Vitality right back
이거
into
누가
the game.
당해주냐?
Vitality feel like they've already lost long control. There's a corner smoke.
테크노
with lots of flashes.
샷건에
You
당하면 안
already
돼요.
think that you've lost long. And Mzinho doesn't have any resistance whatsoever there either. So at this moment, you've lost the key piece of real estate that you don't have the normal smokes to block. You have a couple of flashes on flames.
자,
you can push
로톤을
through.
빠져나갑니다 에이펙스.
Right. If they do go for the long cross, they drop the cross smoke, and then you go, okay, what are the timing on this? How much can we get out of it? You also have Mezzi on the scout. Now, if he's not flashed away and is given the ability to hit a
6킬
tag,
13
dart away, hit another tag, his kills become a whole lot more
자
convertible.
근데
And Mezzi's
A의
been having a very solid
풀스택인데
game.
A롱으로
17 kills
5명.
for him.
그리고 스카웃 장거리 교전도 할 수 있고요. 매지 스카웃
And Mezzi's scout.
17킬의 매지.
Crucial opening kill.
오 태그
Okay,
당했어요
a tag.
태그.
An equivalent exchange, a little alchemy on long.
안티 플래시. 피세 하나 보고.
Dropping into pit. 9-10 noted.
One more flamesy flash as well.
플레임지 플래시 하나 더 쓸 수 있고요. 썼어요. 피킹.
Off and it's well timed.
하나.
Robs gets output. Senzu forced back.
진호 뭐?
Hey, what? Did they just
설마
hurry up for him?
세
Mzinho
명
gets 3 in
꼬챙이?
the blink of an eye, and it's only Apex's shotgun
잠깐만,
that
샷건
does
뭐야?
pump one. Removes Mzinho. Techno next up to bat. Masked by that.
샷건 조심해!
Zywoo sprinkles in a
체력이
beautiful
31밖에
headshot.
없어요.
What?
What?
Firepower was taken away, I thought.
이거
And
어떻게
this is the play that was
역전당했어?
tagged by that Mezzi scout at the start of the round. On that long corner on the initial glance in, and there's no choice for Blitz. He has
my
to save.
God.
Those are the
Apex
type of
back
rounds for
seven.
Vitality in the first half of the
Crap.
year that would go their way. Those
미친
are the type
클러치
of rounds
플레이.
they've been having a tough time finding. So that magic, it's still there.
자유 에이펙스
And it's coming to get
프랑스인들은
them to double
해줍니다.
digits first.
야
Oh, a little smirk.
이번 라운드 어떻게? 아니 근데 잠깐 그 트리플 킬 꼬챙이는
1200
뭐였을까?
naughty.
It's going to have flow-on effects down the stretch. This is the Mzinho just.
아 꼬챙이 맞네요. 저두명 꼬챙인데 문제는 샷건이
He's even eating
와
even better than
디글
I thought.
헤드샷을
Yeah, indeed. Is nuke going to be necessary?
아
That's the question.
몽골즈 막 게임을 진짜 뒤집을 수 있었는데.
Who spotted on the cross? It looks like Zywoo's anticipating 9-10 to stick around. He wants to go for a repeat on a timing.
자유에 딱
Sweep back through on that suicide run through.
수이사이드
Blitz lining
쨌는데
up nades.
스모크 열고
There's the break. Blitz not
블리츠
exposed.
숨었습니다. 한미드 스모크 열고 910이랑 오 헤드샷 짜우.
Zywoo says
와
goodnight
근데
to
테크노가
Techno. That's one hell of a
B를
headshot.
열었어.
Wow.
Ace is going to take. This is
Yeah,
great.
this is a massive amount of pressure.
룩즈가
that Zywoo
죽었습니다.
will
4대4.
try and rectify.
자 근데
Nothing over
유틸만
rotation, though. You can
까고
see they
살짝
stay stalwart.
혼란만 준
Both
다음에
the Orpas having a tough game.
테크노는
I mean,
빠져나와서 라운드 리셋 4대4
Dropped off to throw the mid smoke.
플리샷!
Quick flick of the wrist.
자유 욕하니까 갑자기 잘해요.
Mantle up and gets punished.
I love this proactive nature.
코트가 돌아오고 있어요.
As well. He's worried about Zywoo.
자유의 영합이 되살아나고 있어요.
Led this duo, Flames and
블리츠
Mezzi.
캣에서 유틸 들고 나오다가 푸시하던 적이랑 맞닥뜨립니다. 4대2
Position from Apex towards long.
A롱으로 나오면 에이펙스 점수가 있어요.
Guarantee.
핏에서 오펜글 스프레이
Brought down. Apex
밤
gets the job done.
드랍.
Round is one.
It's so crazy to think the round that they lost and now this game has gotten away.
돈이
from
없어요.
them.
돈이 없어가지고
It was the previous losing that last round to the Mag 7. That's it. Right there, you were able to invest again, but now you don't have any money. And 9-10 and Zywoo, they both only have 9
야,
kills. It's not like the
에이펙스,
Orcs have been
맥7
finding Phantom
찬양해,
Zywoo
다.
there, finding a couple of tidy ones.
게임
So
체인저
this is it.
씨발.
The game has just gotten away from you, Mongols.
샷건 두 방으로 게임이
Likely to see
이게
them do what
뒤집어졌어.
Vitality did in the previous. Have to force out when the going
미쳤나봐.
gets tough.
이번 라운드 딱 잘 썼습니다.
That
자우.
Vitality 11 winning streak on
해줄 때는
Dust 2,
해줬네요.
soon to become 12. Just 2 more rounds now. And with this type of buy that you have, it's not a B
그래도
pop.
미라지에서 보여줬던 테코와
It's not
디글
good long
이코스틸
spawns. It's likely crisscross mid to B, which we've already seen
할
them
수
use and
있을지.
already seen Vitality find a decent counter response.
뭐 CT 뭐 AK 3개 딱 자유
The
6천
other option is one of the tougher, and especially with the amount of harass utility you've seen towards the mid doors. Think about last round, how many times they broke the mid door smoke. That's even how they got the opening kill. Now, if you can get this short control
네,
without taking
에이펙스가
any
맥세븐이
casualties,
약간 이제 진짜 좀 쪼커예요. 은근히 많이 들고
Yeah,
나.
this is very early.
인페르노에서도 저번에
Push this. 9-10 can't
하프월에서
either.
트리플 킬인가?
Well, that
마우즈
sours the
상태로.
mood in the Mongols camp further.
yeah, and if they were hoping to get short control
점프하면서
and do those
쏘면서.
spillover smokes, drop into them, push up, scale on the AWPer.
플레임즈가 A롱 나와서 하나 딱 따고 들어갔고 네 명이서 숏 뛰어야 될 것 같아요.
They
그냥
will do the 2 smoke exit, but that's not if Zywoo's. Oops, he slips off. I think his timing on the clear would have caught Mazinho with a smoke in his hand.
드랍했어? 블리츠 CT로 미드 투비였던 거임. 숏 페이크 치고 자 사이트 수비 매지
He says to Robs.
롭즈도 있고요.
First on window, fully blind and loads another. Then
아 플래시 맞고 하나 더
well
데려갔어.
handled once more. It's
매지
only Senzu and he's got 2.
12점.
Yeah, that's to be that again, doesn't it? You don't have the
Net point.
finances. Another buy that'll look a whole lot more like that. Maybe some Khalil short. And at this moment, for the in-game leader, it's like, okay, do we have long spawns? Let's use them.
자
That's what
몽골즈
I'd be
뉴크가
calling.
보이나요?
Opening cap plays on the
아니면
space.
연장전을
Like,
갈
this
수
is a rubbish round
있을지.
to have to call. You don't have a timeout. You can't bring the coach in on the mic. And you were so close to getting another 2-0.
You were. You really were. It was just a Mag 7.
해설도 그냥
they go long.
맥7
It's just flames.
프렌지 A롱 빠르게 커트
Burst cleanly.
못 나갔습니다. 돌려요.
And okay, yeah, they really feel it themselves now.
T스폰으로 돌아가는데 디글 3개 갈릴 들고 B 공격을 가야 되는데 자유가 딱 들고 로터 내려왔고 롭즈도 더블업 들고 B 들고 있고요. B 보고 있고요.
Coming, catches Senzu. Where's that trade attempt? Throws out the incendiary. They will dare to brave it. Here's the confirmation that they're getting aggressive. And Robs.
롭즈도
No, everywhere they go, there's an AWP trained on them.
와 롭즈 잘 쏴요.
It seems only right, doesn't it? It seems only fit for this series, for this head-to-head. A week later from the last one.
아니 세계 최고의 럴킹 라이플러가 세컨업도 된다고?
Throwing heavy blow back and forth. Hit for tap. Vitality.
20킬.
Demand a third map. A chance at the trophy still up for debate. Mongols Vitality in this
3과
semi-final.
뉴크로
Luka
갑니다.
guaranteed.
바이탈리티가
Day on Mirage.
러스트2에서 전승 승률 100% 지키면서 네, 이것이 3곽에 가게 됐네요. 아 맥7 라운드가 진짜 에이펙스 무슨 크랙인가요?
EWC, the third
3곽 뉴크
There we have to find out who's going to be picking up the win here. Vitality starting on the T side. Chatty B in the booth with me.
Yeah, that is coming down to the knife for the third and decider. So the Mongols on the defense.
칼전 승리한 몽골즈가 선 CT를 잡았고요. 바이탈리티 테러 피스톨 라운드 시작합니다. 듀얼 베라타 2개 CT 갑바 노킷 들고 있는 유틸 플래시 하나
Zinho is starting to progress around with these dualies.
테러는
ushered in by the supporting
수류탄과
blitz
플래시.
range. He's going to take away some lobby space.
자유가 P250의 갑바를 몰아서 받았고요.
Definitely on the rifle rounds.
This is geeky. I love what they're doing silo. 2 dropping main on the
매지가 점프 뛰었습니다.
Okay, 9-10.
Oh, he's been run down.
Yeah,
와 머리 딩크 P1
just instantaneous headshot. Menzies looking good. Nearly had blitz on the
피스톨의
fix
매지
as well. Techno.
자 그래도 테크노 하나 폭탄 봤어요. 아 롭즈가 트레이드
squeak.
Good punish.
Yeah, Mazinho should have Robs here and does so.
롭즈를 찾아서 잡았고
Bombs heading in towards the Sensational from Senzu.
예시 못해 뭐야?
Okay, a quick
센즈.
2 clicks, and the round has completely changed.
와
That's a
센즈.
showstopper.
1대 3. 잠깐만요.
One of them
피스톨든 매진은 조심해야 돼요. 아까 매진.
Trying to make a break.
야 블리츠 P1밖에 없어 이거
Blitz
어떻게?
with 1 HP up against the healthy
폭탄
Messi.
주우러 가요.
Blitz could have slipped up the ladder there because he hears him in the side. Instead going mad.
USP 원탭 아니면 거의 죽음이에요. 타이밍 옆통수. 와 블리츠 헤드샷 P1 1대1 클러치 성공.
Not a smile, not a blink. Blitz denies Messi.
Oh, Messi is one of these players, right? You
와,
look to these safe pair hands,
아이스
and when he
콜드
can start
그
exploding
클러치를
into the server, the
해놓고
output is
표정
there.
하나
He gets
바뀌지
the opener
않는.
onto 9-10, but he also got the ding onto Blitz.
1 HP.
And this is crazy because in both of those fights, like, he's adjusting to the other target. Senzu sets them up for the round,
포커
and
페이스.
Blitz on 1 HP converts it.
Wow. Okay.
소름
They
돋네.
decided they don't need nades, Chad.
Yeah, and I
Ice
don't
cold.
mind the approach. There's the ability to get this AK out thanks to Messi. So he drops that to Zaiwu. Zaiwu's been getting set up with dropped AKs throughout this series so far.
매지가 3킬하고 AK를 사서 자유한테
All about the
드랍해준 것
firepower.
같아요. 자,
Exactly what
자유
he's pre-aiming for.
버스트 2에서의 부진을
9-10's had a
이제
rough one.
삼광 맵에서
Very good start from Zaiwu.
고트라면
9-10
보여줘야겠죠.
was very quiet on Dust 2.
복구해야겠죠.
And starting with an opening death and an important round to win. It's up to
히어로
Blitz towards
AK가
B.
주어졌는데 일단
They are
1킬 잘
heading back
땄는데요.
up. Senzu can stall this out.
Yeah, Senzu's position actually looks perfectly suited to the task. At range, punishing the cross,
double
taps
kill.
at Messi for the second. Zaiwu's walking on him, and he's actually managed to
무지요. 헤드샷.
just by the skin of his teeth. 4 versus 2. Techno's barrel maybe poking out. Robs might be able to relay.
Two players are very low. This is still risky.
오 타이밍. 총구 봤나?
Oh, you saw the barrel.
엠소 총구 본 것 같아.
Flames confirms there is someone on top of the heart.
잘 잡았고요.
Robs, and there you have it.
All right, Techno just holding it
몽골즈가
down
연달아
as the
라운드를 땄는데
W
2대0.
key also joins him around that corner. And that was a
아니면
threatening round thanks to
바이탈리티는
Zaiwu's opener towards Yard.
포스바이가
But Senzu,
막혔고요.
another important double kill. And they avoid disaster once more.
이거 싸움 이긴 게 AK
Will be
떨구고
the easiest of the 3 rounds played so far.
쫓아가서 잡습니다.
Going to be a couple of deagles, 4 of which
블리츠
Flames will find
선수는
themselves on the
항상
Glock.
피스트 범프가 아니라
How many players can you keep
코치가
alive?
이렇게
That's the question.
손 갖다 대면 검지로 한 대
How much
톡 쳐요.
damage can you do, Vitality? This will be a very tough round to win. You'd love to get a kill. 2, get the bomb planted. Zaiwu first
자유
death,
오프닝
so a
됐어요.
little bit of revenge there for 9-10, but this is against one of the easier moments. Oh, and they're just
아우,
going to head
시원.
straight into things. So Techno removes 2 with the famine.
빠르게 다음 라운드 가겠는데요.
They sweep this one.
테크노 파워스
It's an
3킬.
Now Robs was
이지.
instrumental with some very impactful rounds on Dust 2. Obviously the ace on the pistol. A big clutch
다음
to his
맵이요?
name as
다음
well.
맵은
I
에어포트인데요.
think Mezzi's been very impressive to me with his impact across both maps so far. We'll see if he can
사우디
keep it up here on
리야드
map number 3 on the
에어포트.
CT side. He's going to be anchoring down towards that A site.
Yeah, I mean the death discussed it, saying he's
3-0
even been somewhat of a
플로리스.
carry from that anchor position, which is often
오
not
테크노
the
아
case.
기분 좋아요. 웃고 있어요.
Very impactful games, especially on Nuke from Messi.
Okay, so Pimp was talking about Tyler being aggressive in towards lobby and isolating Rops because if you're going to be doing some yard control,
자,
normally gonna have at
바이탈리티한테
least 2 or
온
3 players
AK
out there for
바이론.
that space. So there are opportunities to isolate Rops, who's going to be tasked with dealing with squeaky door and lobby pushes. So let's see what the game
GT
plan from
보너스
Mara
라운드
and
돈을
Blitz is.
차곡차곡 저축하고 있습니다. 6,000원까지 모였고요.
Okay, no lobby presence. Standard openers. So no lobby
야드에는
presence. No
테러가-
yard presence as they mantle up silent.
아 3, 4위전 있지? 참, 아 죄송합니다. 3, 4위전
And
있습니다.
actually, hang on!
블리츠 사일로랑 트레이드 플레임지.
Close to not delivering on his trade promise there.
So lots of moving parts to all of this.
에이펙스 1킬 됐어.
The 1-for-1 so early, there's the opportunity to reroute now from Vitality, and Apex gets to be the puppet master from the
우와,
grave.
스모크 서 있다.
With both in-game leaders.
야
instead getting to
틱톡
monitor
물병
this.
챌린지.
They had to overcome the difficulty of extra smoke on Apex's corpse. They've handled it. Mazinho, though, is pushing into
Whoa, 로비 푸시. 그러나 자유의 헤드샷.
Mazinho was not prepared
Would he do it alone? That's the question.
when he's looking to answer.
50초. 로비를 먹는 대로 UT를 썼습니다.
Techno might play ahead of this. Oh, he's
Picky,
calling the
picky,
bluff on
picky.
that next fight. 9-10 Zywoo.
야 이거 19이 그럼 딜을 칠 수 있는데?
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, he could have
This is gonna hurt.
롭즈가 그래도 트레이드 35초 남았고요.
Bomb down.
오 램프에서 빰 드랍.
Senzu's kill may have just won them that round. Now Mezzi's
테로
walking
다
through the
따로
smoke like an
돌아다니다가 잘렸습니다. 롭즈
There's
1대1.
only going to be Robs to work with only 20 seconds, and that smoke is
Senzu
being
이거.
held. Senzu spots and catches a whiff. Bomb is retrieved.
와!
자 롭즈가
They've already
1대2를
got the
시작하는데
body down.
윈도
Techno's here. You've got your nades in. Yeah. Oh,
시간이 없어가지고 롭즈가 뛰어서 망정이지. 그래도
Shaky from Techno.
테크노 웃네요. 웃는 자가 엘리오죠.
4-0 start. Very strong scenes from the Mongols early because this should be another. Oh, actually,
놓치고
taking a look at the finances,
죽었으면은
they
이제
could justify
좀
Galil's and
큰일 날
AKs,
뻔.
but no tack timeout to
롭즈가 총을
have the
거의 꺼냈어.
conversation. It will just be a partial. 3 Tech 9s, a Galil and a Deagle.
즐기고 있네요. 8킬 데스 테크노.
how much pressure though? Sure,
롭즈의
you got
갈래.
Kevlar this time, but you got
Deagle
nothing with your
같았고.
deco. This one should be more threatening.
Yeah, at least the fact you've got this util now to force some rotations and keep the Mongols guessing.
일자 스모크 펴주고 에이펙스 딱 걸렸나?
that could be
오우 예, 딱
Much worse
걸렸습니다.
for Apex.
야드 못 건넜죠.
Exposed in
램프로
the middle,
4명
in the sludge
진격하는데
of that HE 910 onto Zywoo. Optus Galil revealed, and 910 is going to be able to
수비 잘
evacuate.
됐고 폭탄 내려가고
Okay, there's already been a
있습니다만
rotation down.
센주가
Senzu is spotted
오.
now, and
자,
Robs
롭즈
for at least the
1대
trade.
See, Robson the Clutch is so
4에서
scary.
3명
I
남았고요.
wouldn't rule him out of anything.
No, I'm not ready to either.
테크노.
Techno just keeps swinging. Obviously, they get a little bit of information on his
테크노
position there,
킬
but I
엄청
just
따고
love
있어요,
the
지금.
threatening factor of Techno so far. This tournament's been good for him.
바이탈 타임아웃이다.
I believe coming into this series, he was the second highest rated player for the team. Blitz was the highest, and that means second in the tournament, just under Zywoo.
Yeah, but that's incredible. Blitz and Techno, you know, those are probably the last two names you're reeling off when you talk about the mechanical gifts of Mongols.
오늘 몽골전은 그쵸.
But perhaps
무진요가
that's our
아주
mistake. Blitz definitely
그동안
putting
조금
a
약간
solid
이제
shift here, and Techno
좀
has to.
슬럼프인가 아쉬웠나 근데 이제 오늘 좀
This is the tactical
굉장히
time
좋아져서
called to
왔습니다.
get
자신감이
Extaz
다시
on the
붙은
line
것 같아.
well, that's the Apex classic right there in
에이펙스 편한
slow-mo.
맛이.
Have the conversation about how they're going to proceed forward. So at this point in the game, the rifle rounds have been few and far between, but maybe some of the big issues that Extaz wants to address is, boys, we haven't even got the bomb down yet.
5대0 출발 너무
But if we can
좋죠.
continue to get a couple more kills, make these rounds more threatening, get that bomb down, it will help facilitate more buys.
매지 프라이드 오브
Is that a real place?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well,
저기 뭐
respect.
영국의 지명인가요? 대겐남?
Oh, it gets worse for Robs.
And that's the
아 스퀴퀴 롭즈가 스모크 스핀
Popping out
맞고
of that smoke, can't even get past the door.
최악의 출발이네요.
This is
바이탈리티
what they
AK
went for last
사는데
time round, right? With both these players top silo, and he grabbed another one.
센주
and the team fight,
스퀴퀴
he's been
스모크
dropping
스핀으로
off that.
게임
It's losing its polish by the
3대5
second. Senzu hurt.
등 뒤에 블리치 있어요. 오.
Volleyed out. Nice usage of his util there. Forces
Oh.
Senzu to all in the
Senzu
open.
잡혔고.
10 HP and brings him down. Flames with
아,
the
폭탄
impact, but then
맞고.
Techno denying
2대4.
onto Mezzi.
Hello.
Apex is late.
에이펙스
What's he done that for? Nice attempt from Flames.
At that moment,
개그맨이냐고.
the team flash comes in, Flames can't drop. I thought Blitz would have had him dead to rights. The fact he gets any
Apex
output is pretty
뭐하냐고.
decent
How
considering
is
the
Senzu
circumstances.
just spamming smokes, bro?
Yeah,
Two of them in
bit.
the round, just through lobby.
feels like he's got a lack thereof. You would feel a lot of
0대 6인데
confidence
벌써?
in the Mongols going into this matchup, right? I quoted the stat lines for Nuke as far as Vitality is concerned for the year. 21 times played, 18 wins, 3 losses, and 2 of those losses being to the Mongols. 1 at Pro League, 1 at Dallas.
It's a lot of props.
Right, and that right there is, you know, definitely going to fill you with
자
good
0킬
vibe
6데스
tribe.
에이펙스 와 블리치 연막샷
007.
How quick have
에이펙스
the 7 rounds been as
007
well?
와 환한장 이후 원탭
Okay.
롭즈 또 이연봉 스퀴킹에서 센주한테 스모크
Check in
스핀
PC,
맞고
I
please.
think so. This all hinges on Zywoo. Now he doesn't have the bomb, but he's got
테크노는 뭐
space.
12킬 1데스고요.
That nice specky shot onto 910, and I mean, going up the fence just seems like it's a death sentence. Senzu and Techno are not looking that way right now.
롭즈 게임하기 싫겠는데? 그러니까 뭐 롭즈의 초반 스퀴키 들어오는 타이밍을 해체 분석했나요? 몇 분 몇 초면은 이쯤 있겠군. 그래서 딱 라인업 준비해놓고 도착할 때쯤 쏴버리고. 롭즈의 행동 패턴을 외웠나? 11번 만났으니까 그럴만해요. 상대 데모 보면서 초단위로 깨고 있을 수도 있죠. 자요 그래도 히어로 AK의 품격. 27초. 자, 테크노 소리 듣고 둘 스프레이로 잘 잡아줍니다. 과연 자유 안 되겠는데요 이거? 칼칼칼. 고민했다 살짝. 그래도 안전하게 잡네요.
And his fourth kill.
그러니까 블리츠는 팀 대빵이라서 칼 꽂아도 되는데 그 진호는 18살 이제 막내 짬찌 칼 꺼내면 혼나는 것 같은데 뒤에서 코치가 딱 보고 있어가지고
Not enough at all.
T-side nuke, if they can get 3 or 4, they're still in it, right? But you're running out of those margins now.
자 스코어 보세요. 이게 무슨 일입니까?
Need to start. This is going to be the first of what you hope is many of your
제대로
vitality.
말렸네요.
We've got some aggression and it's knocked out. Robs can't catch a break. They're just
트리오를 못 이겨요.
third map semi-final. Oh, blasted from the air as well.
몽골!
They just can't get anything right.
World best team in the world.
They can miss no
바이탈을
shots.
찢어버리고 있습니다.
Zenzo is hitting some. Now it's time to hit 5. A 1v5 situation for the Woo.
Oh man, I don't think Vitality have been shellacked like this, quite like this. Apex 0-8, Rob's getting spammed on down. He hasn't been able to get started. And Zyra won't either.
플로리스.
Flawless from Mongols. They keep this up. Now, normally it's Chad's job.
You want to take this one?
바이탈티가 차갑게 식었습니다. 네, 말도
It is still T-side
잘
now.
없고요. 뭔가 이제
Sure,
표정이 다들
8-0
굳었어요.
looks great.
임태훈님 후원 감사합니다.
Vitality.
15킬 테크노.
They'll have guns. And an 8-4 scoreline, many an 8-4 scoreline has come back in that second half of play.
한숨 푹 쉬면서 뒤로 넘어가는
The
에이펙.
fact that bomb hasn't gone down yet in any of
Vital
these
That's a
rounds.
good point too.
Right, so the thing is, they've taken this tag timeout, and Xtaz has gone, all right, listen, we know we just need a handful. We just need a smattering. So if we shove right now and we bring out Galils and whatever AKs we can, maybe without head armor, that's not going to give us our best opportunity. So let's just go for the partial.
Right.
We have pocket strats. We have these for a reason. Let's try to make it threatening. Let's try to get the bomb down so it can even get us a stronger buy. But as you can see on screen right now, we've got the EWC Club Championship going on. And,
오른쪽 뭐지?
that is going to be AGAL.
크로스파이어 우승팀인가?
Crossfire Grand Final over Baisha. It's a huge win for them, and they're now confirmed to finish 6th.
자, 탭고 에이러시.
in the Club Championship.
Damn.
Speaking of the Club
유틸
Championship, there's a lot on the line for this one.
엔트리 하는데 매지 하나.
Have an
Senju
extra million
둘.
taken away from them if Mongols pick this up.
Senju.
To Senzu's loving embrace.
에이스. 아
Okay.
블리츠가 하나.
It's just
Senju
a
4킬
laser
수비.
beam in his hands. You got to get that AK out
Easy.
ASAP. Vitality, an unfamiliar feeling washes over them.
9대0. 지금부터
They're losing.
바이탈리티
They're losing
다 이겨도 전반 3대9
And Apex is very animated right now,
비상.
which is par for the course, but he hasn't gotten anything going.
Oh, just the taps. The fact he doesn't panic. He's so chill right now.
They're managing
AK
1.8
샀습니다.
kills around at the moment.
에이펙스
Vitality.
0킬
Yeah, that's
부됐어.
just simply not good enough, as Jacob would say.
사실 바이탈들이 이 정도로 무너지면 몽골즈도 당황스럽거든요. 이런 걸 왜 몇 개월 동안 못 잡은 거지 하면서.
They have had a couple of opening kills, right? So it's not like they've lacked them, but it
감사합니다.
definitely felt like it's one-way traffic. And now they're harassing lobby, throwing in deep nades, continuing to spam, not allowing them to be comfortable, not respecting. Here they come.
Oh, they're trying again.
자,
Techno
A
still has vision.
익스큐션 플레임즈
This time
엔트리.
Flames opens up. Senzu in a pickle now.
어,
Doesn't get
스키키
overcome. There they go.
롭즈
The
뚫고
floodgates
들어오는
open.
타이밍이 아주
Vitality.
아다리가 좋았고요.
on their 10th time of
둘이서 5명, 롭즈와 플레임즈.
And it's flawless. All five staying alive, right? They can just get these last two, go into the halftime break, win the
여기서부터
pistol, win the
바이탈
first gun,
뭐
this game's back
역전의
on.
시작일지.
And this is a class team.
몽골즈
This is a team that lifted 7
바로
trophies within
타임아웃.
the first half of the year. They were down and out, get back to
1점
Melbourne against
내주자마자
Falcons. And
바로
guess what? They're
타임아웃.
coming up next against Aurora. This team have been able to dig themselves out of holes before. And that's the reason you are who you are. You need to put it on display right now unless you want to get sent home in another semi-final. Apex still yet to get a kill, but now he has a round. And that's the building blocks to begin with. So how many more can they find before that 2-minute break? Well, they get 2 more chances. Still plenty of money for the Mongols to buy this one and the next. These will not come easy. These will be against full guns. Either way, these teams will be playing tomorrow. We do have a 3rd place decider.
엘펙스가 약간 공격
You want it to
템포를
be the
빠르게
grand final
그냥
best of 5 that you're competing in
갖다 받기로 했나?
on the consolation prize.
1대9.
Be a real test for Mongols
일단
to see if
본인이
they
좀
can
킬을
return
해야겠죠.
straight back to their dominant fashion of
택시 이기고
defense.
나발이고.
We're going to try nade stack.
Oh, and it's actually perfect. He's up
와
there.
더블리드.
Dodgers the lion's share of damage. So
Fair play.
no, just brought down to 75 short, but still keeping the ideas flowing out Vitality. Again, the 2 players up on silo. They'll line up the
블리츠와
utility.
센주가 오 야드 수비자 사일로 머리 하나 봤어요. 드랍.
Track to drop into him.
오 메인 드랍이
It's looking the
성공합니다.
wrong way. That's another impactful opening from Flames. Two
컷쪽.
sequential rounds. He's filled the feed first.
테크노.
Still though around the
오,
smoke. Taking
수비가
a good
좀 되는데?
output. 9-10's on the side. Gets one up
9-10
close. Rops is gone. Next victim.
와우
Thank you very
910
much.
AWP
Waltzing through
트리플
the
킬
smoke.
수비.
9-10 can't believe his luck.
상대의 연속된 A
The worst
공격.
loss for Vitality on this map this
그러면
year was to Spirit. It was 30.
몽골즈도 당연히 의식하죠.
We're on track for something a whole lot more dire than that
ACB가
right
좀
now.
단단하게 되어 있었고 컷을 틀어막은 테크노. 910 그리고
I'm saying 3 or 4, it's workable. I would say 2 is the absolute bare minimum. The
10대
absolute bare minimum that Vitality need to work with.
So it is truly all to play
에이펙스
for.
선수 전화번호가 010
The organisation
한국인인가?
watching on as that dream of an extra million
010
from the club championship. If
라운드
Vitality were to
스코어는
win, looks like
1대10.
it's just a pipe dream at this point.
Apex is across unscathed. Still yet to find a
Apex
frag. Would love to just get that for his
나오겠다,
confidence
이거.
sake going into the half-time. 9-10 searching.
You ready? Let's go.
What a round to do it in as well. The compulsory
벌써
one
부금이
for
들린 것 같아.
Vitality. Dance in between the 2 angles, and now they start their crawl.
Go for heaven and hell control here.
Going to make a move, trying to wrap.
That should be heard.
Senzu, how does he play this? Mazinho as well in support.
Oh,
It's all
진호다?
a missed shot from the AWP. That's awkward from Mazinho. Yes, second time of trying. Just about gets
5대3.
away with his health. Low. Blitz there too. There's
트레이드
Mazinho
되고
finally onto Apex.
4대2
Take no off the vent.
Yeah, but he's
벤트의
trapped.
테크노 이거
Spotted out by
오
Rob.
술탄
Throws out
봐라.
a nice nade. Will do some
몰리
damage. Significant damage at that, but looks like the compulsory second round, and I can't believe I'm saying it. Just
11대
2.
1은 아쉽게 못하나요? 까비 2대
Just grab the
10인가?
bomb right now. Techno has to come through this.
아니면
Well,
테크노
pushes through,
4K가
removing Messi.
1대 4 클러치.
Bomb's making a
Okay.
move all the way round. Just got retrieved now. Zywo bringing it in. Flash turned. He might be trying to be able to catch Zywo on the
zywo가
cross,
잡고
but he's ready. Just 2.
10대
Mongols
2
10.
몽골
It is a
CTS
dream for
10점
Mongols to walk into that
먼저답니다.
grand final. Have Vitality beaten
자
Vitality twice.
몽골 진짜
Tantalizingly close, Chad, especially with
바이탈리티를
this
한 번
pistol
더 잡을
now.
수도 있습니다. 다 왔어요.
They know it's Robs who holds it.
피스톨 따면
They
진짜
want to fight
GG.
Rops again. So far, he has looked human. Up against Mongols, up against Senzu. Mazinho leading the pack down
롭즈
low.
에이펙스
Apex
B2B.
receive them. Rops does tap the head of Mazinho. Bullets flying
싸움.
left and right. Rops a good one on the second. Adjusting to Techno, but Techno matches his output. Messi nothing.
Woo,
Senzu
Senzu.
hits it. They have to count on Flames and Zywo now. Any hope? Contingent on the win.
Wow.
That's not Senzu denies the quick tap to the head of Zywo. Now it's sidelined. It's just Flames.
1대3.
Nice tap.
설치돼 있고요.
In with the doors, opens them up again. Techno on that elevator.
G 거의 나왔습니다. 진짜.
Techno 4K.
테크노 4K.
Oh, this is the supportive element. You get people out there, they're saying, get replaced Techno. This kid's not bringing enough. Right now, he is 20-6 and impact being felt.
That's got to be it, Chad. Is it really going to be a whimper on map 3 from Vitality?
I can't believe they just rushed ramp as well. I'm sitting there, I'm scrolling through Skybox, I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, you know, some rounds they like to do outside crawls on the T-side, sometimes like counts into ramp, but this is Vitality. Rops holds ramp, he's always there. Sometimes he's got those dualies.
But they're Mongols, just go shoot.
Oh, just rush
뛰나요?
top.
러쉬, 에러쉬.
Stop with your Mac 10, the flashes are good. Flames is blind and it's
테크노의 맥10 엔트리.
He cannot be stopped, he cannot be tamed. Let's find Xaiwu again, empty hands for the Wu. Okay, Robs, he is kicking up a fuss. Apex up the fence with that unforgettable Mac 7. This time not getting the same output.
버스트2처럼 또 당해주진
Techno's
않겠죠.
learned his lesson. 22-6.
안 돼요. 12점 몽골.
This is unfathomable.
Oh, this is the thing. Mongols, it's just been a slow rise in the middle of 2024. It was okay, this team is sharp. In 2025, this team was in the major grand final, losing to Vitality, the team of the year so far.
메이저 그랜드
Coming to the
파이널리스트
second half, apparently they didn't even bother practicing for Cologne.
1년 동안 11번의 만남.
They topple the Titans.
아시아
They lose the
1황이었던
grand final
몽골즈는
to
1년
Wimper,
동안
but they're lining up
이제
another one.
월드 랭킹 4위가 돼서 돌아왔고,
Techno wants to go down the
자
vents, and
현재
he's
랭킹
dipped
1위 바이탈
immediately
두
through
번 연속
disarray into the
몽골한테
comms.
잡히나요?
Spot a cheeky bit of ankle there.
한 라운드 남아있는데.
Flashbang. There's Apex with the
미친,
shotgun
잠깐만.
removing Techno.
All right, stunted. 3v5. This one's going to be tough, but they still got the firepower
5대3.
advantage.
Yeah, Apex still with that mag 7.
이제 바이탈은 또 포스할 수밖에 없었는데.
hand.
맥7 진짜 씨.
Looking for that fight
Apex.
up close. Senzu trying to force fight. Zaiwu opens the door, gets caught out. Senzu, oh my god, he didn't
Sultan.
hit him. He might dunk on him. The finish with the 1-2
Flames,
forces
Mauri.
him into flames.
2v5.
Unwinnable. Unwinnable. Have you got anything to say, 9-10? And Mazinho to take the
2대5
semi-final, to knock out the
retake.
Demon King that is Vitality. There's one from Mazinho. Rops good for a second.
19 혼자
19
1대4.
holding strong for a moment longer. Does remove Robs. A whole lot more required. He's going to get overwhelmed. Pulling the crosshair
아직,
all over the shop.
예, 아직 끝나진
Vitality
않는데.
forced into the force and extend play.
Okay, well, they're going to be able to pick up some AKs. Some upgrades are available for them here, so this will extend play for a moment
이거
longer.
솔직히 아직
Bomb goes
모른다
down, there's extra
하기에도
600
조금
bucks. Blitz, 9-10, Mazinho, all in
그건 좀
AK range. Senzu can go for a
느껴지겠죠?
Galil, and Techno can go for something a little bit lighter. They may as well keep the pressure up. They're doing it their way. There's a furious pace to this. There is no respect being shown. The fact that they finally, after 9 matches on the 10th time of asking, took down Vitality.
Yeah, what was the tweet? No one can beat Mongols 10 times in a row.
And this is the thing, right? They're going up again here on the 11th outing, and they're showing that they look comfortable. They're no longer scared.
물론 이제 미라지는 뭐 1대 11 역전 작년에 한번 올해 한번
Does that, you know, break the floodgate?
1대 11도 뭐 역전이 나오긴 하는데 프로씬에서
Certainly making a
2대
strong case of the
12에서
Mongols.
OT를 가면은
This is the
그건 좀
first man down Secret, Apex to block.
Well, they've taken the pace out of it, but they've still gotten this space quite easily.
지금 테크노 ADR 한 151대 게임 끝났으면 좋겠네요.
Exchange of force
역대급
buys.
기록으로 남게.
Blitz announces that he's down there. Apex trying to force him back.
Remember, it was Vitality that decided to take this to Nuke, and I understand the scoreline. I'm not using that to rub it in, but my point is that maybe the Mongols thought this would be an Inferno
그리고
pick as the second, or
자유가
at least as the third. So
사실 뭐 에이펙스는 뭐 32살의 IGL이니까 이제 그래
this
뭐
round,
그럴 수
it's a
있지.
50-second mark.
자유가 이러면 안
A
되죠.
boatload of utility for the Mongols to find their
팀 내
finish in this
원옵션.
one.
롭즈 선수 약간 페이즈 클랜으로 돌아간 느낌을 받고 있을 거예요. 야 이게
Come down to this top side. We've been talking about Messi, safe pair of hands. Well,
와 이거
find some
갑자기
output right here, right now.
형님들 생각이.
Yeah, Flames looks like he's managed to catch one. No, he hasn't. Messi, but Messi steps up strong. There's Zaiwu down after one, but there they go.
자 3대2 테러 숫자 한 명 더
Up in
많고
heaven already. Rops that completely nullifies your rotation.
17초에 블리치 해븐을
That'll be
옵전한테 잡혔네.
it. Oh nobody has the presence of mind to catch him.
설치하고 2대2 록즈 에이펙스 대 나인텐 무진요.
It's Apex coming in to ask
헤븐에 하나,
questions.
메인에 하나.
Of main. Rops is hurt. Headshot provided. He's so quick with it. Damn. Oh, they're getting close.
한 점 한 점. 바이탈리티 한 점 한 점.
I can't believe he's gotten cleared for blitz there.
코치
Wonder if we're
부장이.
going to Mara timeout now. They're in a position with roughly 2k across the board, so that they could go for some partials, and the loss bonus gives them 2,400, so it could be a full buy, but then only 2
야,
players
다
staying
걸어봐.
alive.
OT 가면 뭐 걸어봐. 뭐 있어. 한남 뭐 시그니엘 뭐 다 걸어봐.
Levels it up to the 2v2, then both
2대 12 OT 가면
Apex with a very slow
뭐 한다.
start is starting to warm back into things. That's his 3rd kill, so it's not a lot to boast.
디글 라운드.
The Mongols will not continue to shove.
리뷰 이벤트 치즈볼.
Bring the rifles out
오케이.
into the next, but they do have these deagles, and if you remember Mirage, they were absolutely deadly.
Hard to forget Mirage, the way they were hitting their Eagle shots.
콜팝 돌려 여기 콜팝 존나 오랜만에 듣네. 반장 선거인가요? BMW 3 시리즈 에테르노 총당 감사합니다. 노년 브라이트.
Vitality is not a team that you want to give the option to slowly build back into a game. So this round, while seeming unlikely, they want to keep it threatening.
Oh, that's
디글
all right
하나.
from 9-10. Maybe they get the bomb plan out of this.
설치 또 돼요.
Shouldn't be anything more to be said about
4대3
that, though.
리테이크.
Numbers advantage. Okay, wow, bit of team play. Actually throws the rifle to Senzu, but he gets nothing out of it.
리테이크 하나 바이탈리티.
He gets some extra cash.
라운드 스코어를 조금씩
Vitality will get
쫓아간다.
themselves their
2대
fifth.
12에서 3연승 5대
It's just,
12.
it feels like such an insurmountable task for Vitality when 12 is found so quickly. After a 10-2 half, you know, they get the pistol, they get the second.
Yeah, when I said 2 was the absolute bare minimum, it came with
스위스은행
winning the pistol round, and then, you know, maybe you get the
금고의
first gun round and holding him. Maybe you lose a silly one, but then, you know, you're able to still
미국의
go back
금괴
in. And
보관소 포트녹스.
But right now, this is,
절대 털리지 않은.
such a mountain to climb. Rops continues to put up a big fight.
the only
17
reason
이거
we're still here,
진작에 했어야죠. 이미 3대 12점인데.
910 AWP, they're opting for rifle heavy.
자, 일단
Finances would have been there to have that
풀바이.
conversation in one way, shape, or form.
Okay, Zaiwu is equipped with hit.
Apex, this is very
와
bad.
블리츠 그냥 불 밟으면서
Ooh, he paid a very heavy price for that.
This isn't a
사일로를 잡는
Game onto Senzu, knows
에이펙스.
his
오프닝 킬이요.
preferences. Doesn't elect to immediately run away. Calls for the smoke break. Now 9-10.
와 그리고 더 깊숙하게 아예 들어가 버려. 테크노가
So
봤다.
now Techno gets the info. Oh, Apex,
네
yeah.
잡고요.
Just the finest of margins.
He's maroon there, wasn't he, in no man's land?
시크릿으로
Had
내려갔어요
to
테론.
go stand for that fight, but couldn't deliver it. Now the rotation's down to B. Nothing for the CTs just yet. Flamesy and Mezzi want to search yard, see if they can catch these players floating outside. The bomb is here as part of this, so if they
오 테크노.
From Techno.
he just continues delivering.
He is beaming.
와 매지가 트레이드 못 내주고 더블킬을 당합니다. 2대 4.
Outrageous.
Trying to throw the bomb across, getting it past the orb, miss shot.
자 왜 미스샷까지?
Oh, I guess a whole new lease of life now.
샌댐 홈.
Is this it? Robs doesn't think so. Removing Blitz.
You want to go away? You know where the orb was.
And they will.
자우.
To be found. Nice
Exactly,
connection.
자우 있어요.
Removes 9-10. House gives himself a smoke to play around. Just
룩
trying to
자유.
extend play.
Oh.
Quick flick.
Up the heavens.
Finding Techno.
룩 자유.
How did we go again?
Okay,
6대
this is
12.
where the pressure's going to start to mount on the Mongols. A couple of good opportunities so far. That was a 2v4 situation as the superstars
2대
on the other side of the
4는
server.
테크노 아직 웃고 있어요.
Techno's trying to keep the atmosphere light. You are still 6 rounds ahead of Vitality, but that gap has closed for the last 4 rounds in a row.
Felt like they did capitalize on the information. Zaiwu, just great. Hasn't necessarily had the best series so far. Dust2 is pretty quiet. He's finding his voice in and out of the server.
자 몽골 주총 910 히어로 AK 하나.
Partial upgrades behind a hero AK.
테코 디글. 일자 스모크 피고 야드 건너요. 지금 시크릿 블리츠 내려가고 있고요.
Eyes right now, we're going to say should be on props on ramp, but
Okay,
they're being held at
치즈.
bay by this smoke. But has been able to get across again. Already blocked, so you know that somebody is down towards B. That's good information for the Mongols to work with. But they need to squeeze this, right? It needs to be perfect pathing, and every time you get info, you need to make sure that they're scared to re-peek into the line because you don't have util to force them away.
램프 쪽으로 향하는데 수비 록즈.
Oftentimes they do want to ask if Robs can hold these lesser weapon rounds.
Okay, that's
램프 수비
dealt with.
룩즈 하나 자유
Moving, still gets his, and Zywoo picks up one as
4대2.
well. Oh, bit of
자
traffic jam on the
진호가 총을
ladder.
먹고
I know Apex is down here
사이트에
somewhere, but
에이펙스
they're
있고
expecting to be in the side.
폭탄 떨어뜨리는
He's had
소리
that bomb
뭐
drop as well.
유리창
Messi will be
깨는
able to
소리
provide the sight line of the push on Apex's position. Senzu back to lobby.
Does have time to go outside if he wants, but it looks like he's going to poke his head in squeaky on the fade of the smoke.
Ooh, a little bit of a sound cue. Zywoo gave a step. Gets
자우가
Senzu.
잡고
Ooh, nearly in position. Quick reactions from the
이진호
sniper.
혼자 22초인데
And they'll have another one right
오
here.
이걸 트라이
Thank you
했는데
very
다음
much,
라운드는
says the
풀바이
Zywoo.
몽골즈
Not too much friction from the Mongols. but that
또
one,
마락
2v3.
코치가 마이크를 엽니다.
And now look, the
두
score
번째
is
타임
12-7. It's like, okay, they just need one more round. But again, I
님들아,
want to return to this. The reason that we talk
진짜
about
끝내줘?
Vitality and we hold them in such high regard, they've literally had 4 losses
얘들아.
this entire year. One to EM, that's
이번에
before they
끝내야
started
된다.
their dominance. One to Legacy, the
뭔가
best and one to the
이상하다.
major. We'll throw that one to the wayside, and then 2 this side on the
지금
tournament break, which
그쵸,
we can say,
2대
okay, they come
12에서
out, they're a little bit
했는데
complacent, they're a little bit
5점을
slow, maybe they're not
땄는데
hitting their stride immediately.
지금까지 한 거
And the question was, okay, well,
5점
how
딴
long will
거를
it take for
또
them to get
해야지
back
연장전.
flying, soaring at the top of Counter-Strike? And especially when the 2 losses they've had are against teams that they've played an awfully lot of times. Mouse, I think it was 7 times just this year.
20번째
And for the
라운드
Mongols, when you go back into
몽골즈 파이
2024,
AK 댁의 갈린
this is
하나
the 11th outing between the cores.
Yeah, they've played a lot. Every month since February, I said on the way in.
몽골즈 코치의 타임아웃이 과연 어떤 콜을 했을지 그래서 끝낼 수 있을지
And at the moment,
자,
beating Vitality,
야드에 펼쳐진
for a lot
테러의
of teams is
스모크는
almost like winning the grand
페이크입니다.
final.
5명
Obviously it's
전부 다
not, right? But that's the conversation.
건물
Right? You
안에
need to be able to
들어와
get past these guys if you want a chance and a shot at the trophy.
Yeah.
So the pressure just to get past them, especially when you had such a chunky
사일로에
lead.
올라가 있고요.
This is interesting. So
상대가
players ready
푸시
to
나오면은
activate Silo
잡아먹겠다.
on a late timing.
전진
They
드랍
are running and
그대로
they're
에이스
running
플릿
into that top site. Tekno wants to
엔트리
draw blood,
1킬
does so. Messi got empty hands. It's up to Flames.
자 트레이드
Just
싸움
the
트레이드
one.
싸움
Is it sufficient? Forced away, Apex trapped to the vents. If he catches the right timing, he could put something onto Blitz. Here's him to
Apex 들켰어.
does get catch the spot. Apex trapped. Zywoo through the
설치됩니다.
maze.
3대3 리테이크
Considering making a play, Tekno does get
3대3
tagged up
retake.
by the spam of Zywoo. All to play
월백.
for now. Mongols tantalizingly close to throwing another knockout blow to Vitality.
에이펙스
Two kills away.
벤츠에서 사망
Robs has managed to save him on multiple occasions.
룩즈와
Is this too
자유가
much
둘이서
to ask? Tekno
자우
seems to think so. Only Mr.
GG.
Mongols take it. Vitality,
몽골즈
a third consecutive semi-final loss. Mongols
다시
have broken
한번
through the
바이탈리티를
oppression of
잡으면서
Vitality's rule.
e스포츠
And what a performance
월드컵
from Tekno.
결승에
27 kills to
진출합니다.
his name. He was an absolute monster. And the scoreline might read 13-7, but they threw them around the server. They've overcome their demons. And
1년 만에
Vitality, this isn't a
아시아
slip-up anymore.
1등에서 이제는
Mongols
월드
take them down.
랭킹
They're the
진짜
first team in
4위까지 올라서
2025 to take down Vitality
결승을
twice.
계속해서
Handed their
꾸준히
fifth
가는
loss
팀으로
of the year.
성장했네요.
The Kings,
바이탈을 2번
the
연속
crown slipping.
Yeah, Mongolia.
Vitality's key
웃으면서
will be crushed.
버튼 눌렀습니다. 바이탈리티가 이렇게 4강에서 우지 와 바이탈리티 상대로 27킬 ADR 148 레이팅 2.09 테크노
showing that it wasn't just a fluke. It
POL
gonna do it.
자 좋습니다 여러분들 몽골즈가 결승에 올라갔다는 소식 바이탈리티가 탈락했습니다. 과연 결승 몽골의 상대는 누가 될지 오로라 대 팔콘스가 맞붙습니다. 첫 번째 맵은 오로라가 픽한 인페르노
to clear positions here. The Turkish side.
아 응원구어
Bomb reset.
지글 데빌 라이트닝 패스트 오쉣
Kixon sit in that side of the map. Nico plays on the arch.
과연 팔콘스는 결승에 갈 수 있을지.
Looking to perhaps fake this one out.
이렇게까지 판 깔아줬는데 4강 딱? 오로라한테 진다? 진짜 레전드.
Getting to keep an eye on Santares and co trying to work this banana control. They're going to have guaranteed fights with how Kixan and Nico so often like to play here. But we're not going to get that in the pistol. It was just a cursory glance up towards top of B. Magic calling a 1-4. This is kind of his
오, 앱스로 3명 들어오고 있습니다. 큐스케.
Eventually, as they set their sights on this apartment's push.
조타한테 따이.
Then straight away.
피세 테세스.
Says follows up.
하나.
But just the one and done.
발코니에서.
Nico next thrust into the defense here. The rotation.
자, 니코 등 뒤에 리카드가 연막 뚫고 나와서 사이트 수비 제거하면은 3대2. 킥선 혼자 남습니다. 1v3.
What a cheeky round for Aurora. The double smokes on long allow Arcadia to come all the way through and walk round the moto side behind.
롱에 더블 스모크를 쳐서 위카디아 선수가 모토를 뚫고 나오는 플레이를 했다.
For the right time to strike, and Aurora just sit back in their positions, knowing this round is unlosable.
unlosable? 절대 질 수 없는 라운드? 진짜예요?
But Aurora are not giving him the time of day. Magic comes in to close the round.
What?
Nice shot for Kixon, but this is just about money at this point.
피스톨 가져가는 오로라.
And Falcons, a familiar feeling. Zorn against Mouse really just have trouble on this map yesterday.
마우즈 펜 아직 남아있나요?
It was a map they won both pistols in, but both times over, Mouse came up with 4 spies. That was another one of the problems Falcons struggled with. Despite that, still getting a win over Mouse. Tess has said in the interview coming in, if he just
야, CT 4스파 했어요. 팔콘. 딕을 4개, 5-7, 뮤틸. 킷은 안 샀고요.
So certainly expecting more from him today.
니코가 딕을 피키 스모크 뿌립니다.
Instead, Nico gets to drop this smoke.
A 쪽 수비 빠르게 2명, 3명까지.
Not worth calling here for Aurora. They got to wait it out.
순식간에 4명 B 오는데.
2 more smokes remain for the Falcons. Time being bought.
I'm going to be keeping a close eye on Santares in that phase game. He had a really
오로라 생각을 바꿨습니다. A로 가요.
He had some very unfortunate, like
팔콘스 로테이션 기껏 B 사이트 뛰어가지고 수비 4명 박아놨더니 A로 가요. 수비 혼자 있어요.
If you remember, it was Woxic in that series that was really firing on all cylinders, playing lights out.
I'm getting flashbacks already to the Mouse game where
비상.
will stack the B bomb site and run back with 20 seconds. I mean, Aurora had all the time in the world.
야, 여기 인페르노죠.
Move, and they've done it with ample in the tank. Bomb's going to get planted. This round's done.
절대 리테이크 안 가지. 야, 이거 맵 그만하자 이거. 이거 똥맵 이거.
I wanted to update the Kiyosuke stat because I saw some questions around.
스택 쌓았으니까 어쩔 수 없지. 토스바의 돈.
Essentially, we said yesterday was his 39th game on Inferno ever. Saw some questions about whether or not that included like MM, right? Just standard matchmaking. No, he's played it 11 times in matchmaking. I didn't factor that in because he hasn't played MM in years.
Oh, well, if he's played MM.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not really much of a boost. No, that was largely just on face it. He's only played, this is the 3rd ever official on this map. Used to be the Instaban of Spirit Academy, the team he was on prior. And not a map he likes to play in his downtime.
해설이
Today, though, he logged on a face it earlier.
큐스케 선수 얘기한 건가?
How'd it go?
He got demolished.
Okay.
인페르노 맵을 경험이 되게 적을 것이다 얘기하는데 뭐 페이스잇이나 오피셜 경기나 인페르노가 별로 필요하지 않았다 얘기하는 것 같은데요.
It's terrifying, to be honest.
큐스케가 좋아하는 맵은 아닐 것이다.
Scrims in there, some unaccounted for games for Falcons, and definitely.
아노비스는 빠졌고요.
Here on a strugglesome map.
대신에
a map that
저기 뭐야 오버패스가 다시 돌아왔고요.
Not liking right now for a multitude of reasons.
아노비스 빠지고 오버패스 들어왔고.
But they're here to punish. That's the play. Santares jumping right to the smoke, and his kicks in front of the half wall to catch him off guard. Bit of an awkward start for Santares. You don't want him getting tilted out of this game, that's for sure. Kixon, a very aggressive, punching shots down range. Eventually, they respond. Snake dropped here as well.
바나나에서 트레이드 B 수비가 지금 없어요. SS가 급하게 뛰어옵니다.
Safe pistols doing little for Falcons, and even if this smoke comes in to block, Aurora were in no
약간
hurry
틈이
anyway.
And it's not really a smoke, is it?
스모크가
There's a
약간
huge channel
오른쪽
left open. You're gonna be able to
상관없네.
walk around that if you're Aurora. Maybe it puts the fear in them, but they don't have any real estate anywhere else. So it feels like they
어차피
just have
사람이
to commit
없어가지고.
to be. So they've got this round in the bag with Falcons stacking the other side of the map.
예, 버티고 빠졌습니다. 오, 도서관 됐네?
So Aurora off to a good start.
Yeah, really good start. And, you know, this is
지고 있을 때는 응원 안 하네. 쉬네.
most success on CT side so far in this tournament, right? Having some really good defensive halves.
어제 마우주전 때는 그냥 경기 내내 막 붙이고 뛰고 그랬는데
A 10-round CT side on Mirage. They also got a flawless defense on
오늘은 좀
overpass, not giving
팔콘스
phase a
저희
single T-side
관중들이
round
좀
of the 8
조용한데.
played. And even in their follow-up game against Heroic, an 11-1 on Mirage CT as well. So
아 너무 티나서
Falcons to start strong once they
좀
get the
이제
gun round.
피드백이
So
들어왔나요?
are going to be streaming away. Mirage is our decider tonight.
오! 잘
With
쏘기네.
a
그죠?
train pick.
갈렛 하나.
Now we're looking for Falcons to start off here. First gun round, Monacy's orb. Everything they need.
위아 팔콘? 너무 오그라든다 근데 구호가.
Even Woxic's orb.
우리는
expecting
팔콘스.
Monacy's to make an appearance early in this half.
I think it's going to be an exciting clash of AWPers, two very flashy AWP players. Monacy does have the edge being on this CT side.
자 모네시 CT AWP 맞췄습니다. 산타레스 잡혔고요.
Open it up. That AWP immediately making its presence known. And so even though Aurora could have taken
그래도
the
계속되는 A 작업. 조타
Now they
선수가
paid the price. They learn about its existence.
아파트 가고 오 이거를 피킹해가지고
Aggression down through mid, wide swing and a Woxic, and he gets the better of him. Falcons in a great position in this first rifle round, a 5v2 provided by Monacy on that.
모네시가 이제 그동안 좀 욕을 먹긴 했는데 좀 임팩트 있는 플레이 보여주나요?
Just grinds to this jarring halt for Aurora. Another one of Madge's 1-4 setups, but the bulk of Aurora get picked apart. There's only one survivor on the other side of the map. Wakadi is going to try and link up with him.
Nice to see Kixon and Nico just back up and pick his setup here. I think, you know, even in
야
these
근데
moments, you don't
몽골즈
want them to
바이탈리티
be
막 화끈하게 막
overfighting as keen as they
막
often are. That's shown by the fact
싸우는 거
that
막
Aurora
에임
still using Molotovs to
하는
put
거
this position
보다가
out. They know what they're up against.
이쪽을
But
루즈한데.
the only way you lose around like this is you let these players in with a couple of free kills. So Falcons tuck back,
아직 뭐
force
경기
Aurora to
초반이니까.
commit and can trade contact. It's a good flash. Nico won't fire off a
니코
shot with it.
사이트 수비
Trying to stall them out with what little they've got. The Molotov burns through. Nico pushed forward on the coffin.
등 뒤에서 왔죠. 큐스케 푸시 나와가지고
Surviving might be a task in and of itself.
모네시가 또 하나 피킹.
Monacy
와우
finishing the job.
블릭
3 kills on the AWP and Falcons get
앞으로
through
3킬 수비
without a
보여주면서
dent.
처음으로 라운드 가져가 보는 팔콘.
This is a very eye-catching start from Monacy. Hyper involved on the AWP. He even takes a walk-up fight onto Woxic here in mid. And I mean, this is just impressive. Woxic has every reason to be the one winning that out.
Yeah, little nade thrown in front of him as well. Kick up some dust, get in the face of you.
아 뭐 니코 모네시는 지금
And I mean, you know,
심플 자유 디바이스 동크한테 없는 커리어 e스포츠 월드컵 종합 챔피언
on the arrival
야.
of Kiyosuke.
커리어
It's meant to still be the same
지리네.
Monacy.
메이저 트로피는 없지만
So his kind
축하합니다.
of departure from top in the charts for Falcons, his underwhelming performance.
카스
back in
우승해야지
Florida
종목.
gave you a fair few things to be worried about here. You know, at the end of 2024, all eyes were on Monacy. He was able to
지리는
come in
커리어.
as the second best player. He rivaled Zaiwu and put him in the worst placing yet that Zaiwu's ever had.
자 테스스
For
앱스
the
수비
first
보고
time, there was
있는데
someone finishing ahead of him on the AWP.
와 더블킬 산타레스가 뒤늦게 트레이드. 하지만 이미 2명이 나갔습니다. 그래도 숫자는 일단 3대3으로 똑같네요. 이번 라운드는.
is also pretty eye-catching here because you said it earlier, but he was in single digits on all 3 maps played just the other day.
A롱 스모크를 뿌리고 페이크 B로 갑니다. 사이트 잘 골랐어요. 지금 킥산 혼자밖에 없습니다. 얼마나 막아주느냐 킥산이.
Looks like they want to go through. Molly at his feet. Kixon's got to give it
그리고
up.
니코가 바나나
Flank is already in.
일단
Nico's
플랭킹.
moving fast. Aurora have to go forward. 25 seconds here. They've got no smokes to block positions.
자 이거 니코가 굉장히 빠르게 플랭킹 붙어줘서 잡을 수 있어요. 설치됐습니다.
Won't be able to stop Nico on opening up this retake. Now Monacy moves in alongside him. 2 players from Banana. Kixan on the spawn side. Woxic's got a lot of responsibility here. Trying to play this crossfire with Zantares. Woxic nails the first. Monacy dead. Woxic on the rifle. Can't
Zantares.
second. And they're ready for Zantares.
오로라의 2대3 클러치 Zantares 더블킬.
After they find Woxic the hard way holding an angle, they heard Zantares tick on that Molotov back quad. They had every reason to clear his position.
아차 잊고 있었던 팔콘스의 인페르노.
That's a Zantares we know and we love.
MIBR
those few opening deaths he's already gifted the way of Falcons in this
B-side.
game. He closes around here for Aurora.
머리가 아프다.
4-1 up T side in a commanding position on their map pick. A map that made me
야
very
G2 때
worried.
잘하던 애들이 인페르노 DNA가 있을 건데 니코모네시.
How cold Aurora came into their debut here. Got 2 T rounds, got banged out by
사실 인페르노 G2 인페르노 본체는 헌터였던가?
But they reset, and I think that's the coolest part about
웍식이 진짜 재밌는 게 왼손잡이라서 마우스 왼손으로 잡는데 초고감도입니다.
It's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it?
대단하죠.
But yeah, you know, no, you're dead on. It was a great display of resilience in that game.
아 그것도 감도를 깎은 거야?
Falcons back on the rebuy. Back with another shot, and Monacy on this B bomb site is a delight to see.
아 모네시 프리샷 빗나갔는데 바로 죽었어요.
A delight for Aurora, sure. They'll take a 5v4 like that. Double push out towards the top of Banana with flashes to assist.
Falcons are uncertain. Look at Kiyosuke hedging his bets. He was starting to move over to B, but the whole map's gone quiet now. Even Smoke's on the long side. This is the difficulty of not having that information. Kiyosuke tries to block. He doesn't know. Aurora
자, 그대로 유틸 까면서 B 들어오나요? 수비 둘. 킥산과 니코. 니코가 먼저. 오.
Domes the first. Zantares trying to gain some space. Nico just isn't stopping. Smoke down a play around.
By so much time here.
M4A4로 3명
the rotates to come in. Aurora is still looking for the MIA. Nico tucked in.
산타레스가 잡고. 하지만 퓨스켓 트레이드.
but he's left.
1v1.
Sling it back. Zantares gets eyes on. 45
또
seconds.
산타레스.
Is not his enemy yet. Tesses
40초.
inching forward out through
폭탄 떨어질
Banana.
거야.
Zantares gonna just get on in
타이밍.
time.
진짜 타이밍 싸움.
Gonna have to flick back across. Tesses isn't peeking yet. He's waiting for that plant, waiting for the info. Something to go off of here. Zantares still hunting him down. This is gonna waste time. This is gonna leave him in a spot where he has to get this bomb planted.
스모크가 있네요.
Or at least try and bait the
피킹!
out of
Tesses! 원보이원 듀얼 이기면서
Tesses finds him.
그렇지,
Patient
에너미상.
stuff there. With so much time having elapsed.
씨발, 깜짝이야.
Tesses could have started doubting himself.
아이 깜짝이야. 씨.
Huge hole for Nico though. That's the showstopper. 3 kills back bomb site. Still buys time.
야 무간귀신이다.
Down unfavorable fight through the smoke. Nico lets everyone get in position. And it's that pressure you see on Zantares in the clutch, walking around, just trying to find a kill. Not being given anything.
오 테세스 세컨 미들. 아 상대 이코니까 한번 과감하게. 근데 조졌다. 점핑 빅텐. 오 AK M4? M4 먹어요 M4.
This is not a round Aurora should be winning. They forced in. a high risk play.
I mean, dude, this is
하이 리스크
with a
플레이.
Glock
상대 조금 이제 돈
kill to
없으니까
open up the round.
빠르게 푸시 찔러봤는데
He annihilated Tessus' push
결과가 안
through the
좋았네요.
apartments.
아 스찌 킬 욕심
Does that from
부리다가
range on the vanilla pistol. No head armor by the looks of things for Tessus there. You don't want to feel like that's just giving Aurora a way back into this one.
오
Certainly
좋은데요?
helps Modesty alone at this B bomb site. We're blocking Util down. Aurora
미드는
forced back
양각.
into this crossfire in middle, and Falcons wait. They've got the guns for the job. M4 picked up. Oh, he saw Nico.
양각이라며.
And he peeks for two.
아니 산타레스 피킬.
Santares is peaking right now in this game. In all senses of the word, 11 and 4.
Santares.
And that is a partial investment round from Aurora.
That's a jumping Mac 10 that gets them in. It gets him a gun. Look what he does with it. I can't wait to see that on replay. Like,
산타레스 아직도 유선 마우스 쓰죠? 유선 마우스. 아 진짜.
Shocked he had that angle. And Nico learned something new. He learns it the hard way.
마우스 번지까지 쓰고.
Falcons all their economy on
FK1.
this CT side.
I mean, that's kind of also the forced uncomfortability of, you know, you've pulled Nico and Kicksan around. They're usually the guys fending off the banana hits and playing over there. So as they try to assemble that crossfire, Nico caught with his hands around the corner.
오늘 5대2.
And that gives Aurora a way in. Huge leg up now.
무선이 안 나와서.
round you were supposed to win.
쉘이 되게 마음에 들어. 크로스웨어도 되게 진짜 이 녹색 십자가인데 가운데 엄청 큰 거 봐.
His teammates and then just finds a little bit of info, and we saw on the long side. Had no idea, could not stop Zantares on that swing. Huge double kill.
야 팀원들 다 2킬 3킬 하는데 혼자 11킬로 오로라가 3점 리드를 하는. 원맨 아니.
In a match they are favorites in a match they have no expectation but victory.
자 모네시 딱 부스트.
But it may be slightly delayed.
오 머리 빼꼼 내미는 거 한번 쏴봤습니다만.
Aurora decisive T rounds go back to banana with a vengeance. It's almost nothing to stop.
그럼 이제 오퍼 봤으니까 B 가면 되겠죠?
The AWP is committed from Honesty, too far out.
부스트. 자, 킥산 플래시 준비.
Holds a flash, but you're holding it for USPs.
돌리나? 오. 팔콘스도 근데 순간적으로 B에 지금 4명 모여가지고 지금 A 가면은 너무 좋습니다. 근데 뭐 모네시의 답이 있긴 한데
Madge has been fantastic at dodging these stacks. Now this time, sure, he's dodging the four-man lead.
아까부터 잘 피해가긴 해 오로라. 하지만 오퍼 모네시가 얼마나 수비해주느냐 하나.
Does that put the fear in Aurora? They found the big ticket item of the round.
CT 쪽으로 빠졌는데 산타레스. 아 모네시도 잡혔어요. 이러면 A 클리어링 되고. 바로 플랜트 받고 그렇게 되어 있죠.
Knowing this tournament is open for the taking, vitality spirit removed. Mao's gone as well.
저거 더블 주워서 웍식 선수가 테러에서 쓸지.
And while Mongols wait in that final, that is familiar territory for Aurora. A match they've played many times, a match they've failed many times. But we've seen streaks broken at the top of this season. Revenge.
팔콘스 임페르노 약간 주권조 모드 아닌가? 아, 좀 길게 봐야죠. 예. 오, 이건 좀 못 넣었네.
Just exits here for Falcons. That's a mess they're mustering, and even their matches on form. Dead to the bomb. Or not. Made a stern stuff. It takes kicks into USP and one AK for Falcons. That's something. Still a commanding T side for Aurora.
And it's just a fact it can keep.
코치 존이게 뭐 벌써 전반에 두 번째 타임아웃까지.
Like this is already feeling like a good enough of a T side from Aurora. They have Falcons in this vulnerable position. Every round's hitting like a 2-for-1. The saves have been getting denied as well. Madge is calling a very punishing brand of Counter-Strike here.
And we know Aurora are a team that love to play as pack on T side. We saw that mostly in Anubis. Some of these 4-1s.
네, 웍식 선수 AWP 주워서 쓰네요. 테러.
And Inferno's another map where that's really, really strong. They seem to be forcing Falcons into a lot of stacks and then just calling their bluff, reading the rotates really, really well.
돌리고 있는.
expecting the inexperience as a squad on this map in officials. That's at least something that Aurora don't have to worry about. Trust in the captain. And great calls so far on this T side. How much sweeter can they make it? Investigating apartments now. Okay, miss smoke.
와우, 무슨 스모크죠?
Emery G won't be happy with that.
No, but you know, we can give him. He's gotten. You know, he doesn't do that much ever. That's a bit of a rare misstep.
Throw smokes?
No, as in miss him. His util's gotten notably better in this Aurora squad. It used to be like one of the main hang-ups for Woxic.
프레임이
You know, at a time where so many squads were using their orb as a kind of
숄더
util
피킹으로
piece of the team.
갔어요. 근데 B 들어오고 있는데 둘 다 플래시 맞고 잠깐 멍 때렸습니다. 그 킥산이 잡고 내죠. 와, 이거를 또 그 와중에 파고들어서 하나 트레이드 따고 가고 플레이를 따브로 부스트된 웍시 니코까지 잡으면은 사이트에 아무도 없어요.
Falcons have no time. And they are
로테이션 갈 수도 없는 게 위카디아를 처리해야 돼가지고 이제 잡네요.
He will lose it, but I don't think you go for this. You are too far out of position. Aurora win the half. Worst case. Everything's better from this point.
I mean, even the fact that you know they're looking for Wicardia, Falcons clearly have a good idea of what they're up against. They know to expect these 1-4 setups with a late lurk on the other side of the map.
아, 인페르노는 그냥 사이트 먹히는 순간 반대편은 세이브라고 생각하세요, 그냥.
Nico and Kixon, right, fighting top banana, one of the only duos to really commit to this position in the modern meta. And
왜 원래 그래?
it was working really well. Nico was like an outlier. He was really
이건 좋네요. 테러 돈 많긴 한데 뭐 그래도 예, 총 빼주고 본인 총 살리고.
more and more trouble in getting multiple kills out of it. Sometimes you'll see that first entry go their way, but then they don't depart. They don't get out.
Well, I think the other problem is right. It's very
한 MIBR의 3대5 B 레이팅.
Fight for that banana control. You end up using a lot of your block util in holding on to the top of banana. And what you'll notice is a lot of teams are quite content to kind of let Falcons do that, right? Like if you double re-smoke
사실 뭐 둘이 재미없다기보다는 맵이 조금 거시게 해서.
And they can't even hang around in that space forever once the util's gone. That's why so many teams have actually moved away from doing it.
일단 바나나를 가. 유티를 겁나 때려 박아요. 막 1,000원 이상씩 땅을 먹어요.
No, I'm kind of nervous that for
그다음에 이제 가위바위보.
Falcons, this is going to be a pretty consistent punish pick against them. Here's another one of these plays.
니코 샌드백 수비. 오, 배제했나요? 산타레스가 트레이드.
The freebie there as Nico battles forward. Wasn't ready for Zantares, up and past him.
You'll take that. Just go. 3 players here. You hear the guy in the site. You know he's in position. Good flash.
Slow down the play.
픽사 연막 속에 큐스케. 메저를 널컵 박아두고 돌리니까 시간 50초 충분.
Aurora go back to middle. No Monacy orb to lock down this position. Rifle instead on the long side.
Still, this play's been kind of forced to come through because of that flash.
A는 리테이크 할 만한데 B가 너무 어렵죠.
The apartments. He fully left his half of the map. So.
오, 연막 열고 인포. 모네씨가 A 페이크일 수 있다. 방금 연막 열어보고 없어가지고. 그래서 모네씨는 B로 붙고요. 25초. 용이 오는데 큐스케 잡고.
More damage done. Pulls his pistol. Support is in. Zantares does follow up. Careful. 13 seconds. They got to get this kill and get the bomb into the site. Monacy trying to.
10초 안에 럼부스트. 플랜트 박나요 이거? 소위탄 닿냐? 받고 갔어요. 자, 체력 27 남은 산타레스 플래시백 맞고 1대2.
Tess's head ripped off
모네시 킬이 없네? 플래시뱅.
He knows that Monacy feeling the burn, feeling the pressure, and he's called his bluff on that first tap of the defuse.
갖고 놀고
Zantares
있어요.
playing mind games.
듀얼.
Swing now. He's given it to Monacy,
시간.
but it isn't time for this. Kit picks
킷
up.
주워서
It's real close. But Monacy, the awareness
모네시의
of
크러쉬.
the sport, he just steals it away.
As a shake for Zantares, he had it in
킷
the bag,
주워가지고.
didn't he? But maybe 7-8 seconds into the stick, thinking it's a kitless defuse for Monacy.
그래도 약간
Goes back for the
시간이
swing.
거의
Perhaps
모자랄
hoping he can get him
뻔했는데
turning around to tap the bomb again.
듀얼 잘 이겼네요.
Couple of seconds of
산타레스
difference
나이스
for
트라이,
Zantares.
모네시
In
윈.
a very nice try with some very sharp shots, but a
그러니까 이게
Molotov
그
off the
저저번 경기에 타일로 사건 있고 나서
Falcons desperately need
옵저버가 엑스레이 컨트롤 잘 하네요. 네, 팔콘스도 혹시 좀 안정돼 그러니까 엑스레이
The
끄네요.
Falcons now fight back for 5 on the half. It's the best they can muster. Aurora first timeout called.
7대3. 테러 연패 보너스 1,900원. 이거 이번 라운드
Good reason. Fully broke. 2 AKs.
돈 쥐어 짜는데 총 다 떨구면은 이코 해야 되고요. AK 하나. 야, 맥10 3개? 유틸 빵빵하게? 태꾸랑? 어디 러쉬 가나요 이러면?
So, you know, if it costs you around every now and again, I think you're willing to let it slide. He did well to even make that such a winnable position for Aurora.
Yasuke starting B here. Supportive util as Banana gets taken fully.
이거 약간 발코니 맥10 들고 막 점프 드랍?
And with this angle, they rotate back.
A 드랍십?
Seems like even Kixon considering a reset. Whole map is quiet. Aurora
앱스에 많이
really
들어오긴
pounce on
했는데요.
middle at a moment's notice.
지금 이제 니코가 바나나를 완전히 장악을 하고 있어가지고
What the idea is for Falcons,
대충 알 거예요. 팔콘스 뭐 수비 3명 다 있고.
Still jump spotting. He's going to get the chance to back off as that molly comes in. Smoke available and can now assist with Kixon.
Even that pop on the smoke just feels super early. It's not going to come back to haunt you.
자, 40초인데 CT가 스모크 가진 거를 다 깠어요. 그래서 테러도 사실 기다렸다가 들어갈 만한 시간은 좀 있어요. 지금 가나요? 유틸 까면서 택구 맥10 점프 폴짝폴짝. 자, 폭탄 죽고 디폴트 박으면 모토 쪽에 못 나오죠 CT.
On a map like this, giving themselves room for error, even though that bomb by the graveyard picked up, put down.
라인업
giving it
몰리.
a go.
이카디아 위치 바꾸고.
So they're risking everything on this round. Going to be broken the next if they come up.
와, 맥10 헤드샷을 저렇게 했어? 뭐야? 위카디아.
Savage.
Sharp shooters on Aurora today. That much is clear. It's not just Zantares. Matt has had a couple of key entries. That's a crazy Mac 10 spray.
팔콘스 돈 관리가 어떻게 돼 있나요? 막 이거 9대3 가나요?
I do think a lot of teams are going to look to punish Falcons here with the relative.
와, 이 뭐야 이거?
With a very inexperienced Kiyosuke on this map, he's kind of limited in terms of the star power, the potential he can get to. Nico and Kixan a little.
아, 긁었는데 SMG가 3개 섞여 있습니다. 심지어 뭐 킥사는 엄프를 선택했네요.
You know, a lot of stuff you can look to do to exploit in this Falcons lineup on this map. Aurora are exceeding in every facet of that right now.
And even just new positions, right? Tessa's pit anchor. It was previously Magic's role in this team. Obviously, only seen a couple of games, but nothing
마지막 라운드
outstanding just
수비
yet.
A셋 B둘.
Still time to recover, but that will likely be in that T side. Falcons are just trying to hold on this defensive half against the
자, 오 보일러 하나. 모네시 트레이드.
Nice kill for Monacy. Must be feeling desperate to make plays. He's been the only source of these opening fights, succeeding for the Falcons.
그래서 킥산이 A 쪽으로 붙나요? 니코 뚫리면 오씨
Zantares peak.
산타레스 피
Waits for no one.
쫓아가서 죽이려 한다 이거.
He wants to run at Nico here.
아니면 니코가 한 번 버텼는데 트레이드 되고
The trade for Magic.
킥산이 도착했지만 이미 시티 스모크의 플랜트.
Just in time that nade.
와 살았어요. 3대3 리테이크.
Ball down low, short. Two players in at Banana and Jota left at the back of B. Smoke in. Nullifies this Banana position. They've got a nade on Magic to blow that open.
연막샷.
Jota gonna try
테세스
and
승리.
lead this to spam, and Tess says that's when he picks him up.
Got a stick.
자 수류탄.
No kit, no kit, and
No
no
kit.
swing for Woxic. Oh, he's going now. The line
그리고
not the diffuser. Woxic's
죽였어요. 록시 9대3.
Woxic.
와우.
A beautiful triple and Aurora running away with Inferno. Falcons just couldn't set a foot
9대3 피스톨입니다.
as they move into the T side.
산타레스 전반 엄청난 활약.
Used to have a good degree of comfort.
듀얼 베레타에 각받은 2명.
struggles in the one game we've seen him
야
play.
바나나에 쌍권총 2명.
And so a lot of
들어오면
burden
갈아주마.
fall to Nico and Monacy.
베이팅이죠. 하프월 플래시뱅 받고 둘 헤드샷.
Despicable for Wakadia, and Zantares has a message to
세
send.
명.
Third kill through the ball.
산타레스
Just keep
과감한
going.
전진.
Coming for the kills. Falcons locked out of this pistol round. They have no choice. They have no
장전하고.
say in the matter. As soon as the mags are back in, Zantares comes in for more. Hasn't even been tagged. Jota in no hurry to die. That bomb is under full control of Aurora.
Jump
And
in.
Zantares is coming for this pistol round, whether you like it or not.
테세스
One
혼자
kill
있긴
for
한데
Falcons in a sea of death. And Tess says,
See, and like even now, bro, Aurora just strapped their heads back on. Everyone was feeling a bit loose there in the 4v1. I know it's a 4v1. They're probably going to win it anyway, but they were looking like they wanted to go hunting. And even now they've called that off. They're like, look, we have the
폭탄
bomb
딱
banana. Let's
떨어져
not make
있으니까
this hard
자리
for
잡은 거
ourselves.
보세요,
We'll slow it
시티들.
right down. Tessa's ain't going to win this.
and they're right.
They wait for the fights to come to them. As soon as they have the info, you have
Wara.
two players to close in from the spawn. Match is actually holding a sick angle as well. Tessa's might just die to that. They've got the spot. There's the swing. Zantares with a hat-trick. Closing in on 20 kills here in a dominant game of Inferno.
And sure, you can look to the fact that, you know, Aurora
GG?
had
첫 번째 맵
fairly
그냥
easy matchups or
빠르게
easier matchups
쓰고?
than maybe others. You know, at the same time, they
팔콘스
still
왜
beat FaZe,
희마리가
one
없지?
with two dominant maps, but heroic as well. Still, they have two players in the top 10 rated of this event. It's Zantares and Woxic.
니코
North of
개깜짝 놀랐네.
Falcons in that same category. Nico just behind at 11. Been really strong games from Zantares all the way through, even with slow starts and
글락
frustrating
브리코
moments.
플래시 하나.
Think about how this game started. He was picked in the first couple of gun rounds, picked by the Monacy Orb. Dead to Nico at Banana. Still 18-7. He's got a point to prove here. Full eco for the Falcons. And one thing, you know, you talk about the Falcon series yesterday against Mouse, it was a bit of a sloppy anti-ecos. They didn't win.
많은 사람들이 결승전 바이탈 대 팔콘스라고 그랬는데.
One exception to that rule. Now here they've not even found pistols.
몽골 대 오로라.
And so full ecos.
와우.
As Aurora just redeemed the free rounds. Falcons try and
팔콘스
max
두
full
결승을
buys.
못 오면 진짜 레전드겠네.
But it's got to be a near flawless T side.
3, 4위전이 바이탈 대 팔콘이라고?
Do
와우.
a thing with this position. Woxic over the top. He sees him coming into spawn. There's no panic here. No reason to be. He can back up as they chase him down. Woxic takes two with him before the gun's picked up, and it's probably too little, too late for young Kiyasuke. On the 4, no
11대 3.
more as Aurora sit on the door of 11 rounds. Just a clinical win. I mean, this is a game where Falcons will have to walk back after this map and just force a reset. Say, hey, we know Inferno's not our jig. We have to lock in for our pick. Train, a whole different conversation.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that was always going to be the case in this series. This is just a very punishing map for the Falcons, one that they have a lot of fires to put out on, and so you had to kind of win this in 3.
Just a shockingly dominant affair. I expected a little bit more from the Falcons in this game. They beat Miles for crying out loud. Not on this map, but they at least made it closer than this.
자, 플래시 까면서 니코가 바나나 들어오고.
It's now for the Falcons.
오,
Aurora have nades ready to go.
메이저 막 유틸 깔 준비하고 있죠.
Maja,
더블 레이드?
a man not to sleep on when it comes to the utility. Waiting for the time to throw this
지금이니?
bounce HE.
뽕. 데미지 없네요.
Got tricks up the sleeve, all right.
시계 보고 지금이니? 빵. 이건 먹었어요.
Second one lands.
한편 A.
Players probing middle here. Kiyosuke needs an entry, and Jota covers his teammates. 5 and 10, but hasn't felt like a problem here.
Dude, even this type of CT round that we're getting out of Aurora, this is the kind of thing you never see from the Falcons. You've got a reblock in at top banana at the 40-second mark. That's the middle finger. That's like, all right, Falcons, you can't play through. You've got to go somewhere else.
They're still forcing fights.
자, 팔코스 A 선택.
Hold on to top mid. Woxic out in the open. Back turn.
오, 역시.
Play around the corner, but he's out of there.
인포 잘 땄고 플래시 던지면서 시간
room.
끌고.
That's something for Falcons.
25초 A 사이트 수비 셋.
He's back into a 3-man hold. Time running low. Falcons
안티 플래시.
have to pick up the pace here. Got to get through cleanly. Kicksan provides the first.
킥산의 더블 킬 엔트리? PCL 조타가
They weren't able to deal with Joe.
조타가 4명을
Kicksan flying solo. Has to get this bomb down and then ace
설치는 되는데 다 잡으면 에이스 클러치.
Kicksan dodges the molly, but a double swing available here. They've spotted him on the retreat. Gonna try and skirt on out of there. No, he'll recommit to the fight. Kicksan. This would be an ace clutch in the 1v2. That's how deep he's going to dig to try and put anything on the board for the Falcons. What a way! And it's
총알이 두 발밖에 없네.
up and over Kicksan, and it's one shy of all 5. Perfection was demanded, and he comes close. But close won't cut it. 12 on the board and many a chance for Aurora to close out this dominant win.
2 bullets in the mag and that clutch there for Kicksan. Almost no way to win it out. Needs 2 headshots to land. And Matt just saves the day. He does right on Jota's huge 4K. And I even think that comes off the mistake of Maja. He could have ended that round rushing the bomb plant with 5 seconds. Kicksan couldn't fake. Maja had that kill on a plate. It gets a little bit shaky, but still closed out by Aurora. And so mistakes matter not. At 12-3, it's all about the dominance of this map. Inferno difficulties. And Falcons with no hero here.
야, 지금 e스포츠 월드컵에 지금 팔콘스 진짜 사우디 국영 펀드 뭐 왕실 돈 해가지고 기업이랑 딱 높으신 분들 다 보고 있는데 지금 인페르노스 13대3?
And a matchup they know very well in the Mongols.
니코 1.2밀리언, 모네시 2.5밀리언, 쿄스케 2밀리언. 뭐 나머지 다 합쳐서 100억에 가까운 팀.
That was the key to that bounty final that they went on to reach. That was the map they were able to take over Spirit in that BO5.
Hey, they loved Vertigo before it got removed.
Yeah.
사실 올해 시작한 팀이라서 우승컵은 하나 있습니다.
To counter this team.
They would have loved a bit of overpass as well, but
코치 조닉은 그 아스트랄리스랑 바이탈리티에서 메이저를 5번 들어올린 레전드 감독인데.
But at the same time, I wouldn't want to play Aurora there either. A flawless CT side against FaZe.
니코 모네시, 켈른 챔피언, 카토위치 챔피언,
kill for Kiyosuke.
MVP
Not been a
많고.
player we've talked about too much in this map. No reason to. As Falcons try and strut up long. A regression here for Jota and Woxic pushing up on the short side. Missed by Monacy. Timing eludes him. They look to root spawn. 30 seconds. If you're really going to make...
자, 29초에 테러가 A가 아니라 CT 스폰 쪽으로 빠져서 B로 가나요?
Moved a muscle. Jota's even cleared mid on this push.
How do you lose this?
20 seconds here. They've got to get a move on. Santare's isn't ready for it. Thinking the play's coming in banana side. Maja still... in position to try this. There's the lineup. 2 dinks down range.
아, 근데 순간적으로 쿄스케도 머리 딩크 당했는데요. 아, 미스요?
야,
팔콘스 그래도 쿄스케 4킬. 에이스?
Just Jota left to beat, but they don't know where he's coming from.
아
They don't know
바나나에서 올
where he
거라는
is.
거를 아까 이제
Suke put down.
대체했고
Come on,
오
finish what
2대1
he started.
모네시
He can.
아직 지지는
Heroic round
않았습니다.
from Kiyosuke. Haven't had to talk about him all game long. At times out of his depth
아저씨.
here on Inferno, but when you give him
계속 먹네.
some straight up gunfights,
아이스크림 먹네.
you can't doubt the
후식도
mechanical
조지고.
ability of this guy.
Yeah, that round is so shocking that even Aurora read it completely wrong, right? Majori flashing Xantares for banana fights, thinking they're getting lurked on, but it's everyone coming through spawn. Caught off guard a little bit of
먹방을 찍고
Aurora
있네.
and capitalized on by the new player of Falcons, but it's one round. It needs to
네,
be
그분
a
맞아요.
stepping
계속
stone to
먹고
something
있어요.
more in this T side.
자 니코 AK 들고 바나나에 왔습니다.
Aurora take a breather with the
프레시
eco.
프레시
Full flashed here, Xantares.
몰리 보고 빠져나갔습니다.
Give it
산타레스. 하지만 샌드백에 있고요.
Stack up for Aurora, but gap found by Falcons.
오로라가 B쪽에 수비 4명 스택이었다가 풀고 로테이션 도는데
Now topping the charts after that last round is equal.
야 라이브러리 만나겠는데요. 하나
You know, when you think about this map, the guy you really
아치도
want kind of
잡고.
delivering for you out of the two of them, the guy that feels like he should be hitting hard is Nico, and he's been struggling.
오늘 씨는 죽었는데
Point.
Even that just feels a
AK?
little rough. Still going to
Okay.
stop the eco from getting out of control.
오로라 윈 not today.
You know, this is a map where Nico hasn't had to make any concessions. Kiyosuke,
OT?
the room provided to it, nudges other people out of their positions. So you want Nico doing a lot more in this map.
It's come off the back of struggling CT sides.
야 CT MP9 움프
For Aurora, it's been quite the opposite. The best CT side has seen in this event.
스틸도 메이저
Full rifle round. They
아
get MP9s and they just brawl at the top of Banana. This might work out. The bomb is here. Monesi's got to be careful. Still trying to back up Kixon. Deep Molly goes in, pushes out the back, but Aurora have more tricks up their sleeve.
Eco steal,
Tessa needs
GG.
to take the space, but AK granted to Acadia. He looks to put it to use. That flash is a problem. Can't get back behind the box in
3대3.
time. And even though
A
Aurora
없고요.
fast flank down Banana,
산타레스가
SMGs
AK를
and Xantares
주웠습니다.
dangerous. Falcons have the sight.
킷은 없네요. 그래서 빨리 좀 가야 될 것 같아요. 오 중간에 잘 끝내.
San.
산.
You might be able to just stop this retake before it ever becomes a threat. Now, Santares has slipped past. Tessa's holding on. I think that's going to cool this off. The AK is very, very valuable.
Okay,
Keeping
AK
that in
save
Santares'
할게요.
hands is a big deal here for Aurora.
Absolutely. Maybe get another if you can. Jota's buying regardless.
오로라가 초크를 당하긴 하네.
They're positioning to set up for a couple of exits here, but Falcons will save on long. Getting away with it this time.
몽골즈 대 오로라가 그쵸 미라지에서 1대11 역전당해서 그때 졌었는데요. 오로라 설마 오늘 또
Nice fights on that CT side, so having some kills could go a long way when we look to train. And quicker than you think this game can get close.
음식 더 달래. 야 근데 쟤네는 뭐 웃는 소리도 막 아하 이렇게 웃냐?
Aggression. This is a change. While Aurora still feel like they have a lot of room, they're going to come through with a cheeky play and Kixan blindsided by.
자 위카데 오프닝
Trying to
킬.
chase this down.
미드 푸시 그냥.
Well, it's a mowdown from
그래도 트레이드가
Aurora.
돼요. 2대2예요.
More aggression into
와우 모네시
And he didn't make that easy for himself. That's
줌을
left it on Tess says he's got a
두
low
배
HP. Walks down
눌러가지고
at the
플릭을
T stairs. He's worlds away from it. The only thing he has is a lot of room. And maybe the element of surprise, but Woxic's trying to be smart.
어딨지?
Tess says earlier in the round they know he could be anywhere.
폭탄 떨어졌습니다.
So Woxic departs, does not want to
테세스는
offer up
혼자
his
A에.
kill.
Just an excellent move for Woxic here. If Tessa's flank CT spawn, he might have had really strong timing to kill Jota. But now he's just going to be left in the middle behind this smoke.
웬만하면 쥐지 않을까요?
And
테세스
Woxic might
과연
even be down on the
크로치 할
ramp
수
to scope up
있을지.
in time to get this info. Tessa's desperately looking for this free kill, or so he thinks.
스모크도 있어.
Smokes are cycled.
아, 하기 싫다.
Tessa has no
매직
chance to get
쓰였으면
this bomb without
수류탄으로.
engaging. Jota's still watching the back.
잡.
There's a smoke to make it
나도 스모크.
on top of the bomb.
오케이, 폭탄 줄게요.
Trying to get away with a robbery.
Spam could end this whole
자,
round.
폭탄 슬쩍 먹고 튀기.
Because Tess says snipes that bomb out from underneath them. 25 seconds, he's got to get a move on here.
웍식이 검거합니다.
Aurora finally finished the task.
조금 끝내는 건 어렵지만 그래도 오로라 인페르노 손쉽게 가져가네요.
Aurora on this troublesome Falcons Inferno. Won't be shy of ideas.
자, 갑니다. 두 번째 맵은 팔코스가 픽한 트레인 3승 0패. 그래도 전승이고 나름 이 맵이 근데 CT가 좀 유리한 맵입니다. 그래서 오로라 CT에 스모크가 일단은 테러 스모크 뭐 실수하고 시작하는데요.
So cancel the plan, make a new plan, as they say.
야, 피스톨 라운드에 저 귀중한 스모크를 에임으로 하면 되죠.
That P250 hits harder.
니코의
God, Nico
P250
tries to follow up. It's a bit messy, but he's got cover from Modesty, and Jose's not getting out of that corner alive. 5v3 for the Falcons. Entries of theirs, flooding in at the CTs, but these double jewels.
머리 딩크 당하고 마무리.
Inferno flank from the pop side. Madra in the sight, just going to get overwhelmed here. Too many targets. And not enough time. Wicardia 1v3.
How interesting can he make this? First kill was clean on the dualies. He's ready.
오, 1대 4에서 둘, 셋!
Wicardia's
와, 위카디아 1v4! 듀얼 베르타 크루치!
1v4 out of nowhere.
And I mean, that's got Santares smiling away. Even no one can believe what they've just seen. Aurora.
쌍공초.
That's what the confidence does for you. And for Falcons,
니코 안 믿긴다는
that is the
표정.
roughest possible outcome. Full control over the pistol, and suddenly Wicardia hits them with a haymaker.
다 헤드야.
Punch in the pistol round, and any hope of
개콘스 진짜 뭐하나요? 1대 4를 진다고 피스톨. 듀얼 베르타 한 명에 그것도 전부 다 팀플레이 안 하고 그냥 1대1 듀얼을 4번을 걸어줘서 엄프에 갈려요.
And not much you can do picking that up. You're probably even going to prioritize Deagle. Hicks and Will. Dear oh dear. For the Falcons.
플래시 맞으면 모니터 화면 팍 오니까 중간에 그거 근데 ESL대에도 설치해놔요. 그래서 라운드 중에는 반투명, 불투명, 라운드 끝나면 다시 투명해져요. 그래서 서로 얼굴 보고 뻑큐 날리고 이제 할 수 있고. 안티 있고 MP9 3킬.
He just charges at his opponents. Faith in himself, faith in his aim.
불투명했다가 투명해졌다가 이제 바뀌어가지고 라운드 끝나면 일어나서 소리 지르고 할 수 있어요.
As an individual, looking pretty good as well. Talking about him proving his individual form, running around, strong SMGs. Wicardia in that previous map the same. It's a very scary Aurora to be facing right now.
오, 메저 선수 어그를 쓰네. 역시 또 뭐 그쵸? 트레인 장거리 교전하는 맵이니까.
On any map is going to add fuel to the fire. It's going to make you want to improve it, and that's what they did coming out of the player break. Beating NIP in overtime at Cologne.
B홀의 테러들 지금 뒤 잡힐 수 있어요.
NIP, but NIP are a trained specialist team. This has been their go-to since the inception of the roster. So.
계속 쳐다봐 줘야죠. 뒤에서 언제 나올지 모르니까. 근데 타이밍.
They've definitely done some homework coming into this new season, looking to take this series
오, 모네시 잘 돌아봤어요.
Second one surprises.
아, 근데 한 명 더 있어서 산타레스가 둘을.
That is all that you bargained for.
dude, he's still alive. They finally get this, but kicks.
3대0 오로라.
It's looking so ugly. It's looking so messy.
야, CT 푸시 너무 잘 먹혔습니다.
Kill one, but then they run back through the Molotov. They get trapped to chase that kill. Bomb drop twice over.
볼 컨트롤 제대로
It's
당했네.
disastrous.
And I mean, you know, this is the problem with having kind of some glaring map pool issues.
B 익스큐션을 하다가 등 뒤에서 갑자기 산타레스가 그냥
throughout the rest of the
가져가
series, you know, they have to train. They have to have a
돈이
good showing
머리를
here.
쥐어뜯습니다. 뭐하냐?
Come in switched on. Well, thus far they've lost a 1v4 in the pistol. That there, they fall to the bonus round out of Aurora. This is already a rough way for Train to open.
Ready and waiting. Woxic on Ivy is going to be a lot of fun to watch in this game.
Well, dude, even through some of these like strugglesome times,
야, 아이비 팝플래시 제대로 먹였네요.
on this AWP.
And you're going to tell me Madge is running the org as well, Harry? Old man, you
아름답게 떨어지는 포물선?
teaching Falcons a thing or two. I do.
예,
I think
뭐죠?
this map is
싱커
such a trap,
커브볼?
you know, the fact that you see Aurora had this huge loss streak on it. To be
포수
honest, I
커브.
didn't know what Falcons would pick coming into the day. Maybe a Dust 2, but even that looked bad at Cologne. Eliminated
여기
versus
CT
Fury
맵이라서
there. But yeah, the
보긴 해야
trade
돼요.
is temptation because Falcons have great results on it.
저번에
even with the
누구지?
previous roster,
7대0에서 역전당했던 게
I
누구죠?
just think Aurora have been
타일루 대
jumping on
아스트랄리스.
train from the day one of it coming into the map pool, and even though you have a lot of losses,
보긴 해야 돼요.
that only makes you look at it harder coming into a new season. Nice shot for Kiyosuke, but that bomb is deep down on Ivy, and Aurora say, we're not going to give you the time of day, we're not going to give you the kills. So 4-0, Eco gone.
4-0.
Falcons need to win this gun round.
Yeah. I mean, that's. I think you're dead on with that descriptor. It's like it's kind of you've entered into the unknown a little bit. Because even though Aurora have had a string of losses, talk about it.
헬코스 진짜 근데 최근에 큐스케밖에 안 보이는 것 같다.
Specialists in the new maps and look to make them a staple of the pool.
잠깐만요, 승률 찾아드릴게요.
And I mean, you said it coming into the series. Nothing's going to get you to go over and examine this map like a string of close losses, but a 9-loss streak nonetheless.
트레인 CT 승률 53.8%, 트레인 테러 46.
Extra 10%
차이
refinement.
진짜 커요.
Cool setups. Wait, how is he this high up?
오버패스급이네.
Woxic found a spot. First time I've seen it.
약간 뒤집어진 아누비스.
6 foot versus 5'11", crouched down right in front of him. Look at that.
Blood is
오, 이
floating.
점프 좋은데?
He's standing on the padlock.
플래시.
All right, flashed out though.
금방
That's a bit of a
못 쳤네?
problem. His teammate can't bail him. Are you ready for one more? Surely you are.
와,
The
좋다,
timing
타이밍.
on the swing is good.
그래도
Jota
스트레이트.
followed up. Nico finds that very important trade to keep the round breathing, but Santares does not
산타레스가
relent.
니코를 잡으러.
Comes into
아이비
backstab
푸시 나왔어요?
Nico. Smoke push denied. Does that send Nico back into A? He is not in a hurry. Resetting through
2대4.
spawn.
Santares is really tunnel visioned on getting this kill, and he might end up walking into Nico's trap here.
Chasing ghosts.
어,
This could work for Nico though. You're looking for a
아,
kill.
니코
Yeah, exactly.
좋은데 이번 라운드
Kills
트리플
trying to get
킬.
fed to Falcons in this round. They make the
Ricardia,
most of it.
1v4. Surely not again.
1대4?
One under the belt already. Here's the footsteps
Oh,
to
God.
Kingsdown, who's trying to get out there with the
폭탄.
bomb in tow.
아이고.
Monacy still
까비.
back Ivy side with the AWP. And Nico attempting to hold down this B site in the downtime.
이카디아
He's
또
holding for
1대4
Ricardia
하면
to
레전드.
rotate. Molly will slow Ricardia. But for now, he's got a 1v2 rolled out in front of him. It's Monacy closing the gap with a backstab. And surely someone's saying to him, come on, you've won this already.
오늘
There's Monacy
CT에서
arriving.
멈췄습니다. 테러 첫 번째
So
라운드.
finally, Falcons
4대1.
will break through.
Yeah, it comes down to a really strong flash, and Woxic can't get out of position. I think if he manages to finagle himself out of Pop Dog, he can re-peek, help Jota out. They start the round from the back foot, so really good flash into Pop.
보통 모네시 그쪽 할 거는데
Nico
지금
able to
그럴 상황이 아닌 것
dodge
같네.
the hunt of Xantares. That push from Madja feels the most unnecessary, given he's got an org.
노스코프도 참네.
But Aurora, they've come in with some interesting setups already. So they're cooking something here on this CT side. Falcons break through in that must-win gun round.
진지해요 지금.
And it's not out of the question to see some
일리아,
very strong
모네시
CT leading score lines here on
베스트
train.
오퍼? 오, 더블레이드 좋은데요?
Stack. So that's one way to deal with someone who's been a real nuisance in this game.
팔콘스 슬슬 정신 차리나? 본인들 픽맵인데.
It's uncertain though.
돋보기 안경이 간다.
He wants to just try and extract one kill here, hanging around. He would have multiple players with backs turned. Nico now on the line, and so Magic decides against it. Maybe do his betterment as Nico homes in on this position.
It's very uncertain, keeps changing his mind, but the rotate's coming in to support Woxic with an orb. Magic pushed off, they hear the molly tick. Falcons execute but not committed. That
A로 돌리는데요.
rotating back through con just for the meantime, so they have a window of opportunity. Falcons gonna take it.
자, 팝에서 나올 생각. 니코 혼자 파다가 죽을 뻔했어요.
You don't want to let Nico survive here, but he's not really given us the choice. Here's the pop push, and they get decimated on it. Monacy tries to reply. 30 seconds now. Zantares and Woxic in the right place to shut this one down.
점프.
Woxic actually hit.
산타레스가 그냥 둘 쓸어버려. 부스트 박살.
Zantares looking as strong as he did back on Inferno. And a bit of an oversight for Falcons, not clearing a very common position post-pop.
I mean, I think, it was always going to feel kind of awkward with three players just brute forcing the play out the pop dog. You don't have that main lurk. You don't have any other pressure.
그거는
else, it's the smallest choke point you can leave to try and get out into this
상대가 진영 선택권이 있어요. 근데 세 번째 맵은 칼전으로 진영 선택을 하고요. 그래서 본인들이 픽한 맵은 상대가 유리한 진영을 선으로 가져갑니다.
Falcons want to pick up the pace. It looks like it. Kiyosuke trying to put the AK to work, but over the top of the box.
예를 들어 내가 두 번째 맵에 뉴크를 해. 그러면 상대가 선 CT를 선택하죠.
Jota even gets info on pop as well. The goal is clear from the Falcons, and it's blocked. Still more util to come down here as Aurora check their corners, make sure the Falcons haven't got anyone in position. This molly kills Kingston. Nothing to do about that.
팔콘스 선택이죠.
Spammed on his exit.
본인들 생각인 것
So
같아요.
5-on-3, Aurora sit back comfortably.
I mean, this is just a treat, though, isn't it? Right there, this is one of the most stacked teams in this Falcons squad.
오, 크라우드 치팅. 니코 더블킬, 에임 좋았고요.
Play through the smoke, he catches the timing. Nico opens this round up single-handedly. You didn't really have to say his name all too much on Inferno. Let's see if he can leave an impression on train. Clean enough for Monacy. A tap to find Woxic.
테스트 싹 쓸어버리면서 그래도 발코니 공격 한 번 더 성공. 타임아웃?
Good solo play from Nico, finding a timing.
조니 코치가 방금 라운드 이기고 타임아웃을 거네요.
Falcons don't let that one slip away from them. It's important they don't, because you're not going to get that many times over. This is a heads-up move for Nico.
좋았다.
Huge opportunity opening up now, breaking the money of Aurora like that. It's not too late in the half to win it out, to get a really strong T side. And so, an important timeout for the Falcons to take
타임아웃은 그리고 그 정규 라운드 안에 3번, OT부터는 한 번. 타임아웃 몇 번 남았는지 보여주죠, 지금. 양팀 한 번씩 쓴 상황이고.
Where Mongols already wait, ready to play a BO5, watching on. With $500,000 for first place hanging in the balance.
연장 갈 때마다 한 번씩 추가돼요. 1차 OT, 2차 OT, 3차 OT 할 때마다 하나씩. 아닌가? 연장 전반에 하나, 후반에 하나인가? 연장 한 개당 한 개지? 한 개당 하나. 이번 라운드 오로라 피스톨 있고 돈이 없네요. 그래서 한번 아껴갖고 B사이트에 5명 몰빵 수비 배치 해놨는데 팔콘스가 잘 피해서 A로 갈지. 근데 A 가는 것 같아요. 아닌가? A 가는 것 같죠? 샌드위치
Very
스모크.
patient here. Looks like they are going to dodge this stack.
팔콘스 마우즈까지 잘 잡아놓고 대떡 먹으려는 거 싫어요? 네, 지금 좀 경기가 이상한데요.
And so they pick correctly in amidst this slow round. No danger presented by these pistols as they get dodged.
이게 팔콘스.
And you know, this is where the game can look to come alive.
누구한테나 이기고 누구한테나 질 수
Just a
있다?
handful of rounds. It's already doing a lot of the legwork here, breaking Aurora's money.
네, 사실
Are we going to get a unicorn round?
저는 8대4.
There's very little incentive to
그러면
play
CT
like this
가서
really
역전할 수
on
있다고
CT
생각해요.
side because you get that win bonus, you get that kill bonus across your team for each frag you find. So I think a bit
이미
of a
3점이니까.
wasted opportunity here for Aurora to
최악의 상황은
avoid
아니고요.
going for
그냥
damage
잘 하고 있어요.
and going for bonus money. I think even the concept of trying to save 5 USPs is flawed in the current meta. You should always go for damage. Like you're giving away $300 to death, but your gains are so much higher.
아유, 반대로 말했는데
So whatever.
히로익이 스피릿을 이겼죠. 그래서 동크를 탈락시켰고 히로익은 오로라한테 졌어요. 오로라. 이제 지금 이렇게 4강 올라온 거고. 자, 풀바이 라운드 봅시다. 웍식 또 AWP 사왔고.
Woxic dropped over a Famus. Hasn't bought any util himself either. Just a bit curious here. It's left him with extra money. In a very like light util round for Aurora that doesn't feel inconsequential. Speaks to the fact that Woxic wants to be involved early on this horse. Doesn't want to be burdened by losing all the util for the team. Still should have passed it over. There he is attempting that early.
아, 혼자 아이비가 테스스는 잘렸어요. 그러면 이거 공격이 좀 어그러지나?
Tessus walked the smoke.
오,
They
램프.
do the same on B. Bomb spotted.
폭탄을 봤어요.
A lot of info here.
조타의 피킹.
And this time Jota in position was supposed to clean that up.
야, 위카드 살았어. 위치 바꾸고
It's getting ugly.
커넥터로 수비 로테이션이 더 도착했죠.
They do
연막샷.
not have the bomb.
폭탄이 떨어져 있습니다. 4대2.
They try and climb back up the ramp. That's denied completely. Now, Aurora flood the site. 4 players here, realizing this one's open for the taking. Falcons are holding for flanks that don't exist. Ghost hunting. Maybe a lapse in communication, but it's left them boxed out in the halls. And this lack of util no longer a problem as Aurora just wait to hold these choke points. I don't know what went wrong here for the Falcons, but wrong it went. Dropping down the ramp with the AWP denied by the close position, and Wakadi goes on to bail out the round.
I love watching 팔콘스 lose.
All in all.
아, 바로 알바들 가동하나? 질 수 없다.
Feel the pressure, feel the nerves, make mistakes across this series. They've granted the opportunity for redemption here on a T-sided train.
Imagine with that French connection, he's still loving the Famus. The Falcons, you don't want this to feel like a huge missed opportunity. You kind of have Aurora still scrappy and on the ropes here. Both teams approaching the end of their money.
나도 다른 데면은 니코모네시 좋아요. 팔콘스 응원하는데 왜 여기 홈에 오니까 왜 이렇게 비호감 되냐?
Very solid T side if they can pick it up for Aurora. It's the beginning of another beatdown. So this round weighted very heavily. No one rushing into it as a result. Really one hell of a gamble there. So Wakadi was about to
내가
leave
G2
B
상복을 입고
entirely.
와서 그런가?
This round is open. right now, but it does look like they're splitting on this A site. That's a huge info play down Ivy. Madge is even going to push the boat out to try and get this flank. It will leave him out of the action, but it will.
오, 메이저 선수 이거 푸시 나와가지고 테시스 유틸 가다가 꼼짝킬 당하겠어요.
This wall is wall bangable, but he doesn't even need to risk it. Walking up to just take the kill to guarantee this opening frag. Jota follows up in the meantime. Xantares through the smoke. They're going into the stack. The belly of the beast dissolved by the stomach acid. 2-on-4. Nico inside of the smoke.
둥글게
Along. And Monacy with an orb, but no time to do a thing.
15초 세이브 할 수 있냐? 근데 메이저가 왔다.
Oh my god.
Monacy might just fall. This orb
망했어요 발콘.
Madge one step ahead.
Yeah,
와 메이저 막 불붙었어. 하이프
Tessa's faking out Ivy and then pulling back. They don't reclaim Ivy instantly. They wait 20 seconds before Madge reflashes and goes back and gets that info. You see that position clear that late in the round, you take your chance to flank.
I mean, Madge is one of these guys who likes to kind of lead with his read of the game, his intuition. The rest of Aurora
어제 마우즈 잡던 팀 어디
I
갔죠?
think for a while he actually kind of lost his magic there, right? And you saw some of these slowdowns, but here at EWC and as of late, Madge is feeling so back, so dialed in. That's another fantastic read. He's had a bunch of them in this game. I actually think in there,
혹시 바이탈리티가 3, 4위전 내려갔다는 소식 듣고 쫓아가려고? 아, 바이탈이랑 싸울 거야. 뭐 3, 4위전 내려갔어? 우리도 간다.
That's so much of what Inferno is.
쫓아간다 자유.
Put a stack in the B bomb site, for example. How are you supposed to get that info without a roaming player coming through without
아, 일요일 개코나는 날이라.
So many times forcing Falcons into 3-4-man B holds and then just going back into fast A pops. Some really well called T rounds for Madra in this whole tournament.
바이탈티 있는 곳이 결승이죠.
Right now, City side train on a map that Aurora had a 9-loss streak to close out last season. They've come in with
아직 그래도
fuel on the fire. And burning Falcons down now.
7대5 8대4 할 수 있지? 이코스틸 이번 라운드 이코스틸 하면 되지.
I mean, this was how Falcons made it here into this semi on one of these low buy rounds. They tear through B.
역시 팔콘스는 놀려야 잘함.
Charging in and a swarm of Falcons overrun Aurora.
Woxic's head in hands after that. He missed multiple opportunities with the AWP.
팔콘스는 웃고 있다.
Had his fair share of missed shots in this map, despite the scoreline. And look what it does. Falcons with 1 AK and a bunch of Deagles crack their way cleanly into a site. Is there hope still in this map? Oh, cheeky. With that sandwich smoke, not opening up many opportunities here. Tucked in is Tessez on Ivy. He wants this play. If Xantares goes too far, looks good. Or the T side. Monacy opens up his. Tessez follows up as well. Still a trade. All picked up by
산타레스 트레이드 하나 3대4.
And B does feel like the answer. It's been their way into this T side. It might just be their way out in the last round. Blocked at the pop.
리카디아가 B 수비 보러 왔고.
I mean, they're in position to go for this 3-man pop play again.
세 명이 팝으로?
Betrayed them once before, coming through this choke
point. 근데 마침 오로라가 타이밍이 좀 이제 B 보러 가버렸어요. A 피웠어요.
Being the way in for Falcons in so many of these rounds. That's Madge's read of the situation here. And you can't live and die on his read of the game.
I mean, but Xantares can still get a shot off, live, try and hold on to A,
35초.
give them some control for the retake. There's no kit right now. Maybe they can find one.
플래시 팝에서 3명 나왔습니다.
Late out from main. He heard Monacy throwing in the util.
커넥터에 좋다. 오, 모네시 메인에서 잡았고.
Great knowledge of how the round was playing out. Backstab for Nico on another one of these smoke walks. And once again, it's looking to save the day for the Falcons. He's had a number of cheeky moves like that. Aurora
등뒤에 킥산 있어요.
behind enemy lines, and now it's down to Akadi and Jota. Awkward fights here as they're sandwiched. A blinder of a 180.
니코 대 조타.
No idea as to where Nico has gotten to. No kit in the
노킥.
round.
아, 이건
Time is
가스.
running out for
바닥에
Jota.
킬이 있나요? 아니죠.
And Falcons will pull through 5 rounds on this
이러면
side.
7대5잖아.
Nico looking to be
결국
in good
팔콘이
form, not afraid to take some
본인들이
risks.
픽한 맵
That's
프레임
the Nico
CT가
the Falcons are gonna need
유리한
if they
맵에서
wanna
테러
recover in
5점.
this semi-final. Falcons have, you can attribute
자, 오로라
over half of them to
7대5
Nico and Nico
피스톨
alone.
테러 먼저 A 빨라요 공격.
Kissinger, Julie's up close. This one's tense. Pistol means so
듀얼베르타.
much. This deep into a game. Kingston and Kiyosuke rally down.
야, 위카디아가 전반 피스톨 라운드 때 했던 것처럼 쇼스케도 듀얼베타.
In the pistol round.
이러면 팔콘 자, CT가 유리한 본인들이 픽한 맵 트레인에서
And suddenly we've got a game.
5대7에 피스톨까지 따면 이제 진짜 3꽝 맵을 볼 수 있게 됐어요.
Hope was dying there towards the end of that T side for Falcons. One forced by victory out on the B bomb site opened up a 5-round half. Seems like they're here to seize that opportunity.
Gladiator Deagle round.
All right, one at a time, boys.
You let Wicardia play, you cycle that Deeg.
But look at the setup, because Falcons have no one Ivy, so you're going to be waiting a hot minute. And you don't want to scale.
아이비 쪽을 픽산이 좀 사이트 안쪽에서 보고 있기 때문에 테러가 잘 들어오고 있긴 한데 위카디아의 딕을 하나로 열어야 되는데요. 프리코 라운드.
And honestly, this fight on the train is deceptively nice for the T's, I feel like. Oh, there's the Dig. Kixan.
Hello.
킥산, 헬로.
Set an example at least. Here's the support though,
네네네네.
and the rifles clean up.
Easy.
이지.
Gladiator round. One gladiator, be a bunch of lions,
안
and
됩니다.
the lions
진짜
win.
동점
Kind of
플로리스.
got mauled. But here we go. Here's the game now for Aurora. T side, the difficult side, and an even map right now. Falcons certainly favored
응원이
point in the
살아나네.
game. But Aurora know just how hard it can be. So much game tape,
올해는
so much
진짜
going wrong at the end of last season.
카스에서 하던 응원 문구가 아닌데 말이죠. 야, 근본 뒤지게 없네요.
For them to break that 9-loss streak.
2002 월드컵 축구도 아니고 참.
So you'd certainly expect a little bit more for Aurora.
그러니까 카스에서는 잘 안
Lots of
써가지고.
close losses in there. Overtimes, 13-11s.
뜬금없긴 해.
They decide to start it all off with a little execute.
돈 주고 산다.
Texas and Monaco.
맨시티, 뉴캐슬, 팔콘스 레츠고.
What you got?
파리 생제르맹 레츠고. 자,
Here's a set piece.
So fine.
Tessez can't keep them at
좋다.
bay.
엔트리 더블킬. 그래도 트레이드가 되고 있어요. 산타레스 하나 더.
Down by Santares. Who lives to tell
니코와
the tale
킥산
just
B에
barely
도착합니다.
getting
오,
out. 25
니코!
HP. Them swinging on to Nico.
보여주는구나.
Fights
나는
they might come
숫지가
to
아니다.
regret taking with the game that Nico is
그
having.
긴 거.
As Kixan closes in.
나는
It's left to
MVP.
Maja in this clutch.
10개,
And when Aurora
9개.
were at their best, Maja was pretty fearsome in
오,
these clutches.
잠깐만요.
Let's see if he can piece this one.
인게임 리더끼리 1대1 킥산이 승리합니다.
And so Falcons move into the lead as the
역전.
captains clash. Kixan comes out ahead.
Yeah, Badger just shoots a little bit too soon. Crosshair not on head. Kicks and ducks under. Smoke in the way. Felt like Badger had to go for that fight instantly. That's exactly what Kixon wanted. Great double for Nico, though. Zantares, again, we've seen a couple
니코가
times,
멀티킬
even on
라운드
Inferno.
임팩트 있는 라운드들이 트레인에 좀 많네. 그래 잘 하고
Don't
있네요.
necessarily need to take the fight, but he's got hot hands. It is what let
그래,
lets
본인들이
Falcons
픽한
back
맵
into that retake.
시티인데
A
잘
man
해야지.
down. To price Aurora will have to pay. Pistols and Galils with a hero AK.
하마스로 그렇게 장거리를 또 이렇게
They want to run it back.
잘 쐈네요.
Honestly, Zorb this time sits back.
자, 모네시의 답이 있는 B 사이트 수비 둘.
Going to be a lot harder to break into this bomb site.
익스큐션.
Found two quick double entries. the previous round, but look at the positions Falcon takes now. No one on the chopping block.
자, 퓨스케 커넥터로 황급히 뛰어오고 와! 카스2 불을 어떻게 질렀어?
Falcons play it safe on the extremities. It's a clean shutdown.
불 밟고 다 타
Set
죽었어.
piece after set piece for Aurora, but they just can't find a way in.
오로라 두 번째 타이머.
Burned as they are really racking them up here.
우와!
Falcons finding their form, as would have always been a requirement for them in this series.
You see them adapt ahead of the back-to-back executes, right? Just playing really passive round. Refusing to let that same play be an option for Aurora.
아우 시끄러.
Requires the entries to go their way, and Falcons give away nothing. Clean round. A full by now on the Aurora T side. They've definitely cooled off. Falcons taking more and more space. Pop push comes in. It's a window nade. Oh dear. Just avoided.
아니 너무 시끄러워졌잖아 이거.
Double push. Honestly, in the room to lead on this AWP. You want him to snipe one from the ranks and then try and chase him down. That's when Kiyosuke springs the trap.
모네시님 이게 뭐죠? 와 모네시 퓨스케 제대로 그냥 터졌네요.
Opportunity away, Aurora. Though they still got to group up and go for a hit together. They might just go into this full BX sec. We know they like it already, but they're not going to wait and give Falcons time to stack this site.
Tesses, here's this. Here's the moving in ramp side. That's nearly the lineup. He does a lot of damage here. I don't know if Falcons are ever going to want to give this one a go.
Santare's aggressive on low health.
옥식이 혼자 돌고 있어가지고.
That entices them. Him missing this timing, I think, is actually a bit of a blessing in disguise.
도로 술래잡기.
Now he's realized con clear.
세이브하러 갔네요. 근데 하나 잡히고.
One more before all is said and done. Nico just trying to get out, and Woxic takes a nice line to stop that. Bit of an awkward miss for Monacy. Not a common sentence, and Kiyosuke's aim doesn't adjust. Two rarities appear in Pop. And Aurora
팔 들고 한 점 차. 니코 AK 하나 가져갑니다.
Don't get gifted rounds like that very often. Nico's AK saved. Full buyback for the Falcons. Aurora one behind.
처음에 이제 CT가 좀 푸시 나왔는데 여기서 갑자기
Yeah, you just don't really expect Monacy to miss there. It's Brown for Kiyosuke. He's just trying to give Monacy room.
너가 선택한 팔콘스 행위다.
But it leads to this just kind of awkward engagement over in Pop.
동크의 옆에서 뛰는 미래도
When they're
있었겠지만
gifted that double kill, they will convert upon it.
돈을
Tricky
선택했지.
map for Madges, preferred like 1-4 split of cooling as well.
Oh my god!
와우 니코 what?
Spam connects. Madja dead off the
유리창
rip.
월뱅.
Ow! Tracks him through walls. That saved AK. Wrecks Aurora's captain.
플래시와 함께 피킹.
Got to do it a man down. 4v5. No AWP on Woxic. He comes back from the main side. We get closer. Util ready to block. Kiyosuke in position. Smokes come down. Careful. Looking the wrong way.
지금 아무도 팝을 순간적으로 놓치고 있어요. 나오고 있어요.
Strong positions from Falcons.
Nico and he just goes back to check it though, thinking they've got time. Kills gifted the way of Aurora. Look to break back through here and now.
하나 잡고
It starts
3대3.
with that wallbang from Nico. A 5v4.
산타레스 IB에서 도착.
Pull up, contact through Pop Dog. And they catch Falcons sleeping at the wheel.
Timing is devastating as well. Two players were
타이밍.
offside, then they jigged
진짜.
the setup.
아무도 순간적으로 다 놓쳤어 그냥.
Nico peeks to reach
탑에서
the top
나오는 거.
perhaps and just gets caught in the open. Aurora so cheeky. And despite that stunning opening kill
니코
for
it's
Nico
time to
through the wall,
switch to Valorant.
nothing more comes for Falcons in this round. They must save those two guns. Money start to drip dry now on the CT side. Trading rounds out are these two teams.
다시 동점.
I think you can justify a buy here. Nico's got enough.
야 이거 좋았는데.
Could throw something into the mix just to keep Aurora honest. Especially against low economy rounds, you're going to expect these B executes here for Aurora where there's minimal ways to stop it.
샷건.
And so, is their finger to the pulse? Do they read this buy for Falcons?
마지막 타임아웃이 팔콘스에서 나옵니다.
He can drop a gun over and buy another. They've got a full rifle round here, do Falcons.
I mean, this feels like the kind of game-defining round, really.
니코 메이저,
Falcons with enough
오로라
cash
메이저.
to get another buy together, but that's approaching the end of its tether here. And this late in the game, if your economy comes crashing down, what can you hope for?
샌드위치 스모크 시작.
The 1-4 split.
자, 또
Jota
팝으로.
left to patrol pop on his
자,
lonesome.
이번에는 오로라가 아이비 쪽으로 갈렸는데 모네시의 답이거든요.
Aggressive there in this round, and so he will have freedom. He will have room to work with. This is actually a very good position for Aurora
풀뱅
to be in.
까주고 오 팝플래시
He's going
좋은데?
to try and break through pop. Uses that flash to
얘는
displace
오퍼를 한번
Monacy.
밀어냈어. 뛰어요.
Oh. Line up,
Yeah.
missed shot, nothing comes from the Monacy orb.
모네시 미쳤나봐.
Out Ivy, but Wacardia has something to say about that. This smoke is a window into the site. Wacardia hangs on the edge of it with the bomb, doesn't want to lose it this early in the round. His team are still blocked. They're late
잡았네요.
to this position, Wacardia's gone. Monacy trying to save this
pickup.
round.
Big for Monacy after a couple of misses here at the start of play. That one leaves just Woxic
SS
alone
좋고.
on the Ivy side. Bomb now
네,
dropped. A recovery
2대3,
mission
2대3,
for
1대3.
Aurora, and it's only Maja left standing. Low health
위치
on Monacy,
들켰고.
but they've got the info. They've got Maja trapped. Layers to this defense. He's going to go looking for kickstand, and Falcons are aware. It's Maja! That's his round, and that is one hell of a mark to leave. The triple swing cut down by Aurora's captain. And those are the clutches that Maja so often brought to the table for this team.
In a team of superstars on Falcons, you'd expect those rounds from them. In this series, we've had 3 remarkable clutches for Aurora. Woxic 1v3 on Inferno, Wacardia is 1v4 on this pistol,
메이저.
and now Maja brings a round out of nowhere.
다 헤드샷이에요.
And that breaks everything for Falcons. They were all in on this round. That might be the clutch that defines this semi-final.
They had their bomb at the feet. They had it on Ivy.
I mean, this is the guy
탄을
that's looking
아이비에
to up his
잘
individual
가지고
level. Looking to
있는데
get
3명 다 피킹하고
back
죽었어요.
in a
레전드.
big way. Someone who, for the longest time, has just felt like he's had unfinished business in this game.
야,
He
1대3
retired
그렇지.
technically years ago, went to Valorant for all of 3 weeks, and then came
푸시,
back to
시티
Counter-Strike.
푸시.
Still has
이건
stuff to
좀
prove.
잘
Don't fall
통했네.
down here though. This force by
네,
instantly
포스바이
finds
AK 2개
success.
가져오고요.
And that is a gut punch after riding the high of a Maja 1v3 to have it torn away in the next round at the hands of this eco from the Falcons. That would be devastating. Can Woxic and Maja bail themselves out of this 2v4?
Yeah, let's see what they do. Molotov could really open up the field here. Monacy gets blocked by it. Does Kiyosuke continue to fight, or does he fall back on his own? Woxic waits for a re-peek. Ollie goes in. Monacy called out. Kiyosuke, decision to make. Nico with the jiggle. They see one more player.
근데 여기서 한 번 더 꼬아서 여기서 2대4를 지는 거임. 와, 팔콘스 설마 아니겠죠?
Bomb picked up. Falcons playing the clock, playing the objective. 40 seconds. Creep back down
기출
the ramp.
변형.
Nico Deagle. One kill goes a long
잘 잡네.
way, and he lands that
니코의 디글.
headshot.
다시 10대 10 동점. 개웃기네요, 역시. 빠와 까를 미치게 하는.
Explosive crunch in the B halls.
이번 라운드는 또 손쉽게 잘 이겼어요.
And no high to ride now.
푸시가 잘 통했네요.
Straight back down to reality.
아, 진짜 삼각 봐야지.
You've been on in these last few rounds.
보스바이,
You thought you had the
고스트.
game. You thought you were moving into those finals. You just had this round a later rest. And it's oftentimes that Falcons, when they feel like they have nothing to lose, when they're coming through on these low buys and they're just
오로라도 마지막
very
타임
simple,
왔어요.
stripped back, basic CS that they hit super hard. That was how they
옥식
managed to
선수
get to
답이
the
아니라
semi-final.
스카웃이네요, 저거.
They rushed down into the top side. A Nuke versus Mouse, an explosive round there. Here they've done it now a couple of times over.
이거 연패 보너스 2,400원이라서
The money to get them 5 on the T half. Just that full B
잠깐만,
rush down the ramp
CT도
through the smoke.
1,900원. 그래도 얘네는 저축을 좀 해놨어. 5,000원, 3,000원이 있는데
This is the decider here. 10-10.
중요한 라운드네요.
Loser of this round, full broke.
팔콘 일부러 저러는 거냐고?
Most important round of this semi-final yet in front of your eyes.
야, 태그 당했어.
Oxix got the angles, searching for a toe to grab.
컨셉
Tagged.
진짜
Hickson already.
극한의 컨셉.
Tessa's full belt, using it.
니코도 그러고 싶겠지. 메이저 무관인 게
It comes in from Monacy. That all is on the bomb
일부러일까?
site right now. Aurora suffocated by smokes. Blocked in 3 of the 4
A
choke
스플릿
points
준비하는
in
것
this
같습니다,
round.
오로라.
That means there won't be much for later.
야, 또 아무도 팝을 안 쳐도 니코, 예, 봤어요.
Contact play. Nico eyes on the prize this time.
근데
Not gonna
죽었어요.
let them out for free. So you think Zantares
미친 교수께도 갔어요. 산타레스 더블 오프닝
He's here to make a statement.
엔트리킬.
I mean, talk about putting some unfinished business. Santares certainly fits the bill. For years, this guy was spoken about. Used to dominate in online setting back in Space Soldiers. Finally managed to break in to the top 20 last year.
Oh, Mr. Santares!
Coming for a guy
How?
that has so often been in the conversation as one of these heavy hitters. Santares pulls up here and instantly dishes it back the other way.
아, 죄송합니다. 치즈직도 터져버리네. 예. 깜짝 놀라워죠. 세이브 중이었네요. 예.
Him just get clotheslined by the AK like that reminds you what you're up against. Exits here for Falcons, or rather survival.
총 못 살려가나?
Kicks in, he ate that scout tag. He's not going to last long either. One shot from
체력
death.
2.
And Aurora are coming for all the kills.
I mean, something I do really like about Aurora is they're
다음 라운드
like a
시티
definition of a team
돈
that play for the
봐야겠어요.
win. They make sure every round they win is as punishing as possible. They are always down to hunt. Sometimes to their detriment, right? Like even now, it's not like they have a lot of money in
7,000원
this
한 명,
series, but
5,000원 한 명,
they
세
know
명이
to win,
2,000원?
you've got to take some of these risks. They've now broken Falcons' money twice over in the tail end of this game.
Kiyosuke had $7,000 in the bank. Monacy with 5. Everyone else is on 2 apiece, but that does mean
와,
Falcons
미스터 산타레스.
Aurora could have in this position. It's again
여기서
like
크로스캐를 담가버려요.
earlier, where Falcons
그리고
pulled a buy out of
모네시도
nowhere
담궈요.
off of Nico's earlier saves. So they got a bit of a skew with purchase, but it's enough to win a
니코,
round. We already
크로스캐,
know
모네시를
Falcons can do more with less.
산타레스가
Monacy's
혼자 그냥
AWP
단독
has to
돌파.
hit hard. Glass cannon here.
빠바박 헤드.
And they learn from
아,
their
이거
mistakes. Those nades go flying in
스탑.
towards B. Tessis
모네시
trying
스탑.
to get up the ramp, but Zantares has
좋은데요,
a statement
더블킬.
again. Monacy responds. 2 kills off the AWP. The map goes quiet.
할 일을 해냈습니다, 모네시.
I mean, look, you've lost 2 of your very heavy hitters. And up until now, Woxic hasn't really done much in this game. This would be a great time
킥산
for
아이디를
him to come alive
체크하려다가
on the AWP.
오포한테
You've seen
3대
just how
3로
much
들어오는
Woxic
경기.
can elevate the Aurora gameplay when he's hitting hard.
And this may be a CT-sided map, but when you only have 3 players alive, even in an even odds fight, you are losing a lot of info. There are a lot of gaps on the map right now. Falcons have to change positions. They have to group up to trade out these kills when and if they come to them. Because Aurora could be anywhere, out pop, behind
아이비
red,
공간이 좀
scaling
비어
Ivy.
있는데 지금 그래도
Even B's a
니코가
threat.
찾아서 수비하러
Gonna
가고
make some move
있는데
back. Aurora looking to trade.
순간적으로 메인을 안 보고 있기 때문에 메저가 깊게 들어와요.
This round is a keen example of that, right? Contact all the way out main, creeping out into the open. He knows how restricting this feels for the Falcons. Won't clear out Kazuke. They walk right into this crossfire.
기가 막힌 타이밍.
Now it's just Woxic.
역시 혼자 1대3.
A big clutch in this series already, but this 1v3 in a map he's struggling on. Is it asking too much? He opens up with the first. No idea as to where Nico's gotten to, and Monacy is a big question mark. So he's flying blind here. What does Woxic want to do? Posts up, and this is he's nailed the shot. Is it another huge clutch from Woxic? This is in a game he's been struggling in, facing off against Monacy for the
모네시 큰 거 했다.
find it. Nico with a huge sigh of relief as Monacy
1대1까지 이기면서
Oh, just a stressful match of Counter-Strike really for both teams right now. You saw that look of relief from Nico. A 3v3 made 3v1, and Woxic almost gets it done. Monacy's had a bit of a quieter series, but
또 쿄스케, 니코, 모네시 이 순서였는데 마지막에 모네시가 그래도 미친 기도하는 거야 니코? 나 이런 거 처음 봐.
He knows they're hanging on by a thread.
방금 성호 그었나요?
So thankful to Monacy for closing that out.
하느님 감사합니다.
Falcons just continue
아니
to
뭐
bankroll
여기
these
사우디라서 알라한테 감사했나요? 뭐죠?
11-11, Aurora all in. 2 MAC-10s and 3 AKs. They've got to make it work. Full group back to how this half started. Tessa's risking it all right now. Going to swing off Monacy's contact.
미스터 산타레스. 미스샷 모네시.
This has to be something that Aurora somewhat consider.
하나 잡았어요. 4대4. 이카디아 연막 속에서. 와 미친 연막 돌파. 크랙 플레이. 산타레스 3킬.
Light up the Falcons. Kazuke winning this. No health to work with, and a reluctant save.
야 산타레스.
Every time.
와
these swing rounds,
23킬.
these swing moments, Aurora pulled through, and it's another punishing hunt. This time,
원조 동크.
there's no
동크가
emergency
있기 전에
funds. There's nothing
선구자
set aside for a
산타레스.
rainy day.
라이플러 피킹에 자기 이름이 붙은 남자.
This is the worst buy that the Falcons are going to have, and it is coming at the end of regulation.
Just look at the confidence on these plays made by Aurora. Santares is leveling up.
진짜 빠르네.
Unbelievable form. Wicardia throwing himself at Falcons. This has been the most entertaining map of EWC so far, and we are still not done. Falcons trying to stay alive.
No rifle, only pistol.
Success at winning these rounds. And surely not. Aurora, you have to take this seriously.
연장 가는 법.
It's by no means a free win. You are going to have to earn it, but they've set themselves up to succeed.
They played the perfect position. They found the gap. There's only a deagle here. It's on Kixon. By the time he figures it out, he should be gone on this corner. Dink, Zantares still threatening. Doesn't want to pull the molly, knows that could be the end of his round. Kixon eats more nades. That Molotov finally comes down. That's him gone. Surely he survived somehow. 4 and 5 either way. Aurora fanning out.
Kixon really needs something here. Just one kill from him on low health would be so valuable.
어떻게 살아있나요, 이 선수? 킬 찬스 놓치고.
But he won't turn it to anything magical.
5대3.
And the numbers are whittling away. The Falcons are unhinged on Kazuke, Nico, and Tesses.
3대3 아직 몰라요. 설치도 안 됐어요.
Grounded out to a 3-on-3. Tesses has armed himself, and amidst all the chaos, it's getting awkward here for Aurora. Very strung out, up and over the top.
와 타이밍 뭐야 이거?
Can't quite find them.
쿄스케 다운.
Gives up the kill.
GT 스폰으로 빠져나가는 테러 폭탄 들고 25초에 B로 갈 것 같고요. 커넥터에 니코가 스모크 펼쳐지기 전에 폭탄도 버티고. 야 체력 1 뭐야 저거? 메저가 지키고 있었습니다. 커넥터 1대2예요. 테세스한테 오로라 대 몽골즈가 결승. 바이탈과 팔콘스가 3, 4위전. 사우디 멸망.
they face a familiar foe in the Mongols. Zantares popped off today.
He really did, and he's up against one of the most stacked teams.
e스포츠 월드컵 사우디 홈의 8콘스 카스 팀은 결승에 가지 못했습니다. 니코 1.2 밀리언 달러, 모네시 2.5 밀리언 달러, 쿄스케 2 밀리언 달러. 그리고 결과는 4강.
A series of huge clutches, a series of
와,
big
몽골
moments.
대
And when you're up
터키.
against the squad, this top
결승
heavy like
대단하네.
the Falcons, that's supposed to be them we're saying that about.
$5 밀리언 달러 터지는 소리 들어볼까? 으아! 부직. 자, 산타레스 열차의 지배자 23킬 레이팅 1.49. 오, 근데 니코 솔직히 아쉬울만 하긴 하네. 네, 잘했네. 대신 우리는 그래서 개꿀잼 경기야. 이들이 왜 결승이 아니라 3, 4위전에 있죠? 너무 좋지. 아이씨. 자, 일요일 아침 5시 반인데 금방이네요. 자고 일어나면 금방이네. 네, 4시에 봅시다. 오후 4시에. 3, 4위전 4시, 7시 결승전 몽골 대 오로라. 보겠습니다. 수고하셨고요. 금방 이따가 봐요. 네. 빨리 자러. 눈 뜨면은 3, 4위전이에요. 네, 수고하셨습니다.
Not bad day in the office, I can tell you. Yeah, they move right up to 10th in the club champion.
And I think more important